patiently waiting for. Today's Opie and Anthony Show starts now.
Die Europäische Zentralbank legte den Referenten.
This is the Opie and Anthony channel.
And now, a show the likes of which America's never seen. So appalling, so offensive, yet so entertaining.
It's not your normal show.
Beamed from satellites in space down to you every single day.
What planet are we living on?
It's the Opie and Anthony Show with Opie.
We're experts and we already know this is going to be great radio, so shut the fuck up.
And Anthony.
I live in a big house, I make a lot of money, and I fuck attractive girls.
And little Jimmy.
I don't even like in our opening, it sounds like a little... What?
Dang open end, don't listen to dang over there.
Stop with that shit.
And now, here they are. Why am I introducing these buffoons? I'm William Shatner, goddammit.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning. Welcome aboard.
Hey.
Back after the long weekend, huh?
Yes, our nice Memorial Day holiday weekend.
Our holiday. With the shitty weather on Saturday for a lot of the Northeast?
Yeah. What robbery of a holiday weekend.
A holiday weekend.
Friday was terrible, too. It's awful.
What happened?
Friday was bad, too.
Saturday, Monday, Wednesday.
Saturday. Sunday and Monday were good.
Yeah, Monday was the day. That was the good day yesterday. Nice and warm. I got a little sunburn
I see that.
I'm a little sunburned.
I see that.
Hanging out there in the yard.
I got a little red nose too there.
Yeah, see?
A little bit.
But, it was the first day of actually being able to take in a little sun. A little sun. I had a party Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday. Travis was there. Travis and the lovely Teft family. And, the old aunts and uncles thing and some friends. That was Uncle Tony and
Uncle
Keith,
Tony.
the cop, cooking under an umbrella in the freezing cold.
Wow, man. That sucks.
Yeah, it was just...
You had to do a redo, right?
Cold.
You did a redo the next day.
Not really.
You didn't do the redo.
Everybody was pretty shot.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Were there people there?
Yeah, inside.
Oh,
Everyone was
no.
just hanging out inside. You couldn't hang out
Inside next to the fire.
inside. Yeah, right.
Trying to
Light
warm
a
up.
fire. We all went into the jacuzzi. We did do a jacuzzi thing, and it was warm in the jacuzzi. But trying to then get from the jacuzzi back into the house, and it's cold. And
I was just telling you, going from the house to the jacuzzi on a cold day, not a problem, really. Kind of fun. But going from jacuzzi back to the house always sucked.
you're wet.
You're wet, and you instantly get freezing.
Instantly cold, and then you go to wrap a towel around you, and the cold now shorts are like touching areas that don't like cold.
No.
Oh, it was horrible.
Like your taint.
Yes, your taint and your ball bag.
Your upper thighs.
It's just, it was a terrible, weather-wise, just terrible. But it was, we had fun, obviously.
It was strange how the weather turned around, though, drastically. There was like a 40-degree difference within the 2 days.
We had, and it was fucking windy, like crazy wind with the 50-degree temperatures.
Right.
If that, into the upper 40s. But, then it got, yesterday was probably the best day out of all of them.
It was beautiful.
Yes.
I loved it, the bad weather. It helped with tickets. Because people couldn't get on the street, had nothing to do, so they just came to the shows. I loved it.
Tickets.
That's all I care about. Tickets.
Yeah, nobody.
I was fucking so happy.
No beach activities.
Dude, I was hoping for fucking snow.
Jesus.
I wanted
Just so they could go see Jim Norton.
Just so they were trapped in their houses.
But that was only part of their weekend.
Yeah.
Seeing Jim Norton. They wanted to get out there and barbecue and do other things,
Fuck
too.
them. They have until fucking September now. Have fun, kids. Barbecue your cunts off.
Jimmy, very happy that it almost snowed.
Yeah, it helped.
I did enjoy Chip hitting the stage. There at the left. Where was it?
Oh, Stress Factory.
Stress Factory.
Yeah, Chip hit the stage.
Yeah,
Chip hit
he
the
did.
stage and
Yeah.
did
had a bit of a rough
fucking
time.
vine. It was so fucking funny.
He had a bit of,
What happened?
no, it didn't go particularly
This is
well.
it's a bad word to the audience too. It's not very
not
nice.
good.
I don't think Chip. I don't think Chip handled bombing very well.
I wouldn't say bombed.
Well, it's volume.
Oh,
How was the Stress Factory? Good?
it was great, yeah.
No,
it was.
that ain't it.
It was great.
Oh,
but,
boy.
just the fucking. It was very last minute.
There it is. Oh, oh boy. Oh boy. Now you've done it.
Fuck you, cocksucker! Did you get it? Fuck you, cocksucker! Did you get it? Fuck you, cocksucker!
I gave Chip a sound bully.
Poor Chip.
Oh, Chip.
Trying to spread his comedy wings. Oh, yeah. The talking milk. The talking milk for coffee little thing.
That's just improv.
Yeah, improv. Chip's great.
It's terrific.
A lot of people hopping on the old Vine. Every day you see more and more people.
The Vine is
hopping
exploding
on
there, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Still not available for the Samsung.
Oh, boy.
Galaxy
They better-
S3. Soon
they
to
best
become
get on that.
the S4. Going for the S4
They
soon.
best get on that.
Still all in with the Samsung.
Oh.
I went up to the old Poconos, the
Yeah.
Pocono region.
Yeah, huh? Would you,
Got a lot of
champagne glass. Did you do the champagne glass with the bubbles?
Well, you just beat me to what I was
Oh,
saying
damn
because I said I got a lot of tweets from people saying, "Hey, you in the champagne glass with your brothers?" I wasn't near Mount Airy Lodge. Or maybe I was. I don't know. I went up to a place called Shawnee Inn. My lovely wife set up a nice little weekend for me and my two brothers.
A little getaway from it all?
It was awesome, man. Shawnee Inn was a place we used to go as kids. My dad got one of those timeshares up there. When Penn Jillette was talking about the timeshares the other day and how they're a huge scam, I felt a little awkward because my dad got one of those timeshares. I think back in the day it wasn't as bad. And then at the end, all we had to pay for was the maintenance fees to stay up there for a week.
That's pretty nice.
It was pretty nice. Yeah. It was real nice. It was nice going back there.
Was it what kind of recreational activities?
I played a little golf.
A little golf.
How
was the course? Nice?
Yeah, they have 3 9-hole courses that they mix and match.
Oh.
But this is probably too inside. They have 3 par 5s per side.
3 par 5s.
So 3 par 5s in the front 9, 3 par 5s in the back 9.
Wow.
There's 6 par 5s.
That's a lot.
I like my traditional golf where it's maybe 4 par 5s for a round.
Yeah, but I also like a par 5 because I'm like, ooh, maybe I'll be able to do this one.
Oh, really? You like par 5s?
Well,
I
sure,
hate par 5s.
Are those easy? Those are kind of like...
No, but...
They're long.
Yeah. But
That's the problem. They're just long. They're like 500-plus yards.
Maybe I'll be able to par this one.
And then they had par 3s where you're taking out your driver. This is too inside. This is golf shit. But besides that, it was great. More importantly, we were talking over the weekend how every once in a while you come across a course that decides to be different, and they got a par 6.
What?
Oh, the par 6.
You've never played a par 6?
I've never played a par 6.
It's their gimmick. They have a name for the hole, like the Monster, and it's a par 6, and it's
everyone talks about it at the bar. How'd you do on the Monster?
But it's stupid. It's illegal, I think.
Illegal?
Yes, as far as like the PGA and the official rules of golf.
There's one in Idaho. I'm just looking right now.
There you go.
It's 777 yards.
That's so stupid. That's just stupid. There's nothing fun about that.
Gotta let it all hang out.
Right.
Grip it and rip it.
Grip it and rip it.
That's right.
They have a great picture of Jackie Gleason. I guess Jackie Gleason back in the day, back in 1953, was up there playing golf with Arnold Palmer.
Ah, the great one.
And they're holding on to that moment ever since. I bet you Jackie Gleason was there for one afternoon.
Once.
Maybe he was playing a gig in the area. Maybe playing a gig at the Shawnee Inn complex because, back in the day. Those places were huge up there.
Hell yeah.
And they got a picture of him on the first tee with Arnold Palmer. It's a great picture. But that picture is duplicated all over the fucking place. You can't walk around without seeing the Jackie Gleason
look,
picture.
he was here.
He was here, see?
Any, newer celebrity pictures?
Not
really.
really. Not really.
Fucking 1953.
They have one of Bob Hope. Bob Hope was up there performing.
I gotta tell you, I was performing up here.
And I think Eisenhower was up there for something.
No one really of...
the Catskills and the Poconos used to have those monster fucking resorts, and all the big stars went up there.
That was where everybody went.
And the rich and famous used to go up there.
We watched Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the same fucking shit.
My brother was telling me yesterday, I guess most of them, especially in the Catskills, have shut down the big resorts, the big hotels and stuff, and they're just sitting there just rotting away. I guess there used to be something like 12 major ones, and now they're down to 1 or 2.
Really?
And the rest of them, they just left, and they're just rotting away.
Wow, they just boogied out of there, huh?
And those urban explorers, they get in, and supposedly the pictures are amazing.
That'd be kind of cool to see.
They're online somewhere. I didn't search it out yet, but I got
Grossingers? Was that one of the places?
Grossingers,
I think, right?
I'll tell you what hurt them too is the casinos. Those fucking casinos in Connecticut going up.
Right.
It's like they
They're
just
casino business.
Yeah, there's no reason to go to the poker if you can just go up here and gamble in Connecticut. Why would you go there?
And the Hamptons.
Yeah, the Hamptons.
The Hamptons started developing and becoming
There's
a
Grossingers. Are they still open?
That
doesn't look open. Look at that.
Wow, that's cool, though.
The pool is empty, and there's like green shit growing at the bottom, weeds and stuff.
It's like that's what it used to look like.
Oh, man.
Wow.
What year did it close? What year did Grossin? I never heard of it.
Oh, God.
I remember hearing of that place. There were some people that used to go there.
These things must have closed.
1986.
86.
When was it popular?
Okay.
Probably in the fucking
In the 50s?
No, I bet even the 60s and 70s. It was probably.
Yeah, they probably made it to the
probably started
70s
dying
easily,
out.
right?
The ass end of the 70s. Disco killed it.
Yeah, basically.
Did disco kill it?
No, I'm just saying disco. Anytime something dies in the 70s, I say disco killed it.
Late 70s,
Rock
early
Hudson.
80s.
Oh, wait.
Resorts like Grossinger's or the Concord could no longer attract younger guests.
That's what it was.
I don't know about the Concorde.
Right, the older people start dying off. It's like once you're...
Well, Swayze wants to dirty dance, and they are offended by it.
Yeah,
no one puts baby in a corner.
Of course not.
Right.
But, man, those fucking mountains are relaxing. I keep thinking I want a beach house. I think I might want a lake house.
Really?
There's so much more to do.
The lake house.
You could kayak. You could...
Going back in time. Whoa.
You could kayak. You could shoot shit. You could play golf.
Yeah. All at the same time.
Do some hiking. Yeah, of course.
Oh, that doesn't look very good.
I would love to stay here.
Where is this? Abandoned NYC. Where is this?
This is the Paul G. Hotel.
The Paul G. Hotel needs a good vacuuming.
Yeah, that's
needs
I
a
think
paint job.
You got a moisture problem there. They got to look into.
I think so. I love that shit. Urban exploring, man.
It really is cool. It's like modern artifacts, you know?
Right.
Wow. What the fuck?
What, that's some old room, and now there's just plants growing in it?
Yeah, well, it's been...
What is that?
Down since, 86?
Looks like the pool room.
It's almost 30
The pool
years.
room, yeah, because
like
it's indoors, and there's all sorts of plants
right here.
Yeah.
growing where plants shouldn't be growing.
That's pretty fucking wild.
I love that shit.
Oh, just relax.
Yeah.
Oh, where's that? That looks nice.
It's the salon.
The salon. Oh, there's
Oh
an
my
old
God.
hair
There's all
dryer
those,
there. Shit, just think of what went on in there. All the kibitzing. A lot of kibitzing, I bet.
That's the entrance.
That's cool. I gotta check that out.
The highlight. I don't have many stories from my weekend, but the one thing we went to Camelback Mountain, which is
Camel Toe Mountain.
Great. You see the picture? We made Camel Toe Mountain.
I saw you.
We're fucking idiots. Because I guess at the top of the mountain they call it Camel Top.
Oh.
So we noticed you just fucking put an E where that P is, and boy, the fun ensued.
And the laughs start rolling.
See, now it's welcome to Camel Toe,
Toe. Get that picture.
We're hilarious. And I was wondering what these ski resorts were doing to stay in business, because we haven't had, winter in a long fucking time around here.
Yeah.
So the skiing has been in trouble for many, many years now. Man, Camelback Mountain turned it into a fucking water park down below.
Really?
It looks like it's a permanent water park, too. And they cover that shit up during ski season, and then you could ski.
They do. People do love their water parks.
And they had the zip line, which we
that's
we did.
fucking racist. Come on now, anyone could use it.
You go to the top of Camelback, and it's a 4,000-foot zip line all the way to the bottom.
4,000 feet.
4,000 feet.
And
you're going over. We figured it all out. You're going over 30 miles an hour for over a minute.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We liked it. It wasn't. I didn't find it scary, but I found it pretty damn cool to be just sitting in a seat with nothing around you and just flying down the zip line.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
It was awesome, man. So,
nice getaway.
Yeah, it was a good getaway. No real stories, just relaxing, sleeping with a window open and not hearing traffic. That was pretty fucking cool. I have become a fucking city boy.
The country.
God, I forgot that you could actually open a window and sleep with that fresh air without hearing anything.
It is amazing what you can get used to in New York,
I haven't got used to it.
There are people that would just, bolt up awake from hearing that fucking fire engine. That,
oh, God.
And you're just like, go to sleep.
You could sleep.
Tom Hanks and Big.
Yeah, the red
My
neon
cousin
light.
Vinny.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
He sleeps in jail, but he can't sleep in the woods.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, New York City, maybe you could keep your window open you might get an hour in before some nonsense is happening where you're awakened from your slumber, from your golden slumber.
That's pretty fucking cool, though. Take a little trip up there. No danger, no getting lost.
No.
That's good.
We learned that my mom decided to sell the old timeshare because she didn't want to pay the maintenance fee anymore, even though there's young families in our family now that would have absolutely loved the free vacation.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Did she tell people she was selling it, to give them the option to pay it?
No, not really. No, she was obsessed that she was spending $500 a year or whatever it was.
A year?
That's it, yeah, for the maintenance fees. Everything else was pretty much paid for. That's kind of how the timeshares get you. You have to pay the maintenance fees.
But someone else could have just paid that.
No shit. Welcome to my world of fucking mental illness without asking anyone.
It is funny, though, how, like, timeshares sound like a great idea.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, you got to pay $500 a year for maintenance fees. And then you think about it, and it's like, well, I might just be paying that as a hotel fee anyway.
Right.
So why would I need a
Well, it's for a
timeshare?
week, though.
No, I understand that, but like sometimes, you know, the maintenance fees outweigh the cost of what you're.
No, that's how the
doing for a
timeshares
year.
get you, because you have to pay that maintenance fee, and it doesn't
oh, no,
go.
I got it forever. It's free.
Yeah, it doesn't go toward your investment at all.
And
so
the
year
maintenance
after
fees,
year,
they go up too.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they get you in the end.
And you got to go on the whatever week they determine is your week. Is when you go, oh,
yeah. Then you're
terrible.
stuck going to the exact same place for years.
Fuck that.
Years in a row. I'm sure it gets boring.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
No.
I'm an adventurer.
Are you?
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm not at all.
Yeah.
Then we went to that Bushkill Falls up there.
Ooh.
You like that nature shit, Anthony?
You know what? I kind of got put off to that nature shit when I got lost in the woods that time with Melinda.
Wow, that was real nature shit, though.
I'm like, I'm never going hiking again.
No.
Never.
Well, you got the
I'll never go
GPS and
hiking
stuff.
Again.
You got all that shit on your phone now. It'll
That
be
is
a lot
true.
easier to find your way now.
That really is amazing now, but don't you still need some kind of signal? I'm not sure.
Look, this is what yeah, it was fucking cool, man.
Wow.
They had, you know, these walkways, these wooden walkways along the falls in the middle of the woods, and the woodsens.
The wooden is it?
The woodens.
Ooh.
Yeah, they have a room full of dead animals.
Yeah, that's like.
I hate seeing
stuffed animals.
I don't like seeing the room full of dead animals.
Look, they're all toying with each other because they're dead.
They all look cute and like they might still be alive.
It's a hell of a taxidermy exhibit.
Right, but I'm here to tell you they're all dead.
Yeah.
I mean, if you take a still picture, you're thinking, oh, I captured a deer.
Every time I see those scenes, because they're behind glass, they're big fucking rooms with a scene,
right?
A nature scene with stuffed animals in it. I always think of that scene from fucking Planet of the Apes, where he's running around the museum,
right.
and he sees his buddy there, just standing there.
Yeah,
gets shot in the head again.
Look, that wolf is just howling at the moon
forever.
What a morbid playroom.
It really is.
I hate seeing that shit.
Yeah.
They look just like live boys.
Kids are having the worst time.
Are those stuffed boys?
They're stuffed boys. Sure, this is my favorite place.
There's 3 stuffed boys outside.
Yeah, a room full of dead shit.
What's that?
Oh, no, it's a chipmunk.
What's that?
It's a chipmunk.
Just sitting on a log for eternity.
Forever, that's it. That's his.
That shit creeps me out.
Eternity
I don't mind
now.
seeing if it's just a head on the wall at a restaurant or something, but the whole animal...
You know how old those probably are, too? It's been there forever.
And I'll make it very clear. I don't give a fuck if other people hunt and stuff. I just know I can't fucking do it.
No, I don't. I like
know I
shooting.
can't
I
do
don't
it.
like hunting.
And man, I mean, I can't even... We stopped counting after a while the amount of dead deer on the side of the fucking road.
Really?
Oh, God.
Are they
just twisted in a holy fuck... That car took out my left leg, and now I have to lay here on the side of the road until I die.
That's pretty terrible.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Were they spray painted yet?
So many. Huh?
Were they spray painted yet? The town that I used to live in New Jersey, they would spray paint like a red X.
Why?
So that animal control can come pick them up.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious that there's a dead animal there. You don't need the X.
I think we got one here.
This one's ready.
Oh, he's sleeping.
He's
sleeping.
I was disappointed, though. I didn't see any of the party balloons from the roadkill. That's a new thing.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. They get well soon.
They get balloons that say "Get well soon." They attach it to
pretty funny, actually.
onto the little hand of the.
You haven't seen it?
roadkill guy.
It's kind of a thing that's happening.
That's funny.
out there.
That's funny.
If there's a balloon store nearby, these sick fucks are getting "Get well soon" balloons, and they attach it to the hoof.
The hoof
of a dead animal.
That's very funny.
Yeah. Could you find one?
Great.
It's pretty easy to find online now. I was very disappointed I didn't see any "Get well soon" balloons.
Get well soon roadkill. There's one. A dead possum.
See how fast that was to
That
find.
just looks. Oh, that's so sad. Poor little fella. There's a deer. Oh man.
Oh yeah, this is a trend that is
very
sweeping
funny.
America right now.
Tied to his leg.
It's just
Or
horrible.
dead deer.
Get well soon.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
we saw a little baby possum on the side of the road, and my brother decided to kind of nudge it along to get it back in the woods so it wouldn't get hit by a car.
Oh, yeah? Interfering with the prime directive.
Did I say possum? Porcupine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, a porcupine.
Baby porcupine. I'm like, you're fucking nuts.
They got those fucking little spikes on them.
Yeah,
quills.
they do.
The quills.
I got a little video of it. I'll show you during the break. It's not worth posting, but
was he going back and forth like this?
He was totally fine, but he was probably a foot from death, just hanging out.
Oh boy!
Next to the curb of a sidewalk.
It's like a little walking spike strip.
Yeah,
yeah,
I think so. Let's say hi to Kevin in Virginia. Kevin.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
What's up?
I just want to let Opie know they've got a full-time position up in the Poconos to remove dead animals from the side of the road.
I believe it. I fucking believe it.
Pay a guy.
Yeah, I believe it. We saw so many dead deer. I guess the guy was on his lunch break because we
we're all over the place.
He could have filled up a whole truck. And then we just started discussing venison. You ever have venison? You ever have deer meat?
I have, and I'd rather have fucking beef.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The people out there, now they're going to start calling, oh, it's delicious.
Just hasn't been cooked right.
Right, you don't know how to prepare it.
I've had it for
I've tried.
Fucking decades of my life in various incarnations, cooked by different people, prepared differently each time, and I still, every single time, I'm like, I'd rather have beef.
When I used to live in Western New York and we'd go to the Bills games, and we went to a lot of Bills games back in the day.
Bills.
There was always one guy that prepared a nice heaping crock pot.
Heaping helping.
Of venison chili. And then the venison grease would be on the top.
Oh, yeah.
And the venison fucking taste would be in your mouth.
Here's how you know.
I hated it.
Here's how you fucking know that beef is better. Because everybody, when they're cooking venison, they're just trying to get it to taste like beef.
Right.
They're trying to get it to not have that venison-y taste to it.
Right.
So, fuck yourself. I'll have beef.
I'm sure there's a way to do it where it doesn't taste... I would have
you gotta soak it in buttermilk for a week. Really? Do you?
I would have to put in the gamey category, right?
It is gamey.
Oh, man.
That's why it's
Venison's
game.
terrible.
Yeah, and then...
it's awful.
Ted Nugent loves it. I have venison pie and fucking venison hats. It stinks, Ted.
Have you ever had it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
and
awful.
Shoots it for the homeless people and the
does he?
hungry.
All right,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fair.
he
You know
does
what? Fair
that,
enough.
so
Okay.
at least they're not fucking...
That's good.
They're getting something.
Yeah,
They're
that's
probably
good.
sitting there going, God damn, I want a steak.
And then, like, someone would bring the homemade beef jerky made from venison and then have to brag about... I remember these stories like they were yesterday, but this is a long time ago now.
You never hear enough about it,
Oh, it's been hanging in my garage since August.
Let me tell you how I make it. I don't care.
Then you bite into this and you're just miserable. Just wishing you had real beef jerky at that point.
That's great. It tastes like an animal that rubbed up against some bark.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Then we're discussing all the shitty stuff we've eaten over the years. And I was telling him, I finally caught up with Anthony Bourdain's show on CNN. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
What is it called? I always forget the name of this stupid
Lost
show.
or something?
Abroad or fucking Lost Abroad or fucking Eating Abroad. Eating Abroad would be...
Eating Abroad.
would be a nice title.
That's funny.
Parts Unknown.
Parts Unknown, right, of course.
Eating abroad.
And the Canadian one is really...
Great, right?
Oh, you saw the Canadian one?
I saw the Canadian one, yeah.
What happens? He goes to explore and they find someone who beheaded someone on a bus still walking around the streets because Canada stinks.
He just gets day passes. He has to go back.
He was hanging with these two renowned French chefs. And the one guy catches beaver. Did you see the beaver guy in the backyard? He catches his own beaver. Yeah. And then he fucking makes something from the beaver. And it was in like a big pot, and it was hearty. Hearty's another word for
gamey.
What the fuck is in this?
Yeah.
It was like a hearty brown sauce, and the beaver just looks ugly even after it's cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like
meat.
Looks like a crooked steak or
Ew.
something. Yeah, there
What
you go.
is that?
Let me see it, Travis.
No way. I don't want it.
And Anthony Bourdain and the other guys were just swearing that this was delicious and
Really?
amazing. I can't imagine
Sorry.
eating beaver.
No. Someone had to fucking name it beaver, didn't they?
Yeah.
So you can't even talk about eating beaver
What are
meat.
you, a faggot? You're not going to eat your beaver?
Hey, Opie.
Would you eat beaver? I mean, that type of beaver?
I would try it.
Let's get the beaver jokes out of the way, and then let's talk about the real beaver. Would you eat that
beaver.
shit?
It doesn't look very good.
It beats woodpecker.
It's kind of funny, Chip. I don't know.
I would try it once. Why not, man? It's probably, it's not like bad. I mean, if the guy cooked it right, I would give it a shot. I'd take one bite.
I would absolutely try it, but to actually order it on a menu and say, fuck the chicken, fuck the steak, fuck the salmon or whatever. I'm going and having beaver.
And they got to present it. It's like served on his tail with his 2 big buck teeth sticking in the top like a garnish.
You use them to scoop the rest of the meat onto crackers.
He used his big dumb beaver teeth.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God. Just a thought.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But the episode, they were gobbling it down, so it must be pretty good.
Yeah.
Then my brother was talking about another restaurant show. It might have been Kitchen Nightmares or something, where there's one restaurant serves muskrat.
Oh, come on.
And the guy, and they were trying to get muskrat off the menu, and so, change this guy's restaurant around, and he refused. He said, no, man, the locals just love my muskrat dish.
What? Let me see a muskrat.
It looks like a giant rat.
Yeah.
It's in the rat family? Is it officially in the rat family?
Oh, my God.
No! Who would fucking cook and
That's a disgusting giant fat rat.
Who would prepare that?
I don't want it.
I don't get it. That has to taste gamey. But there's guys out there, or humans in general, that love that gamey taste.
Ew, what the fuck?
Would you eat that?
No, come on. That guy's fucking around.
You know what, though? They eat dog in like Asian countries, and it sounds terrible to us, but just because we like them. But they're like, fuck you, dog.
Muskrat's a muskrat.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
The number 1 meat consumed in the world
Is it dog?
Goat.
And knows.
It
is goat by
Lots
far.
of goats in this fucking. The savages all eat goats.
Right,
That's
because
why.
in America, not so much.
No. I've never eaten goat.
It's very hard to find goat meat.
Yeah.
Although we found it where?
Shovel their women's clits out countries.
Right.
They love a good goat.
We were in a restaurant. Was it in Cleveland? For your special, I
You have the
think.
steamers?
Huh?
Yeah.
And they served goat. And your manager was eating it.
Oh, did he eat goat?
With Stupid Gary.
That
Both
figures.
of them. Stupid Gary and your manager were bonding over goat. And I guess they both said it was delish.
It probably
It was
is good.
delish. I don't know. I didn't try it.
I couldn't eat horse either. I couldn't eat horse either.
Horse.
No,
God,
horse
no.
meat.
God, no. And here's
Sometimes you get Chinese food that has this weird, like if you get like beef and broccoli or something, it's got this strange horse smell to it. And I don't even mean like meat, like cooking horse meat, like a stable. Like a fucking stable.
It brings up my old story. When I was living in Northport on Long Island, there was a Chinese restaurant there. I went and I got a basic dish. I think it was just like chicken lo mein or something.
Yeah.
And as I'm eating this thing, I'm like, I just knew in my fucking soul I was not eating chicken.
Oh, boy.
And I only ate a couple bites, and I don't know what it was, but I just know it wasn't chicken. And fast forward, that restaurant closed down. So I don't know what the fuck they were doing. I don't know if the town or the
Health
government,
department,
shut them down. But there was no doubt in my mind that I wasn't eating chicken that day.
It is a kebab. Rat turd.
It looks
It's a rat turd.
It sort of looked like chicken, but as soon as you put it in your mouth, you're like, holy fuck, this is not chicken. But I don't know what it could have been.
What's worse than the gray chicken you get in a Chinese restaurant? Like, I'll eat white meat. I always ask for white meat, but you ever just get whatever
those
with
cheap fucks.
gray
Yes.
fucking just little circles of chicken?
It could either be pigeon or cat or who the fuck knows. Remember that story? What was it, buffalo?
The horse.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it was the deer.
Oh, deer.
Where there wasn't there blood marks through the restaurant where the guy was dragging
it through.
Can you find that old story? It's one of my favorites that we've done in the last few years. The guy got caught too, and they shut him down.
Wasn't he the one taking it and stuff in the back and stepping on it and then putting it back in the fucking bowl?
I forgot exactly all the details, but I remember when we read this thing, we were dare I say, howling. We were howling
Howling
over that one. Here's a guy. As you find that story. Corey in Winnipeg. Corey.
Yes, Corey's on the phone.
Yeah. I've eaten beaver meat before, and it's greasy. And I know some of my family, they would get the beaver tail and smoke it. And I tried that. It's exactly the same texture as the cartilage on the end of a chicken bone, and it's just fucking good.
Oh, God, smoked beaver tail. What the fuck?
Stop trying to invent new dishes. We got it figured out.
Yeah.
We got it. We're done. We're good.
We know what the tasty animals are now.
Exactly.
We figured it all out.
There was a time, I guess you had to try everything.
Right. Trial and error.
Right.
No, that's disgusting tasting. Don't eat that.
Well, it's our old gag. I mean, you look at a lobster. Who was the first idiot that said this has to be delicious?
Yeah.
But they had to try everything.
You know how you know they're good? Because they're so protected with their shells.
Oh.
Nature knows you're one delicious motherfucker. And once the word gets out, you're finished.
Keep that meat in you.
Yeah, crabs too. Crabs are fucking fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good crab.
All right, Corey. Thank you, sir. Winnipeg checking in. That's pretty cool, huh? Oh, yeah. It does lead to a story that happened over the weekend. Bars are serving rubbing alcohol, calling it scotch.
Yeah, what the fuck bar
This hit
is
in
this?
Jersey, right?
Oh, wow.
But they're saying this place got caught, but they're saying a lot of places do this.
How did they get caught?
How rubbing alcohol? You go blind, don't you?
Yeah, they got so desperate that... Erock, you got that story?
No, one of them is right near where I live.
Really?
And, yeah, as soon as that story came out and it was on Fox 5 and everything... That parking lot has been nowhere near what it used to be.
Who's drinking fucking rubbing alcohol with coloring in it and thinking it's scotch?
There's got to be mixed in with something,
I'm
though,
no
right?
connoisseur of
it's
scotch.
that, and they were also taking really shitty liquors and putting them into the top shelf bottles and passing them off as the real expensive stuff.
I figured they
people
were
do that.
doing that. You know,
That's a pretty bad thing to do.
You get some top shelf shit, and then you just when those bottles are empty, why get new ones? Just fill them up with the cheap shit. No one's gonna know the difference for the most part.
And that's why they make the penalty so fucking drastic.
Right.
It is pretty bad. I think you'll lose your goddamn license.
Dan in Jersey. Dan.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Dan.
Danny boy!
You got anything else on that rubbing alcohol story?
Hey, if it does the job at the end of the day, who's really at fault here?
There you go. If it gets you hammered.
I walked by a bar yesterday. I saw Bobby and his wife for lunch. I wanted
Bobby!
to stay in the house. Bob Kelly! And it was nice out. We just went we get some Thai food, and I'm looking in a bar as I'm walking by. It's like 3 in the afternoon. I'm like, God, I'm so happy I'm not in there.
Were the guys at the bar just kind of...
Just a couple of people, but I'm like, it just
the
looks,
regulars.
Like, I can imagine sitting in there and just that fucking feeling of coming out in the sunlight and you're loaded already in the afternoon. Oh.
I kind of like a good local dive bar in the afternoon if there's like a dumb game on and you're just sitting drinking beers.
There was no fun to be had.
There wasn't any
No,
fun?
it was Memorial Day. The streets were
That
kind
is
of
true.
quiet.
You should be outside.
Just 2 or 3
Well,
guys.
the doors open all nice to the...
Yeah, but it was like looking
See, I
into
kinda like
darkness.
that.
It wasn't looking at the goodness of outside wasn't going
No.
in.
Right.
It was the badness from inside.
Yeah,
that
it was letting
leaking
darkness out.
Oh boy, that sounds like a hoot.
Oh, here's the story. Should we just play the video?
Sure.
Let's just play the video. This is the restaurant up in Buffalo. It's worth taking another look. What year was this? A couple years ago at this point? 5 years ago, maybe?
Uh-oh.
This isn't in Buffalo.
Oh, really?
Williamsburg, Kentucky.
Yeah, it's in Kentucky, but
Oh,
it's
boy.
similar.
Oh, my God.
Oh, is it a fake story that makes its way around the inner tubes?
Yeah, what happened? Let's see. Play it. Let's hear. Let's know.
I don't think I'll ever eat Chinese food ever again.
I went next door and upchucked everything. And there was a really weak stomach, and it was just too much for me to handle.
Some former customers of Red Flower Chinese restaurant are angry about what they say happened while they were enjoying a Chinese buffet.
A lot of locals eat there, like on lunch breaks and stuff. Yeah, it was really disturbing. There was actually a blood trail that they were mopping up behind the garbage can.
Katie Hopkins says she witnessed employees dragging in a trash bin with a dead carcass inside of it.
Nice. There was like a tail and like a foot and a leg sticking out of the garbage can, and they wheeled it straight back into the kitchen.
That's when Environmental Health Inspector Paul Lawson was called to check it out.
And when Paul Lawson showed up to the restaurant, what he found inside, he says, is the craziest thing he's ever seen.
Upon arrival, I confirmed they did have a deer carcass in the facility.
The discovery led to the health department shutting down the restaurant. The owner tells Lawson that he picked up the deer along I-75.
They said they didn't know they weren't allowed to do that, so that makes me concerned.
What they were serving.
Maybe they could have before.
The owners also tell Lawson that they plan to take the deer home and didn't plan to serve it to customers.
Right.
Brittany Paulette, WLKY News.
Yeah.
That's similar to the Buffalo story.
Yeah, the blood trail there.
Right.
I
don't know.
You think it's one of those, maybe? In hindsight, lighting the match was a bad idea.
Have you tried buffalo meat is coming in? Yeah, I've tried the buffalo meat.
Again, just give me some beef.
Right, instead of a buffalo burger,
thing?
you want a beef burger, right?
I know they have beefalo. It's that place, Dowd's Beefalo. Remember that joint there? I think it was in Huntington.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, and they would have like the half buffalo, half steer kind of a thing.
Right, and that was to jazz it up, obviously.
Yeah, it was because regular buffalo is like apparently very lean.
I heard
so you don't get a good taste from it.
Bison.
Huh?
Bison also is very big.
Oh.
Ted Turner's restaurant's around the corner. It's always packed. It's all bison.
Bison meat?
Yeah.
Is it better than beef?
It's good.
Nothing beats beef.
Isn't bison just a buffalo?
I think it's the same thing, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it's the same thing.
Yeah. Erock, what happened?
I'm not 100% sure on that.
Oh.
They're similar.
Huh?
Should ask your ancestors.
Well, if I'd think about it if my mind wasn't toiling trying to come up with an Erock buffalo joke.
I tried and failed miserably. To me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How was your weekend, Erock?
Busy, but good.
Oh, busy.
Ooh, busy.
Do tell, writing the script to the movie. A little more? That busy? Getting the podcasts together?
That, yes. But,
nice.
Since it was nice Sunday and yesterday, it was a lot of outdoor work, cutting down trees.
What are you clearing, like the president, when they go out there and clear the land? Chainsaw?
Do they?
Grab the, well, not Obama, but Bush, both the Bushes, Reagan. Remember those pictures? You could see them like, they're on their ranch clearing the brush. A lot of brush to clear, apparently. So what were you doing outside?
Trying to cut down trees for the first time.
What were you using?
Your elephant trunk?
See, that was a good one.
I had to. I had to get back in the game.
Oh, boy. Erock.
I struck out and threw out my bag. I had to get back in there, try to hit a single.
Look at Reagan. He's got a chainsaw.
How does one cut down a tree in your neighborhood?
Well, they're not the huge, like, oak trees. These are just, like, cherry trees and dogwood trees and stuff.
Yeah.
And just use, I guess it's called an all saw. Is that what it is? It's the
all saw?
Well, it says tiger saw, but they have another name on it where you just hold it like almost like a gun.
Oh, Sawzall.
Sawzall, thank you.
An all saw.
Whatever.
Sawzall, you're playing fucking words back.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't know what you were saying.
A Sawzall.
Yeah,
so that's
going up.
It's like pruning.
Right.
How big of a blade? Did you use the big 1 foot blade or the?
It's 9 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you had small trees you were cutting down.
You go up. You gotta cut all the branches off, and then try to cut the tree before the stump, and have that fall down on your property.
Oh, how big diameter of the tree you're talking?
Oh, wow. That's like 6 to 8 inches.
Like that, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty big.
Yeah.
That's a big tree.
Yeah, about an 8-inch.
Why are you cutting down
tree.
trees?
Yeah, what's going on?
I hate when people cut down trees on their property. I like that shade shit. It's nice.
Well, there's trees all around the property, but on the property, I want to get rid of them to open it up.
Oh, fair enough.
I don't want to be the one asshole in the neighborhood if a bad storm hits that my tree takes out all the wires.
I can't complain. I ripped out some fucking trees from my property that had to have been there
100 years.
Hundreds of years. They were giant, and all they would do is drop shit in my pool and put a shade over the pool to keep it cold. I love when people are like, no, the shade over the pool is nice.
That's bullshit.
Because then you're in the pool and it's what the fuck, are you insane?
Yeah, no.
I want sun on that pool constantly.
Especially if you have those solar heaters, too, for the pool.
Yeah.
Trees just block everything, and then you spent all that money for nothing.
You're in the pool, and now it's in the shade, so it's 10 degrees colder than it is if the sun was hitting it. Those people are assholes.
constantly clogging up your filter.
Yeah, there's little acorn shells.
Pine needles.
Fuck that noise. Chop them down.
And then trying to dig up the lawn to take all the roots out.
What?
I didn't realize this. When you're yanking a tree out, the roots are very extensive.
Oh, yeah.
So you're digging up the lawn, trying to just cut as much as you possibly can with the saw and a shovel, just trying to get it all out. And you're
You'll never
going
get all those
15, 20 feet away from where the tree was, still digging up the lawn, just pulling out roots.
You didn't know this?
No.
Thought the tree just grew right out of the ground.
Yeah, what do you think? It was a telephone pole?
It's there for 1 inch into the ground.
I didn't know the roots went out that far.
Depending on the tree, certainly, yes.
Roots will, if you look at a tree and see how far the branches go out from a tree, the roots go out further than that. They go out further than the branches of the tree.
So I'm
even,
finding, yeah.
Yeah. They're searching for water.
That's
Where
right.
are you? Where are you? Yeah.
Get it away from the sewage pipes, the electrical wiring, the gas lines that they're wrapped around.
So you spend your long weekend just cutting trees down?
Trees, bushes.
Yeah.
Manly there.
I'm not good at it, but
You're not good at it? Were you wearing any safety equipment? Goggles?
Yeah, I
and,
had the goggles, I had gloves.
Oh. Would have liked to. Why didn't you fucking tweet or Vine anything?
Exactly.
Because nothing fell and hit
Love
me.
to see you fucking Vine your finger being chopped off.
There could have been a lot of people commenting on your photos, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, let me say hi to Vinny in Jersey. Vinny!
Hey, yeah?
What's up, Vinny?
What's up, boys?
Hey.
Good morning. I've been out to Lancaster, PA, and had ostrich. It's red meat, and it was delicious, just like a steak.
I gotta say, my sister used to work at a joint on Jericho Turnpike. Suspiciously, the whole place burned down.
Yeah.
But who am I to say? And my sister was out of work.
Jewish lightning?
I don't know. But they served ostrich, and I loved it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Sitting next to him? Oh, see, I thought.
I loved it. It was kind of like a lamb chop meets a steak, I think.
Really?
Right?
Delicious.
It was unbelievable how good it was.
Damn.
That I liked. Yeah, I tried that. That was probably the most outrageous thing I've ever tried, I think.
That's kind of a bird.
What are ostrich farms around? I've seen.
Yeah, where the fuck do they get the meat?
Ostrich?
Yeah. I would assume that middle part's all fatty shit.
That breast, though, is probably pretty big.
You think?
And then the legs, right?
Maybe
They
that,
got
that
them
one
giant
muscle.
fucking drumstick, like Fred Flintstone's.
Yeah, I don't know where they get the actual meat, what part of the animal.
I would think the breast has got to be huge on
It
those
can't be the
fucking
legs
things.
or head or neck, because that's all just
That's what I'm
fucking
saying.
skinny. It's got to be that big
No,
fucking
they-
hunk
the
of-
upper leg is pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah, they're like.
Let's take a look at the ostrich. Let's see what part we
Their
get.
Well, when I
leg is
petted an
giant.
ostrich, I noticed that it
Oh.
was all. When
Oh,
the
that's
ostrich
right.
and I bonded.
That's right, on
Yeah,
Leno.
look at that thing. That's fucking a giant
All
drumstick.
right, no, you're not eating that leg.
Look.
No, look at
No
his neck.
fucking way you're eating that leg.
Dude, look at it. It goes up. It's a giant
That's all
drumstick.
solid muscle, though.
And cartilage.
Yeah,
and
you want to eat the
tendons.
fucking solid. That's not like chickens are all fat. It's all fucking juicy and fat. That's all muscle.
Does anyone know where they get the ostrich
It's got to
meat?
be under the feathers somewhere, by the asshole. I think that's
Well,
where they
safe
do
to
it.
say it's under the feathers somewhere,
There's
but what part?
An inch around the asshole. That's apparently delicious. The rest of it is terrible.
I bet you most of it you got to throw away. You're right. One fucking steak out of it.
Yeah. And then the neck.
One
maybe.
fillet.
Little neck.
Neck?
Just nibble on the neck. No? No. It's got a lot of it.
Who knows this shit? I need to know now.
That breast is huge, though. Look. I bet that's like fucking.
What about the back? The
Giant.
back meat would probably be horrendous.
Oh, yeah.
Anything near that weird ass of it is, I don't think you would eat that
What a
shit.
dumb dinosaur-looking bird that is.
Oh, that would peck the shit out of you if you got in his way, too.
No kidding.
Oh, he'd give you a fucking pecking.
Oh, this dumb backwards kneecap.
Yeah, it's so weird,
Yeah,
right?
I don't know.
They're fast, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pretty
Yeah,
fast.
they
They
can-
kind of run silly.
They can
Yeah.
motor.
They got that back and forth thing going on.
They'll fuck you up.
They kick you too. I forget how an ostrich gets in your shit, but if they're really annoyed, they let you know it.
I hear they're nasty, nasty animals.
Not when you befriend them like I did. I happen to be very good with the animal community, but a lot of
Yeah.
people probably aren't. They walk up and just slap at them.
Oh, terrible.
Aw.
I gave him. He was eating dog food, little dog niblets.
Really?
Yeah, I held my hand out and he was pecking away.
Where was this?
On Leno once.
Oh,
He was
right,
the
right.
animal
Doing
guy
an
was
animal
on.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just held my hand out and he was like peck, 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 peck away, peck, 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 peck.
Oh, I forgot one other thing from my trip with my brothers. We spent well over $100 on popcorn.
What?
There's a popcorn shop up there. It's
oh
brilliant.
My God.
It's fucking brilliant.
How do you spend $100 though?
They have 1 million different flavored popcorns.
Oh,
and you think to yourself, God, that's an idea I easily could have came up with. Fuck,
that sounds like such a failure. It just sounds like I'm going to open up a popcorn shop.
They even have a room where you
Upstate.
could look into them making it in these big vats.
What are some of the flavors?
What are some of the flavors? They had Philly cheesesteak. They had mac and cheese.
What's on Philly cheesesteak?
They had no. It's just the flavoring they use. They had all that chocolate shit, dark chocolate, sea salt caramel. Was pretty terrific. Then they
sea
had
salt, just all the popular craze right now.
Then they had all their summer flavors in a bag, which is all different colors, and so it's like lime and lemon and I don't know,
diversity.
All those fucking summer like type flavors. It's called Buddha Popcorn. Look it up.
Buddha Popcorn.
Why? What did the popcorn do wrong?
I just gave them massive fucking business, by the way, because they got an online business.
Oh.
They're gonna be wondering why they're getting a lot of orders today. Fucking tell them Opie and Anthony sent you. Fuck it. Maybe they could send us some free shit. They got the flavors online, so I'm trying to remember all the flavors. There were hundreds. Buttery, low salt cheese. These are the boring ones. White cheddar, ranch, sour cream, and chives. Salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar popcorn. That sounds good, right?
Yes, that's also known as the douche popcorn.
Loaded baked potato popcorn. Corn, the nacho.
Where's the caramel? You got that like Cracker Jacks?
There you go. Strawberry cheesesteak, fucking birthday cake, Oreo cookie, fucking popcorn.
Strawberry cheese steak or cake?
Cake.
Oh, you said I think you said strawberry cheesesteak.
I might have.
Venison.
I might have. I'm still tired. Coconut cream pie, PB&J, fucking popcorn. We tried a whole bunch of them. They were good too.
That's crazy.
Cray. Dark chocolate, peanut butter chocolate, Butterfinger.
So I got an idea. I'm gonna take a popcorn. I'm gonna make popcorn, but it's gonna be a specialty.
Yeah.
I would be like, oh yeah, sure. Take a
smart. We've only seen a couple different flavors in our lifetime, right? Yeah. Maybe a little white cheddar popcorn and maybe what? What?
Exactly. White cheddar.
Bubblegum popcorn.
I'll tell you what I'm sick of is kettle corn.
No, fuck the
you
kettle
don't like some
corn.
No,
corn?
Fuck it right in its asshole.
Oh, it's terrible. I hate kettle corn stores. You want to go in and grab a little kettle corn? No, I don't.
Kettle corn.
I'd rather grab a hornet nest than a fucking bag of kettle corn.
Red hot cinnamon popcorn. The flavors go on and on here.
Yeah.
I don't know. They had a lot of food flavorings, like I said, Philly cheesesteak and chicken wings.
Chicken wings popcorn.
Yeah, they had some kind of hot sauce / chicken wing tasting popcorn.
Peculiar.
But you know what? We went in there as a goof, tried a couple samples. Next thing you know, we're walking out. It probably was close to $200.
Jesus Christ! Some racket.
On popcorn.
You got a popcorn racket.
And then I said, you should go on Shark Tank. And they're like, fuck those people. We're not giving them a slice of our business. We know what we're doing. We don't need them.
We'll give you $100,000 for 90% of your business.
Right. Then they're like, we'll go in there just to tell them no thank you.
Go fuck off.
So, but it's in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, if you were in a real fucking place.
Times Square.
You would sell a ridiculous amount of this shit. Right?
Times Square.
Hell yeah. Times Square. You could sell it for like $30 a bag.
Have you been in the M&M store? I know if I go in there, I'm going to make a complete piece of shit out of myself, so I won't go.
It's kind of fun.
They have a lot of different M&Ms.
Oh, my God.
The tourists love that place. They're snapping pictures of the sign.
I go in there every once in a while. Like if I'm having a party or something with a bunch of kids, I'll go over there and fancy it up for them.
You buy a lot of candy there. Fuck.
It's all different colors of M&Ms, and you mix and match. So if you got your favorite football team, you pick your fucking team colors.
Ooh.
All that shit.
God damn M&Ms. I'm so hungry.
I don't even remember how many they had. They had all those long tubes with everyone a different fucking color.
How great is just putting your hand in a giant bowl of M&Ms, just shove the whole fucking handful in your
nice
mouth.
Peanut M&Ms.
No!
Fuck I love them too. The chocolate ones bother me.
Oh,
if I eat too many chocolate ones, it gives my mouth a fucking weird feeling. Like I don't know, my throat. There's something about all the chocolate bothers my throat.
The fact that it's not cum.
Damn it. God damn it. I was right behind you. The palate doesn't recognize the delicious chocolate flavor,
It's just
but it
always-
certainly recognizes other. That palate has been tainted.
Tainted, literally.
You try the pretzel-covered M&Ms?
Yes.
That's shit.
Hit. A hit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it
Fucking
is a
hit. But pretzel with anything was good. I would eat pretzel with fucking. I would eat pretzel
Duty
with
on it.
fucking deer brain.
Ooh.
Pretzel with anything is delicious. Mustard.
Yeah.
Give me some fucking mustard in a pretzel.
That damn popcorn place fucking destroyed us on the way out yesterday.
What? Mustard.
He loves you,
I'm
though.
a creep.
Do you like that, right?
I go on pretzels.
You don't like that?
No.
He loves you, though. He writes me all the time. When can I come back? I'm like, well, I got to work on Anthony still.
No, I
we got
haven't
to turn
been.
Anthony around.
I like the guy.
We got to turn Anthony around, and you'll be back.
Just not my cup of tea.
Got to turn Anthony around a little bit.
You don't like that version?
Jesus.
Terrible.
This isn't a franchise. Oh, no, I don't think they're a franchise, Nick and Indy. Nick?
Yeah, how you doing today, guys?
Popcorn Buddha's a franchise? I don't think so.
Yeah, Buddha Popcorn.
Why would the popcorn do?
It's called Buddha Popcorn USA.
Cheer it.
It's out of Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. You know what their tagline is?
Huh.
Is the enlightened snack.
Yeah, okay.
It
That's the
is.
place I was at. And I was in Stroudsburg or just outside. I don't know where the fuck I was.
Franchise.
So they're franchise. Well, this guy's
Go to the
from
bottom of
Indy.
the page a minute.
Yeah, they're getting to be all over. I mean, they're not out west yet, but they are mostly in the Northeast. But they are franchises.
And they've been at that store a year and a half, and it's a family business, and they got to be worth a shitload of money because I've never seen this one before.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple different popcorns, but nothing like what they're doing. Very
They're
good.
moving
And,
some
Nick,
corn.
they're moving it.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
Damn.
we should break. I was waiting for our food.
Yeah, I know.
I'm starving.
We're very, a little.
I ate
late
two
on-
things yesterday, and I fucking woke up at 3, and
What did
I
you
had
eat?
coffee late, like with Bobby and his wife.
Why would you do that knowing
till
you have
6
trouble
p.m.
No
sleeping?
coffee late if you want to sleep.
Oh, my gosh.
We got Snookie being very cunty to Governor Christie after the break.
There's some great female celebrities in the news. Shit going on.
Amanda
Baines.
Is that how you say your name there, Sam Roberts?
Bynes.
She is fantastic. Do you follow her on the Twitter?
Yeah, yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, you have to. Is right.
This is one of those like Charlie Sheen meltdowns where.
Did she say that shit though? She's saying that was people made that up, but she didn't say anything about Rihanna.
Crazy.
Oh.
I think she said everything.
I think
and I
so,
don't think
too.
the cop was patting her pussy either.
No, because now she's trying to say that the cops groped her.
Yeah.
No, Paddington Pussy reminds me of a character I used to read when I was a boy.
Paddington Pussy.
So you get it?
Yeah, we got it.
Yes. I'm tired. It's going to be a long show.
We got a great clip of the Toronto mayor saying he doesn't smoke crack.
Oh.
And we also have other things to do today.
Thanks.
No guess, right?
Yeah, Ben Mezrich.
Oh, fuck.
That's a terrible
I mean,
reaction.
cool. No, first day back, I like just to hang sometimes.
That's it.
Ben Mezrich going to come in and hang.
Fuck.
That's right. What's he
What's this
yapping
book about?
I don't know.
I
He's
bet
got
you
another,
playing cards.
another book that they'll make into a big movie that they'll change the title of, so he doesn't get any.
Oh, he gets
money, but he doesn't
gets a
like.
taste. He
you
gets a
know.
good taste.
Yeah.
Now his books are great.
What is it now?
I've read
like
a bunch of
fucking a Tiddlywinks fucking
right
group.
Yeah, how
Gang
they
of
went to
Tiddlywinks.
Tiddlywinks Town and stole $8 billion from the
Yes.
Tiddlywinks shark.
Jacks. They would play jacks in the schoolyard. What year is this?
Did you ever play jacks? I used to play jacks when I was a kid.
Did you? It
I
was a
enjoyed a
girl
good
game.
game of jacks. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it
That was
was.
totally
a
a girl's game.
I enjoyed a good game of jacks. Yeah, I did. I was good. I was trying to scoop up all the jacks.
I think
onesies, twosies.
I had a couple sisters, so I think I played it as a goof, but I didn't like it.
What did you have to do? You had to bounce the ball and grab one, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then you had to catch the ball in the hand with the one jack
think
in it.
so, yeah.
Then you bounce it again. And you had to grab two.
Right, but I think you had to keep the jack still in your hand
in your
that you
hand
already
that
caught,
you
I
catch,
think.
and you can't drop the jacks. Who fucking When was the last time Jax was played by anybody?
I played it recently.
No, you didn't.
I have Jax parties. My friends come over. We play Jax on a Friday.
It's different. There's a cracker in the middle. Shit.
That was a rowdy rock.
Yeah, you're right.
Imagine eating beaver.
You're listening to the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM.
And now back to
the Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM.
I got a picture of a photograph of a wedding in a shell. It's just a burning ancient memory. I never kiss and tell. So turn it up and burn it. There's a hole in your head. There's a hole in your head. Where the birds can't sing along. Does anybody know how the story really goes? How the story really goes? Or should we all just hum along? Sing a song, sing it on the road. Big band, it's a crash, crash, crash.
Well, this band is in turmoil, huh?
A little bit, huh?
I saw them less than a year ago in Huntington. Had a great time. The band sounded awesome. It looked like they were getting along. Stone Temple Pilots.
STP!
And we all knew, if you know anything about this band, it was just a matter of time.
Yeah.
They broke up again. They've gone their separate ways. Scott Weiland's doing a solo thing, and I hear it's doing pretty well. And
But
now
they're angry at him, huh?
The DeLeo brothers and I always forget the drummer's name. And
so does everybody else.
They're pretty much suing Scott Weiland for misusing band's name and songs during his solo tour.
How could... that's kind of fucked up.
To me, STP is Scott Weiland.
Yeah.
I mean, the DeLeo brothers certainly are very talented musicians, but
you know, let both of them use the name. You know?
Yeah,
if you're too dumb to fucking show up and not know who the hell's going to be playing.
Right.
What? I thought, wait a minute.
Yeah.
He doesn't look good. You notice what too?
Oh, Bruce?
Fox News.
What's
he looked bloated or something?
Chubby in the face.
He did, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
It might have been a bad angle or something.
Yeah, probably.
So
don't get Roland in here on you.
So obviously they had another bad breakup, and now they're trying to make it hurt. So,
yeah.
That guy can't get along with the band. He just can't get along with the band.
Oh, he's an asshole, obviously. But
what a douchebag.
He's a typical old school rock star. But
yeah.
With that said, though, his sound, his voice is STP.
Mm-hmm.
Such a distinct voice.
Yeah. Good luck getting another singer that sounds like that. I mean, they've done pretty well in the past, haven't they?
Who?
Without Scott Weiland?
No.
STP? No.
No.
Like on tour? No, they haven't.
What do you mean?
Haven't they gone out and played
without
some of their
Scott
shit?
Weiland?
Yeah.
No.
No?
They went out with Cab Calloway.
Cab Calloway?
I mean, no, as in they haven't been successful.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
They couldn't wait to get back together with Scott Weiland, and they got back together. They lasted, it seems like, 2+ years where they sort of were getting along and getting it done.
Did they do a new record?
I don't know.
With him, they didn't.
Huh?
They didn't do one with him.
A new record album.
They got a new song with the dude from Linkin Park.
Oh.
I don't know if it's a whole record. I have no idea.
But they didn't do one with Weiland though. They just did old stuff.
Pretty much, yeah. Right? I'm a little behind on my STP knowledge. Yeah, I don't think they came out with new stuff. Maybe a new song, but that was about it.
No one
probably.
wants to hear the new stuff.
No.
We just want to hear the old hits.
And people trying to turn me on to Alice in Chains without Lane Staley. And they're like, no, man, you got to give him a try.
No. How about no?
I loved Lane Staley's voice. Loved it.
And it was all good for the time and everything.
But they're saying this new song is great. This new album they put together is great.
Get into Alice in Chains all over again? Nah.
No.
I'm not going to do it.
There's plenty of old stuff that's still worth playing. That Unplugged is still one of my favorite things to pop on.
Yeah.
Still one of my favorites, but
it's one of the best unplugs.
I think so.
Evers.
So you got the STP suing Scott Weiland for misusing band's name and songs during his solo tour. Oh, God. Can we all just get along?
No. Apparently not.
Remember the hot dog hooker?
Yeah, she was out there on Long Island?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a slob.
She was disgusting.
We know the hot dog trucks on Long Island.
Did we talk to her?
I
thought we did.
We might have. But they set up shop, and then this one lady decided might as well. Some are saying she might have done a couple things in the truck in between serving the hot dogs. Remember her?
Yeah. She was also...
It was last year it all went down.
Oh, was that? And she would give news interviews and just curse through the whole thing.
She was
talk
great.
about her tits and... Yeah, she was great.
She's a great girl.
But she kind of skated and then, went back to serving up the hot dogs, and she's been arrested again for prostitution. Nassau County Police have once again arrested the woman who was convicted last year for offering services as a prostitute from her hot dog vending truck. She's only 47. Katharina Scalia, right, of East Rockaway, drove her vending truck to a hotel in East Garden City on Friday where she offered to engage in a sexual act with an undercover officer.
She is a dummy.
Scalia offered to perform the sexual act for an undetermined amount of money, according to authorities. She was arraigned on Saturday on prostitution charges. So she's in...
Back in the slam.
She's in trouble again.
Yeah, good for her. Boy, that's what Long Island's all about. Hot dog trucks and fucking horrid prostitutes.
Oh, those hot dog trucks. You would get a good, nice little fucking...
Oh, they were great for a
couple
quick
dogs.
lunch. They're on the job, you know.
Soda. The regular Joe.
Regular Joes. A lot of regular Joes.
Regular Joes love them.
Those
I
trucks.
walk over, I get a hot dog and a soda. I don't muck around. I got the old lady at home. You do what you do in the truck. You just give me a couple of dogs. I'm going to go back to work. You don't get paid to flirt around in there. You get paid to work.
I hate the regular Joe. Yeah, those hot dogs are usually fucking pretty goddamn good.
God, I want a hot dog. I'm so hungry.
Yeah.
They just showed a I hate that we don't have the sound on the TVs, but we have to do our show. On CNN,
So the audience hates that too.
They showed a video just now where they're doing surgery on a newborn.
Yeah.
But I think it was still in the mom.
In the womb. Yeah, I read about
Did you
that
see
over
this?
the weekend. Yeah.
Oh, so that's what was going on there?
Yeah, they're doing in utero fucking surgery. Fixing shit up while they're still in there.
Yes. So they cut open the belly. They had all I call it tarps around, so I didn't know where the baby was.
Yeah.
But it looked like, still in the mom's belly, and they were doing what were they working on?
I don't know. It's like laparoscopic, though. They go in, like, with those instruments.
This was wide open.
Oh, she
You
was
saw
laid
the whole
open?
baby.
No way, really?
That's why I don't know if the baby was still in the mom or not. That looked really freaky. It looked like it was, though.
That's fucked up. I didn't see the one where it was laid open.
No, this one was wide open. You could see most of the baby. That's why I'm wondering what that was about. Yeah. But the tarps are around, so I wasn't sure if the baby was still in the mom or it was already born and that's just, had it on the operating table.
I
don't think it was already born because the baby was moving around while they were operating.
Yeah, I don't think they would do that, though. Cut it, the mother open.
They just showed the video on CNN.
Boy.
I need to know what that was.
We need to know what it was then.
If anyone else just saw that, please give us a call.
Yikes.
Thank you.
Creepy. Yeah.
And just a weird fact that hit the news.
Yeah.
There's only one man born in the 1800s that is still alive.
Yeah.
We're down to the last guy.
The last guy.
That was born in the 1800s. Obviously, it would be the late 1800s.
And
but there's one left.
And there's some bitches left.
There's 21 bitches.
21 bitches and one man.
So 22 people that were born in the 1800s still remain.
He's 116. And this is, I read about him yesterday. He worked in the fucking Japanese post office for 45 years and retired at age 65 in 1962.
He's still alive.
Dude, 1962. When the British invasion hit the U.S. around there, that's when he was done with his working life.
And he's been around ever since. God, I wonder what he does. Hopefully he took up golf or something.
He said he spends a lot of time in bed and then small portions of food. A little light Japanese guy. Let me see his picture, Sam.
116.
Oh, yeah, look at him.
But he's the last guy born in the 1800s that still remains.
He lives with his, one of the people he lives with is his son's widow.
Right.
Oh, no. Yeah, the woman who was married to his son who's dead, she's 89. You imagine your 90-year-old ex-daughter-in-law?
Oh, my God.
That's fucking...
Where do you put the blue dot for this guy from that stupid commercial? Was there a place for that? I hate that commercial. What is it for?
I don't even know.
You've seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it's for, though.
Well, we all have to take our blue dots and and put it where the oldest relative.
Yeah.
They think that there's more of them around, but that's the only one who, like, the
documented or whatever.
Yeah, the birth certificate kind of matches up to what they need to say yes. This is
birth
accurate.
records back then were, not
shoddy.
very.
A little shoddy, you think? Well, we got 21 bitches left.
Yeah. Where are many of these
Are any of
people?
them as old as him, though?
No, he's the oldest
He's
person
the oldest
in the
person
world.
alive. There's a 115-year-old woman, I think.
Yeah.
What do they call them? Supergenarians or super centurions?
There's nothing super about it.
Centurion. I think it's, genarian.
It's also known as pants shitter extraordinaire.
Yeah.
I wonder if he can walk or if he can shit by himself.
I
or if he...
doubt.
No, man.
That's really taking the body to the limit right there.
It is, right?
Phew. Those dried up organs.
But you wait, it won't. That fucking by the time we're dying, this generation, there'll be a whole bunch of them living to be 115, 120.
Oh, they say that, yeah. They say most kids born today are going to make it to 100.
Yeah, I'm going to make 100. If I don't kill myself before I'm 50, I'll live to be 100.
Oh, look at him. Jeez.
Is that the same guy? He looks like Uncle Junior a little bit.
He doesn't look that bad for 116.
That's a recent picture? Fuck. Wow. What the fuck?
Yeah, any older pictures that you could tell he's younger in would be like with fucking horse-drawn carriages.
Yeah, exactly. He's high-fiving Hitler. Fucking.
But he's got one of those big things on the side of his head that old people get.
Where? A goiter?
I don't know.
Fist mark.
Just a big thing. A big
it's a
bruisey
big
thing.
dark fucking
Bruisey
spot on the
thing.
side of his head.
He was 48 when the Japanese surrendered in World War II. Fucking 48 years old. Yeah. And like since that time, like he's lived. Man. It's fucking mind-boggling how old this dude is.
116. Wow.
He's probably had it.
You wonder if you get scared to death at that age. When you've lived 116 years, is there anything that or are you just completely ready to go?
I would assume you're ready to go.
Yeah, you have to be, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you think that's what fucking resurrection is? When we can kind of come back and get people who died? Maybe that's what resurrection is.
Resurrection?
When science figures out what DNA really is, and like every thought and every feeling you've ever had is trapped in any piece of your DNA. Oh. So all we have to do is get a little bit of your DNA and we can resurrect you. So maybe that's what the Bible's talking about.
Or alien resurrection. That's pretty much what that was.
What's that?
Well, they got a little Ripley DNA, right? And then they clone her. And they kind of got, because she had that alien in her at that point, and they cloned her after she killed herself. But now they got a DNA of Ripley and the alien.
Wow.
So they cloned it, and she was mostly Ripley, but she had some alien shit going on in her. But then she had these, like, kind of memories and shit and thoughts from the old her
cool.
and stuff. I like that one.
Imagine you're dead for a long, long time, and then out of nowhere you're awake again because of science.
I bet it would just seem like 2 seconds, though. It's like any other sleep. You just wake up and you're like, oh, hey,
you'd be
what's
so
up?
confused. Like, what
happening?
the fuck? I got to go through this shit again.
People that wake up from comas are like,
20 years later.
Yeah, those stories are always creepy.
But that's Judgment Day, maybe. That's why
Judgment Day.
like Hitler they won't bring back. Mussolini they won't bring back.
Come on.
A lot of people they won't bring back.
Killjoys.
Yeah. So maybe that's what Judgment Day is. That's my theory.
Oh,
I like it. I like your new theory.
Judgment
Is that
Day
your
is not-
religion?
Huh?
Is that your religion, Jimmy?
Yeah. Yeah.
The guy has the answer to the CNN video. Jeff.
Yeah. The baby was flushed down the toilet.
Oh, is that the toilet baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in China. And it wasn't flushed down the toilet. It was in East China, some squat toilet with a pipe that just goes down a shit.
Oh, they were breaking open the pipe?
Yeah, and they cut the pipe,
okay,
and brought the pipe to the hospital and got the kid out at the hospital.
Oh, the kid fell in by mistake?
Or it might have been thrown in by his mom.
Yeah,
Look
they're
at
saying they're looking for the parents.
Huh?
Look at that
They're looking for the
toilet.
parents.
It's somewhere in the Changfang
Is the
province
baby
of-
alive?
Holy fuck, are you serious? That's what we just saw?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, baby's fine.
I heard that story.
Wait, so the baby,
Baby's
what?
in that pipe.
Who would do that?
It's a tiny pipe.
It's China, and it's a girl, so,
Was it a girl?
You got to kill him.
A lovely culture.
Fucking China.
Oh, okay, yeah. So they're opening up the pipe at the hospital.
We began removing the pipe piece by piece.
Oh, la 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 la, yeah.
An hour later,
wow.
success.
You can
A
see where
newborn
that
baby
looks like it might have been in the mom's
afterbirth still
belly.
attached.
That is a brand new baby.
Chinese
Maybe she
media
gave
said
birth
he's a
in the
baby
toilet.
boy, now in stable
Oh, it's a boy.
condition.
Well, then what the
Police
hell?
say they're looking for the parents. They say
It's
no
in a
one
shit
has
pipe.
yet come forward to claim the child.
Holy
Upside down like that in a pipe.
CNN.
But they saved it.
Kid leaves one stink hole to fall right into another.
That's pretty fucked up. That's a
Yeah.
fucked up story. As they're opening up the pipe, there's the baby moving its head back and forth.
Upside down in a pipe.
And they're able to survive that. I guess it wasn't in the pipe too long. They,
About an hour, I guess, right?
They knew right away, I guess, that that went down, huh?
That fucking China. Yeah, they're a superpower and all, and they got some great shit, and they got fucking a bustling economy and everything. But man, so many of their people. When you still have the old squatting shit tub like that, yeah, it's some fucking faraway East China place.
Right. Well, good for them.
How did they fucking know the baby was in there?
I don't know.
Someone went to take a shit and was like, wah.
Yeah, do we know more about this?
Wah.
No? How do you discover there's a baby in a pipe?
I don't know.
Because obviously the people that put the baby in the pipe aren't sticking around.
That thing barely fit in there.
No, man.
It's a small pipe.
Really bizarre.
I guess bigger than a vagina, though. Chinese vagina, too.
Some of those vaginas are big out there.
Yeah, they're sideways. That old gag. Sideways vagina.
Well, let's talk to Canada for a second. Toronto has a mayor. Some say the video shows him smoking crack. And he finally spoke out about it.
Did he?
Oh, yeah, he did. You think he's smoking crack?
I don't know.
I say he's smoking crack.
Smoking the crack? What kind of evidence is there against him?
There's a video that looks like it's him.
Yeah? All right, so it's
But
a
people are
Mariah
kinda
Carey kind of a thing.
People are kind of scared to post it. Wasn't Gawker working on a deal or something?
Yeah, they're not. They got to buy it. There's a place that has this video of the mayor smoking crack, and Gawker says they saw it, and it's him. But they're charging, I think, $200,000.
$200,000
for the video.
Right.
It's like it's the mayor of Toronto. It's not Bloomberg.
Right. Yeah.
So they have to drop their price a little bit.
Yeah.
Or I think Gawker is trying to raise $200,000 for it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
But Gawker just pays it. They have the money.
I think they have 200,000, don't they?
I don't know.
Sure they do.
Maybe they're not liquid.
True.
What's that mean?
Yeah, cash.
You got the cash on hand.
Cash.
Yep.
I do not use crack cocaine, nor am
You never want to have to say that as a politician.
These fucking politicians are the best, aren't they?
I never use crack
I never
cocaine.
used. It sounds like John Candy.
Yeah, look. Oh, he did sound like
A little
John
bit,
Candy. I never used crack cocaine.
I do not use crack cocaine, nor am I an addict of crack cocaine. As for a video, I cannot comment on a video that I have never seen or does not exist.
What?
It is most unfortunate.
Fast forward a month from now.
I want to apologize to my constituency and my wife and
my kids.
You lying sack of shit.
He sounds like Dan Aykroyd. I mean, he sounds exactly like Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, a little
Yes.
Aykroyd in there?
Yeah.
Aykroyd.
Yeah. Fast forward, this guy is going to be guilty, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It is most unfortunate, very unfortunate, that my colleagues and the great people of this city have been exposed to the fact that I have been judged by the media without any evidence. This past week has not been an easy one. It has taken a great toll on my family and my friends
Well, you'll be apologizing
and the
too.
great people
No time.
of Toronto.
Toronto.
For the past week, on the advice of my solicitor, I was advised not to say a word.
Why?
I
Come
want
on.
to thank the people of this great city for their outpouring of support.
Story gets more interesting according to Andrew in New Jersey. Andrew,
Hey, what's going on? I was reading a few stories this morning that the original owner of that video was found dead in March, I believe. I read a few stories this morning, and the person who was trying to sell the video recently has disappeared. Gawker hasn't been able to contact him in about, I think, a couple of weeks now.
Yeah, Gawker raised the money,
right?
And now they can't.
They can't find the guy.
Oh boy!
Holy fuck! And now the mayor comes out knowing he might be in the clear.
Now, where is this that he's hanging out with the homie?
That's from the video.
Oh boy, he's
and
so
that's
smoked.
the mayor.
I'm going to say he smoked the crack.
Wow! But now they can't find the guy that's selling the video. Oh boy, that's a black ops shit.
Oh man,
going down.
The power fucking that this Toronto mayor has.
That sounds
wielding some power.
Seems a little scary.
Yeah.
What mayor shuts up while being accused of smoking crack? Here's what you say: I didn't do it. That ain't me.
Right. I've been advised. Why would you be advised if you know damn well it's not true?
Yeah, scummy lawyer, fucking solicitor. Unless they did it, and then the lawyer's going, "Shut your fucking mouth, idiot."
Right.
Yeah.
I had great people at Toronto. Who are those people he's hugging in that picture?
Those are the people that might have given him the crack.
Yeah, they don't look like they're on the up and up.
There's one brother, he's like flipping the bird, and then there's two pixelated people.
Why would he pose for that photo? He's the mayor of Toronto.
Exactly.
You don't pose for a photo like that.
He's got like a bottle in his hand. And
maybe he didn't know the guy was going to put his finger up. But you're the mayor.
No. Why is he even there? What is that place?
I don't know. Could just be going through a store. Two young gentlemen.
Never take that.
Buying college supplies.
Sure.
We got Ben in Toronto. Ben, what do you got on this story?
Hey, I live just north of Toronto there, and there's no way that Rob Ford smokes crack, man. Look at him. He's like 600 pounds. All crackheads are 8 pounds soaking wet.
Good point. Good point.
Too fat for crack?
You do raise a good point.
That's a very good
Too fat
point.
to be doing it long term.
You raise a good point.
But maybe he was supposed to be 800 pounds.
Ah.
And he lost to 200 because he's on the crack.
Point counterpoint.
All right.
Point counterpoint.
Thanks, Ben in Toronto. Hey, Ben, you eat beaver?
No.
Okay.
Well, it depends on what kind of beaver. If it's shaved, yeah, we're okay.
That's nice dirty talk, Ben.
According to Anthony Bourdain, you Canadians like eating the beaver every once in a while in a nice brown sauce.
Put some maple syrup on there with some back bacon, you're all right.
Yeah.
Bacon and maple syrup. It's like a whole nother country up there.
It really is.
Right.
All right, later. And then we have another guy from Canada, or where are you calling from, Dave, actually?
I'm from Halifax, but I'm actually in Newfoundland right now.
These guys all sound like John Candy / Dan Aykroyd.
Canadians are coming to
Park
to
is
the table.
closed. The moose out front should have told you.
That's what he sounded like.
Moose is delicious in Newfoundland. Newfoundland moose, Jimmy. You got to try it sometime.
I've had it.
Listen, all of the mayor's aides have all resigned.
Oh, that's sad.
And what he's doing now, he's bringing in all these football buddies to be his aides. He coaches some kind of like amateur football team. They fired him, let him go, and now he's bringing in all these football buddies to help him out.
Just can't get past it. Fucking the
hilarious.
accent.
I know.
Hey, do you mind being called a newfie?
Yeah, I don't mind it at all, Anthony.
All right.
I met you. I met you once. I was in the studio back on West 57th here a few years ago.
Oh yeah.
It was the day that Michael Kenneth Williams was there from The Wire.
Oh, nice.
You were sick, Opie. You weren't there. You had that bad eyes or something that day.
This guy's remembering it like fucking...
Bad eyes? What the hell was wrong with my eyes?
Exactly.
I don't know. You didn't show up at the XM studios. You did the other gig first, but...
This guy knows everything.
Kind of allergies in your eyes or something that day.
Remember, you had the blue shoes on,
Right.
the blue sneakers.
Yeah.
All
and
right. I remember you, Dave.
You weren't there.
Anthony, you did the walkover and you took exactly 2,000 steps.
Right. I counted everyone.
Jeez.
Anthony, me and you were hanging out by the elevators with your friend from Canada there.
No, Ant was by the elevator. You were lurking.
Oh, Raylan?
Yeah, the girl from Halifax.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Were you two able to talk about Canadian things?
Yeah, we talked about where she's from exactly and how it's a little darker part of Halifax. You know what I mean?
Oh, a little darker part of Halifax. There must be one black guy.
Listen, the other thing you got to check out.
Oh my God, he's still talking. What?
This Kawasaki baseball player from the Blue Jays against Travis's shitty Orioles on Sunday, the end of the game, what this kid did. It's pretty hilarious there, his post-game interview on the field there.
All right, we'll check that out. I'm sure it'll be terrific for the show today. Thanks, Dave.
We love you guys here in the Maritimes. Jimmy, come to Halifax. We'd love to see you.
Thank you.
Come to Halifax, Jimmy.
You should do that.
Yeah, on my way.
You're not going to take suggestions from the listeners of places you should be?
No.
I went up to Halifax once, and it was fucking pretty different up there.
Was it cool, though?
It was very nautical. Very nautical place, and I went into a bar up there, and there were people dressed in like Gortons of Gloucester fisherman hats, singing in this bar, doing like a fucking big beer sing along.
Sounds
thing.
cool. No,
yeah, it kind of was, you know. But when you just walk in on it, you're like, what the fuck is going on?
What about the area itself? What does it look like?
It's very, like I said, very nautical. If you feel like you're on the set of Jaws.
A lot of places to get fish and chips.
Yeah, things like that. A lot of wooden structures with the docks and the
a lot of
wooden
life preservers.
stairs and a lot of rope and bumpers and things.
An anchor or two.
Anchors
outside the restaurant.
Yes, the big fucking flagpoles with the 3 flags on them and yeah.
Did you drive?
Huh?
Did you just say the same thing?
No, I was just saying, did you stay in a nice hotel, or was there nothing there?
Yeah, I stayed in a nice hotel. Yeah.
Did you drive up there?
No, I flew. I flew up there.
How long's the flight from New York?
Just a couple hours.
Yeah.
That was another good one. God, I forgot to even. How did I forget these stories? Well, see, I went up there, and I probably should have been going up there because I might have been in some type of relationship with Melissa Stetton, supermodel Melissa Stetton at the time. Yeah.
Oh, no.
So she was going to be in L.A.
Right.
And I'm like, great, I could fucking snake right up there to Halifax and go see the inimitable closet girl.
You weren't going to behave in an inappropriate manner towards your relationship, I hope.
No, never, Jim.
Good.
Of course not. So I go up there, right? And I fucking come back hunky-dory, fucking scot-free. And then, the middle of the summer, we're going on a cruise. Me and Melissa Stetton at some point. And she grabs my passport. How the fuck? I didn't even think about it. She's like, oh, where have you been? You know? Oh, so she's thumbing through and sees the date, the Halifax stamp, everything. I'm like, oh, man.
Right before the cruise?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Not very good at those moments. I just kind of clam up. I'm like, oh, yeah, I went there, but it was just fucking, I was... And then I just didn't care.
And what'd she say?
I think I was a lying crock of shit or something.
And what'd she throw at you that day?
Well, the passport got thrown back at me.
Sure.
So I never had passport on the list.
Right.
Just threw a passport at
we
me.
didn't add we have to add passport to the list, Sam.
Yeah. Yeah, Stetton PI, you're right. Holy shit, she could find anything.
But didn't that make for an awkward cruise, or did you guys get past that?
Nah, we got past it. I don't think she or me really gave a shit after a while. It was just kind of like, whatever.
Are you guys still friends?
We kind of tweet.
Yeah, but I never know if it's in fun or if you guys are like...
Nah, it's in fun. We goof. We bash the shit out of each other on Twitter and stuff, and it's all in good fun.
Right, cool.
Now it is. I don't have any more problems with her. Initially, when you get that initial breakup, there's animosity.
Yeah.
But then, just fucking get over it. What do you want from me?
All right.
One's looking this way, one's holding the passport.
Oh, and I didn't want to. She's like, let me see where you're from. And I was like, oh, let me have my passport back. Well, let me see where you fucking been. Oh, here. Oh, yeah, the Bahamas.
I've been there. Okay, I've been there. Yeah,
Stuff.
that's nice.
Oh, that's nice. That's pretty. oh, what is that one? Halifax. And she knew who was from Halifax.
She should have said they stamped it wrong.
Yeah.
They make those mistakes. They're bad at that. The year is different up there.
Yeah.
It was actually our 2011.
Yeah.
They're already in 2012 up there. It's just weird how that works out.
Can't believe that bit me in the
Well,
ass
you should have
so
said
much
she was
later.
suicidal. Look, she was going through a depression. She was really suicidal.
Is that what you would have used?
I went up and saw. Yeah, I mean, she was. Look, what was I going to do? I mean, I don't have any physical attraction for her anymore.
Well, then why didn't I tell her? Why didn't I say, hey, I'm going up to Halifax?
Because I figured that
Turn it around on her and go, I would have told you, but you're so fucking crazy. And then it would have been, turn it around and put it right
I
back
just
on
didn't
her.
want to start a fight about it. It was like I didn't know what to do. It was like I didn't want to go up there, but it's like all of a sudden something terrible happens. I'm like, why didn't I go up there?
That's a big lie.
Yes, it certainly is. Well, it's a big situation.
That's a big fat lie.
Well, so was going there.
You're not into the big fat lies.
I don't like getting into the big fat lies.
Yeah.
No, they really bring things to a whole new level.
They certainly will snowball on you.
Yeah.
Well, if you're lucky. You're snowballing.
The Toronto mayor has also been arrested for DUIs over the years. I'm
yeah?
hearing. And I'm also hearing there's a video of him falling into the camera.
Really?
All our Toronto friends are checking it. And then we got this guy in Paul saying the media is out to get him. Why is the media out to get the mayor of Toronto?
Really?
They have a very different media than we have here in the States. I don't believe that, sir.
Well, I'll tell you, they're a very liberal media in Toronto.
Oh, much different.
He's a very conservative mayor, and honestly, everything that he said he was going to do when he campaigned, he did. Removing taxes from automobiles, bag taxes from grocery stores, things like that, and they are just out to screw him because he stands up to them. He doesn't take their crap, and they just can't handle it. So the thing I don't understand is where's the video? They keep saying they want 6 figures or 200,000. Why can't the Toronto Star pony up a couple $100,000 to get an actual video of the mayor smoking crack?
Well, supposedly Gawker paid the money, but now they can't find the guy that has the video.
See, exactly. So it's the Toronto Star they want this guy out. And if it wasn't this, there was the scandal of using City Hall letterhead when he was coaching this little football team. So he was using his clout as mayor to get donations, not taking anything out of the city, and they went after him for that. And it was like $1,500 worth of letterhead from the city of Toronto. They're just basically out to get the guy as far as I'm concerned. I'm not saying he's an angel. He's definitely got some past, but
You had to say oot to get him.
Oot.
Where does
All
that
right.
come from?
All right, Paul. You're the only one
guys.
calling in to support him, by the way. Everyone else was killing him. We just couldn't
Somebody
get to all the
said
phone calls, huh?
Thanks, guys.
All right, buddy. Paul in Toronto. Okay, then.
Be good, Paul.
But it's all a boot.
Yep. Let's talk about selling cars, Paul.
I sell. Bring in a tank, I'll sell the fucking thing. Hey, a guy didn't want to buy, I took his head, I fucking bash it into the hood. So you can buy this car and break your fucking head.
We're going to take a break. Let's not forget to tell the people our second podcast is available, right, Sam Roberts?
Second podcast is available. Third podcast is up tomorrow. You got to subscribe now. Download the second one because otherwise you'll be behind.
You will be behind. The third one goes up tomorrow morning.
Just search Opie and Anthony on iTunes, or if you have an Android device, go to Opie. Go to SiriusXM.com/Opie and Anthony, and you get the RSS feed, and then you put it into whatever app you have.
And people are loving the second podcast. Some Tippy Tom
Love it.
doing Sophie's Choice. You got Roland trying to say Danny Bonaducci with Mousetraps.
Yep.
And then you have the Trace Atkins interview, right?
Right.
With the George Brett, Opie and Anthony nugget. The George Brett shit story.
The nugget.
Do we have a nugget for this week yet?
I mean, we don't have a finalized one. We can talk about it.
Ooh, what do you want as the Opie and Anthony
We're
nugget?
going to talk about a nugget?
We can talk about the nugget.
Ooh.
What do you want as the Opie and Anthony nugget this week? Anything come to mind?
I hate that word.
That's why we're using it.
I know.
We're not using it because it's cool.
Oh, believe me, I know.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just every time I hear it, I'm like, ugh.
The nugget thing reminds me, you might want to tease it for next break. Have you heard Sean F's new song.
I saw that he tweeted me. I was off Twitter for 3 or 4 days. It was kind of refreshing.
Yeah.
Got some nice fresh air the last 3 or 4 days. And then I go back to Twitter and there's a guy fucking saying we suck and Howard's great. I'm like, what?
Oh, I saw that one too.
What year is this?
He's probably getting abused because I retweeted it with just a emoji of a happy, sad face and then water flying out like I'm crying.
Howard was great. He's just okay now. Everyone knows that. He barely does radio shows. What are you talking about?
Yeah, right.
He's just okay. You know, if you're a fan, I'm sure you're still enjoying it, but he's not great anymore. That's for sure. Sean F. after the break.
Whatever you want.
Sean F. after the break.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, I checked out last time.
Where's Roland? The summer movie season has begun.
That's for sure.
And Roland saw Hangover 3. Oh, wait, Kenny's coming in. Club Soda Kenny.
Speaking of movies, the show got off on a bad start.
Why?
You're not talking about the Liberace movie.
Oh, well, I did see that.
So did I.
That's all you should be talking about.
We all got screeners. I did not see the movie.
I watched it.
Our pal Tom Papa's in the movie.
He's very good.
He's very good.
He didn't get fucked in the ass.
Whoa.
Well, talk about the movie, Kenny. What do you like about the movie?
Yeah, tell us a little about it.
All the ass fucking.
There's a lot of ass fucking?
There was some ass fucking going on. There was some cock sucking.
There was fucking pounding. All hot and sweaty and glistening. They're using poppers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tom?
No.
They were using poppers. I saw that. Yeah. A lot of kissing going on.
Oh, yeah. Deep tongue kissing, open mouth.
And then the first night Matt Damon stayed over, he didn't want to do anything because he wanted to give it like one night.
Yeah, he was a little apprehensive. That didn't last too long.
No. Because when he woke up, he saw Michael Douglas just smiling at him.
Oh, he was hovering over him.
Yeah, creepy smile. And then Michael Douglas sees like Matt Damon's tent and he goes, "Ooh, look who's awake. Let me suck it to sleep."
That's not what he said.
And he sucked his dick with morning breath.
Yeah.
That's all I could think of is he's sucking his dick with morning breath.
With Liberace morning breath.
Lee,
yes.
Yeah.
Lee.
How cute was Lee without his toupee?
That was fucking funny, man.
At the end, he looked like E.T. laying in the fucking bathroom. All gray.
That was a toupee, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Liberace had the big toupee.
Oh, you're seeing me without my hair.
He has to win something for that, Michael Douglas. He was fucking amazing.
He was great.
Yeah.
He was great.
He won fucking anal warts.
Rob Lowe was fucking great.
Oh, that was Rob
Lowe. It was so
Lowe.
funny.
Oh.
There's the face he's making.
Oh, my God.
I didn't recognize him.
He plays the plastic surgery guy?
The plastic surgeon.
It was great watching him drink.
Yeah.
He couldn't open his mouth.
He couldn't really open his mouth or his eyes. He's just like...
Oh, I didn't get that. You're right.
And he kept just turning his head, but he was fucking great.
Is that what that was?
Hilarious.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that.
And then
he's all fucked
Liberace,
up.
he couldn't shut his eyes after the facelift.
Yeah.
And Matt Damon was just watching him sleep with his eyes open.
Sweetie, you're snoring. Sweetie. He's calling him Sweetie.
Sweetie.
Hot tub together.
Oh, a lot of hot tubbing.
And Matt Damon, who plays Scott Thorson, he fucked him in the ass, but he didn't like getting fucked in the ass. And Liberace was annoyed at that.
Yes.
But turns out that's probably what saved this guy's life. Because Liberace was taking dick.
Well, right now, Scott is a victim of anal cancer.
Yeah, he has
Advanced
cancer, yeah.
anal cancer.
Oh, God.
He's not in good shape. He's in jail, I think, right?
Is he?
Well, yeah.
How old is he?
He's got to be 50-something now. Maybe. He was born in, he was 17. He was born in 1960.
I think it's 57 or something like that, right? Maybe? No?
No, I'm going to guess 63.
Oh, no,
He's
not that old.
54.
Oh, 50.
Oh.
54.
Oh. He was just a young nubile.
A young Adonis.
But more importantly, I think Kenny really enjoyed the movie.
You liked it, huh?
How can't you?
Well,
Holy mackerel.
a lot of sex scenes
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There was one where Lee was just being pounded in the ass.
Yeah.
And then he goes to grab a popper, and he's just banging against the headboard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they
He's
didn't
telling Matt Damon, here, take some, and he won't take any, so he
Yeah.
just keeps fucking his ass.
Yeah. He gave it to him like he did.
And then he asked Lee, he's like, how do you stay hard so long and so many times? He's like, well, I had some implants to put in.
Did he really, though?
Yeah, that's what he says.
I had a procedure.
Oh, my God. Was all this is all real shit, according to this guy?
Yeah, I guess so. No.
I had a procedure.
Yeah. He was so creepy.
Yeah.
Talking with the young boys in the fucking dressing rooms and shit. Yeah. And then Matt Damon would get all jealous.
And he had Matt Damon surgery to make him look like a young Lee.
Oh, yeah.
He had Scott get operated on to look like him.
And it's so great when Scott first gets brought on the scene and his former protege is just walking around the house looking around like, oh, fuck this guy. Yeah. Oh, you're the new guy? Wait till you see what happens.
Yeah, Matt Damon got rid of the houseboy.
Yes.
Well, the houseboy wasn't nice to him, in fact.
No, he wasn't.
Who was great, and that was Dan Aykroyd as the attorney.
Oh, yeah.
He was fucking great.
Don't fuck with my shit. What do you say? Don't fuck with my...
Don't fuck with my shit. Now put Lee back on.
Put Lee back on.
Why didn't Aykroyd talk about this movie when he was in here?
Hey, he was selling his Vacker.
Hey, you got to have the crystal head.
Hey, he's selling his Vacker.
Aykroyd borrowed Dice's glasses for the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big glasses.
Is it a good movie?
It's great.
Yeah, it was really good.
It really is a good movie.
Michael Douglas has to win a Golden Globe for this. He was fucking amazing as Liberace. And Matt Damon was great, too. The acting was tremendous.
Yeah, Matt Damon was great. It was well acted. I think if this was a theatrical release or something, that Michael Douglas might be up for something
Oscar,
right there. Yeah,
but he can't win an Oscar for this, can he? Because it wasn't theatrical.
No, it wasn't.
Wait, where are
theatrical.
they showing this movie?
HBO.
Oh, it's an HBO movie.
Erock, comment?
They were saying they were trying to shop it to all the movie studios, but they wouldn't touch it because it was too gay. They didn't know how to sell it. So HBO was the only one who put the money up to.
Wait,
to
did
shoot
someone
the movie.
actually say this movie's too
the
gay?
guy who directed it.
That's funny.
Soderbergh said it's too gay?
No, he didn't say it. He said they were
Yeah.
shopping it. All the studios passed on it. They're saying, we don't know how to sell this. This is too gay.
And they had Michael Douglas and Matt Dillon?
Yeah.
What dummies.
Matt Dillon?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Matt Damon.
Matt
yeah.
Damon.
Yeah.
And I tell you, that's where Tom Papa met Matt Damon. And when I'm doing a live Come to Papa tonight down at the Village Underground. And when I did one a few times ago, I told you this handsome guy was up there. I'm like, who is that handsome fucker? It turned out it was Matt Damon. He came to the show.
You didn't recognize him?
No, because he was up there and the girls were looking at him like he was sitting where we sit, but he was like, 5 seats away. And I just looked like he had a hat on. I'm like, that's a handsome fuck. It kind of annoyed me. No, I didn't have a heart on.
Oh.
Did he do Tom Papa's show, or is he was just checking it out?
He was watching it.
He was watching
I'm glad
it.
I didn't know it was him, though, because I gave him a great performance, and I would have sucked if I knew it was him.
Papa has A-listers as
It makes
friends.
me sick, dude. It makes me nauseous.
Oh, that was Scott Bakula in there.
And he brought fucking him over to the cellar and hung out with everybody. I wasn't there, of course. I'm home.
Papa knows how to fucking wheel and deal, man.
Bisexual.
Yeah, I think they sensed that Tom might like a little bit of fucking something in his mouth.
Mama and Papa.
Oh, boy.
They only needed $5 million to make the movie, and no studio would give it to him.
But, I mean, how much did Michael Douglas make? He doesn't make more than $5
He
million.
got back end. Get it?
Get it?
That son of a bitch was great as I never saw him playing Liberace. I was like, there's no way he's going to pull this off.
You got to see the movie now.
And he totally pulled it off, yeah.
Yeah, you forget that it's him. Yeah, he's had that and Matt Damon didn't even play that gay. Like, he just played the guy.
Yeah.
And Liberace, you felt like, all right, he's gay, but he was still playing a real dude. It was really fucking good.
All the rings they were wearing to fist each other.
I don't know if they were fisting each other.
Yeah,
they
with
just
the
had
rings
rings.
on.
That got edited for time.
Oh, I see.
And Matt Damon's character just kept pawning off his rings on the drug dealers and shit. Just gave away everything.
Yeah, it didn't end well. Didn't end well. No. But, it's like Lee did what you should do if you're that guy. You fuck him young for a while, give him some jewels, and then boot him. What's he supposed to do? Marry someone? He's Liberace.
He's Lee.
What was Liberace's life like at the end there? Was it shitty, or did he go out on, top? Career-wise?
I think he was very comfortable.
Yeah.
At that
How old
point.
was he?
$115 million, I think he was worth. He was, I don't know how old he was. He might close to 65. I think he was 65.
What did he die of?
AIDS.
It was AIDS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except just people tried to lie about it.
Right.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember there was like
They tried saying it was heart failure and stuff, and then they went, no, we're going to do an autopsy. And then they're like, well, we already embalmed him. And they're like, well, we got some tissue samples. So, oh, yeah, it's complication from AIDS.
Wow.
I don't have HIV. I'm positive.
Easy one.
Oh, boy. I do keep forgetting about that button.
It's a wonderful button.
It's a wonderful button.
Yeah, no, they showed him with. They said he did like fucking. He did the Oscars, which was a goal of his and a dream, and he performed how many sold out shows at Radio City before he died? Like 30 or 50?
I think it was 50 something.
50 something consecutive sold out shows at radio. He just did a fucking run, and I'm telling you, when they show him with fucking AIDS.
Oh yeah, they really did a
and
good
he
job.
calls this. I mean, I don't want to blow the movie, but it doesn't matter. It's fucking true. It happened.
Yeah.
And he's like, Scott. He's just, and you look at him. He looks so fucked up.
Yeah.
It's all just makeup. But
Yeah, without the wig. And
Wow.
They put that real gaunt makeup on him.
Did I make you happy?
Oh, this was his big entrance. No, dude. This is the entrance video from his show in '81. Look at
Make this bigger,
and this is
Sam.
real.
This is the real Erock.
Yeah. This is how his show would start.
It's his gates opening at his house.
And he's showing the painted ceiling, very Roman. Look, he's in bed, getting
Yawning,
up.
that's funny. That's funny. A bowling ball falls out of his asshole.
It's one of his valets.
He yawns.
putting
The
his
valet puts a fur on him. Oh no,
robe
whatever,
on.
a robe.
Yeah, his robe. Oh boy, get used to wearing that.
Yeah, sits at the piano with rings.
And he just does that to all the pianos in his house. He just does that dun, 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 as he walks past.
And he walks out. He's outside now in a robe.
Oh, he's in the pool.
Oh, wow. Taking a dip.
How gay is he?
Sitting there, and there's a woman delivering something which never would happen.
Wow.
Is that his house? Or is that a store? That's his house.
His house.
It's all candelabras and mirrors and
Chandeliers.
diamonds. Yeah, I'm
Now
sorry.
he's taking a bubble bath. There's all bubbles in the air. Whoever didn't know he was gay? Look at
Playing
him.
a piano.
He's so gay. Oh my God. In his giant closet now.
Who didn't know that was a wig?
Stay in there.
I'll tell you, he wasn't.
All the costumes.
What a glitzy guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's stepping on a piano rug.
Oh, yeah. That's his hair.
He's walking through this fucking white marble hallway in his house.
More pianos.
Another
He's got
piano.
Pianos in every room. Oh, here come his dogs.
Petting his little dogs.
People saw this.
Yeah.
And went, oh, when's Lee going to find a nice girl and settle down?
And well, they have a guy and a girl living there, and the guy is a regular guy, and Lieb has his fur coat on.
Oh, there he goes. He's tickling the old ivory.
And a female assistant
Yes.
who just didn't exist.
No, didn't even look at her.
No, not at all.
Out to his...
She's following him with a candelabra out to his fucking Rolls Royce limo.
Jesus.
Being driven.
Yeah, to the Hilton.
Oh, that's where he worked, the Hilton?
He worked at the Hilton in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada.
And he just drove onto the stage in his Rolls.
Yeah. So the people watch that presentation, and then he pulls out on Rolls.
That's amazing.
And here's Scott.
Oh, is that the real Scott?
That's the real Scott.
The real Scott Thorson? Wow.
As the chauffeur opening the door.
And holding his 20-foot coat.
His train. And,
he's wearing a long white fur coat.
And people...
Well, look me over. I didn't get dressed like this to go unnoticed. It's wonderful to see all of you, and thank you for that lovely welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Before I go any further, I have to find out, how did you like the entrance? Was that okay? Did you like that?
Oh, my God.
I love him.
Dude, right?
Oh, my God.
He's so gay.
Who didn't know?
I have to tell you how I got the idea. I had the wonderful honor just recently of being invited over to London to give a Royal Command performance for the royal family.
Oh.
So, I figured such an important occasion, I better give them the works. And then
I sat on the
afterwards, all over,
Buckingham
I thought
Palace
it'd be
guard's
nice
hat.
to have a lasting
Why is his
remembrance
nose
of
so
that
stuffy?
beautiful occasion
come.
to bring back to Las
Poppers.
Vegas to share with all of you. So I brought back a souvenir, the Rolls Royce. What do you think? Do you like it, huh?
He's always like, good, do you think? You like it?
Oh, great.
Like just begging for applause.
Well, let me tell you,
It's terrible.
I'm kind of proud of it myself. You know, most people know I collect pianos and that sort of thing. But lately I've gone into collecting unusual automobiles. And they tell me this is the only Phantom 5 Rolls-Royce limousine in the world with a left-hand drive. So after I got it over here, I had to find me a left-handed chauffeur, right? I want you to meet my friend over there. That's Scott Thorson.
Oh, boy. He's the one who's going to out me and tell my life story when I'm dying like E.T.
Well, I'm glad you like the car. Boy, it really stops traffic when I shop at Safeways.
Oh, boy.
Especially in this coat. I'm kidding about that. Let's say goodbye to Scott, okay?
watched this?
We'll see you later, Scott. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Yeah. You ought to see me when I walk into a peep show in this jacket and Scott vomits on the floor.
That
was a great scene.
Yes. Performance, and you want to know something? I was the only one there with one like it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I got to tell you, Her Majesty, you know, Queen Elizabeth, she loved it. I was so flattered that she noticed it. Yeah. She even felt the material. Would you believe it? Yes, sure. Have a feel, hon. Go ahead. Just have it.
What is he doing?
Like
What
it?
is this?
Yes, sure. There's enough there for all of you. Help
Vegas
This is
guy.
old school Vegas right here.
Oh, sure. You want to know what it's made out of?
Stage, right?
Virgin Fox.
Performed on that stage.
Yeah. Did you recognize it? Oh, well, good. Takes one to know one. Well, let me tell you, it took forever to get the pelts. Think about it.
Poor animals.
Really?
Well,
Back
listen,
then it was
I'm
like,
glad
yeah, you didn't
like it,
care
but
about that.
do
You're
me
like,
a
yeah, I'm
favor.
wearing furs.
Take a fast look at it because I'm taking it off. It's hotter than hell. Okay?
And then he just prances.
It's a 20-foot fucking or 15-foot, like, the train is the back of the boat.
He prances around the stage.
Now, he was a great piano player, right? Like, he was legitimately a good musician.
Very, very good. Amazing.
What was he known
better
for?
on the organ.
What song was he known for? Anything in particular?
No.
As Valby would say, I'll be bones by Christmas. That was a John Valby joke. Yeah, I don't know, but he wasn't like he wasn't just for show. Like he could really play.
Yeah, he really. There's some videos of him playing like a few songs.
I saw some. I was watching him.
Amazingly fast and
Put on a little Liberace, Sam, like you don't have this.
That every generation has had a particular kind of music.
Oh, this is when he boogie or.
You know, like now it's rock and roll.
it's rock and roll.
When I was a teenager, we had a kind of a crazy thing going for us, too.
Yeah, sucking
I wonder
dick.
How many of you remember the boogie woogie craze?
That's just Lefty.
Yeah,
How good he could jerk you off with those.
Kenny, he can jerk you off. And he can work both hands, too, right?
That's Lefty.
Jesus. Fucking... The low notes are around your ball bag.
How do piano players fucking do that?
I don't know.
Amazing. He really was.
And you gotta work the feet, too.
Dude.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Like they're amazing.
Play that part again, so you can all shout "Hey!" Okay?
Ooh, gay?
Yeah.
Gay!
Do you have to hit the exact keys, or do you just get close to the kind
You
of?
gotta hit the exact keys.
You can't fuck up.
Just get close.
No.
Yeah, everyone has a different sound.
Look at that wig. Essex.
No, I bet if you just get close, they're okay.
Just close.
No. What are the black ones? They don't mean anything, do they?
No.
Jesus.
How about the ladies doing it all by themselves?
Oh,
okay?
yeah. Out in the parking lot. Could you just leave?
People would go and pay to see this?
So this is where Fez got it.
Hey!
Okay, fellas.
Uh-oh.
Now it's your turn.
Uh-oh.
Yell like I'm nose deep in your asshole. Get out of there, you. Wow.
Oh, boy.
He's playing his ass off, though.
Yeah, well.
You see, There are men in my audiences, too. I hope I didn't leave anybody out. Well, you never know when Tiny Tim might be in the audience.
Oh, it's topical.
This boogie I've been playing for you is a kind that is known as Boogie Woogie 8 to the bar. Here's a little invention of my own, Boogie Woogie 16 to the bar.
Oh, 16th notes.
That's just one, and now it's two hits.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
he's
he was
very
fucking
fast,
good,
yeah.
man.
Gets up off the stool and there's a dildo on it.
Yeah. A small saxophone standing up. Yeah, I think piano players are pretty fucking amazing.
Wow.
But it's
Fucking
like,
Liberace.
When you're playing the piano, do you have to just go 17, 19, 22, Kitty? I don't get it.
Well, I think after years and years of practicing, you kind of know where your fingers are supposed to be.
But how is it by,
I don't know.
But
It's like second nature.
No, but if your fingers are on the piano, I could see, like, in your mind, you're going 5 over 2 over 1 back, 5 over 2 over 1 back. But then they lift their hands, they go like yada da da flunk,
and then they go right back.
And they know exactly
How
where
do
they're
they know
supposed
where
to be.
land?
It's second nature.
It's
at
like
that
finger
point,
hopscotch.
At that point, you just know it so well,
right?
That you just
second nature, as they say.
How do you not hit the wrong key, Frank?
Well, in the beginning, you do.
Yeah,
until you
it's
figure
called
that out.
mistakes.
Now, what's
Right.
the difference between the white key? Like the white keys, are like lead, 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 and what are the black keys?
are minor keys.
What, I wonder what's that mean, though.
They're underage.
Well, no, what does it mean? They have it just.
It's a minor note. They're minor notes, and the white keys are major notes. And you play them together, and they make a pretty fucking sound. But
then you got to do the
harmonic.
Then you're doing the foot pedals.
Foot pedals are volume and a sustain.
My fingers don't move that fast doing nothing. Like, I can't wave as quickly as he can play. I'm waving in the air slow. I can't tweedle my fingers like that.
Pretty impressive.
That's pretty amazing.
Now I got to see this dumb movie.
You got to see it. It's just, if not just to watch them, they're very good.
Yeah, the acting's
Their
terrific.
acting
right?
is really good. It's funny. It's good. It's creepy.
It was a little sad, too.
Yeah, you know.
I
Yeah.
got a little sad.
I didn't get very choked up.
Well, we know that.
Jim,
we do have you playing the piano. You forgot.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, we do.
Do you remember this moment?
Beth, I hear you calling, but I can't come home right now. 'Cause me and the boys are doing some radio, and I can't find the sound. Thank you.
That was actually you playing the piano.
Damn nice.
Not a bad start.
That's right. It was a little thing I call my own. Like, instead of 8 bars, that was 1 bar.
Now you just build on that.
Yes.
See?
Can't stop watching them, can you, Sam?
No way.
Touches
He's
you.
an entertainer.
An entertainer, not just a piano player. He was a performer, an entertainer.
They don't make them like this anymore.
No, that's for sure.
Roland also saw some movies. Roland,
if you would come up here.
The summer movie season has begun.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen a bunch of them already, right?
Yeah, I saw The Purge.
The Purge is
What's that about?
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke, about one night a
In
year,
Bangkok?
everybody is allowed to kill each other.
One night in Bangkok.
Yeah, it's scary.
What's The Purge?
One night a year, the government allows everybody to kill whoever you want. You get
Oh,
amnesty.
right. So
no
all
crime.
year long, there's like no crime.
No crime.
Everything's nice. But in order for the trade-off there, the one night is complete
Wow.
debauchery where
Yeah.
you're able to do anything. Murder, fucking robbery, rape, everything.
Yeah,
Would you go for it, or would you just sleep that
they
day
have
away?
good guns too.
A lot of guns.
What would you do? Would you go for it, or would you just like
Nah, I'd
hide?
be inside. I'd hunker down.
You'd hunker down?
What am I going to do?
Yeah.
I don't want to do
Unless
no
if people
crime.
are after you, then you have to.
I'll tell you who'd be out that night. Whoa.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was scary too.
Oh, sweetie.
I know. I like scary movies, but
Sweetie.
it scared me.
Little Roland.
We're rolling.
You liked the Purge?
It was good though. It was creepy. It was freaky.
What'd you like about it?
Ethan Hawke was really good,
Yeah.
and how if you want to participate though, if you're on people's list, you got to hide pretty quickly.
Why wouldn't you just go away that day? Or be out of the country?
It's nationwide.
That's why I said be out of the country.
Yeah, then you wouldn't have a movie. But when you just go hide, because then wherever you're hiding, those people don't give a fuck about you, so they're not going to purge you, right? The person that wants to purge you has to know that you went, like, let's say, to the Catskills or something.
Oh. They went quick enough.
Do you see Hangover 3?
I did. I enjoyed it. It's about the wolf pack comes back together and
the wolf pack.
Yeah, something happens and then
Dragonfly to wolf den. Colorful names.
Did the giraffe scene get a huge laugh in the theater?
Yeah.
It did, huh?
Yeah, big laugh.
Was the movie good?
It was. It's what it is.
Okay, that
I've
means it
never
wasn't.
seen the first one.
Something happened.
Roland will never trash a movie. That was the closest he has come.
Yeah.
You didn't like it, did you?
relationships. He's got relationships. He can't fuck them up.
And then a twist happens, and they go, "Oh no, where do we have to go? To Vegas."
And was the dead body like there the whole time or something? Or
Well, Mr.
Or
Shao.
the person they had to find was 5 feet in front of him the whole time?
No, that just saved Doug again.
Sorry, I was distracted. That's Liberace on Oprah in '86.
Oh, it was his last TV appearance.
It was.
Yeah.
Really?
What does he sound like?
Not good. He doesn't
Really?
look good. Look how skinny he is.
Yeah, let's.
Sam, let me see.
He doesn't look bad.
Yeah, but he was
let's see.
underweight there.
Yeah, he's getting like.
The wig looks way worse.
Yeah. Well, it hasn't changed, but he has.
Yeah.
It's horrible audio. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll find a better copy. All right, so Hangover 3 was okay.
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, if you want to see, it's just like the other ones. Nothing surprisingly happens.
Yeah.
It's the last of the Wolfpack movie, but that is it.
Got to say goodbye to the Wolfpack now. They're done.
Yeah.
Moving on to other projects.
Is that it?
Was that it for your movies?
Or will they reboot with a prequel?
They
No,
might.
because Bradley Cooper's playing the sniper guy in the movie.
Chris Kyle.
Chris Kyle.
Okay.
Steven Spielberg's directing that one.
Wow, that's very cool.
Huge one.
Okay.
That's all.
I really want to know how bad Hangover 3 was.
I mean, how good could it be?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah, I feel
oh,
that.
like
Actually,
the
like,
same
oh.
fucking. Is it the same fucking movie again?
Yeah, but they
Very
added an
similar.
extra stop.
An extra stop.
Like Jeffrey Tambor dies in the movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's in there for like a minute.
Jeffrey Tambor's in it?
Mhm.
Oh, cool.
He's in for a second.
He was great on Friday, man.
Hilarious.
Holy fuck. So quick.
The new Arrested Development's good.
You checked it out already?
Yeah, I watched like the first 4 episodes.
Wow.
I think 4 or 5. Yeah, it's really funny. Got the whole cast back, like every character.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing they were able to figure that out.
Yeah.
Was Michael Cera in it?
Yeah.
Was he, what kind of guy was he playing?
Well, it's funny because he's in college now.
Oh, okay.
And the thing is, that's like a coming of age time for
Yes,
everybody.
yes.
Sure. I bet you he was, because he's going to college.
Yeah.
He had to be a little awkward, I bet you. A little uncomfortable in his skin and his new
Yeah.
surroundings, probably.
That was the problem. He was just
Yeah.
a little uncomfortable in his own skin. He's
Mm-hmm.
kind of awkward as he went out there.
He played awkward.
He
really?
played a little awkward, yeah, in love with his cousin still. So
Really? A little
Yeah.
quirky.
yeah, he had some quirks to him. Like he was just a little left of center, you know. So it was something a little different,
A little
but
stretch
it was
for
still
him.
good. Yeah.
A little stretch for him this
Yeah.
time
Now
around.
the cast. You're saying it's amazing they were able to pull them all together. What were they doing?
Well, Jason Bateman's.
He's been making a movie or two.
He's been making movies.
Bunch of rom-coms that didn't really do much.
Yeah.
Portia de Rossi's been sitting there with that Ellen money,
Uh-huh.
you know, so she doesn't have to do anything.
She just has to lick box every once in a while.
But the other thing is, it's like 7 years later. Normally, when you get the cast back together, you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it still works.
Oh.
That's more of the
7 years. huh?
It really was a great show, so I'm sure it'll do very well on Netflix.
Yeah, and they're using the time to like really play around with like every episode. They're like, yeah, this happened 4 years ago, and then 6 months later, and then 3 months later, and then 2, and so it's like, you know, all that stuff could have happened. Lots of hijinks.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I didn't watch it when it was on initially,
you should.
so
You'll find it
guess
when-
I can't watch it now.
I think you would like it.
You will. You'll find it one day and start talking about it like it's a new show. And,
All right, we might do that every once in a while here.
you know.
Every once in a while. We're a little behind. We weren't behind when it came to Gangnam Style.
Yes, you were.
No.
Yes, yeah.
Right on that.
We were right on it.
That's a terrible example.
No, we were right there, man.
Completely behind on that.
We were ahead.
Gangnam
See?
Style.
Oh, God. Remember this?
Yeah.
Remember this?
Oh, wow. Hey, you remember?
Morning mashup style.
What was his follow-up, which was actually way better than I thought it would be?
It's getting no heat.
You guys were on top of the gentleman craze, which just
Let's
took
hear the
off.
gentleman. Can we hear that next one?
Again?
Yeah, I want to hear the other one. Because it was better than I thought it was. Yeah,
Apparently not.
That was all right.
It's the same song.
It's no Gangnam Style.
I don't know, Sam. I don't like to yell about it.
I like to know the words of a song.
How many hits does this bomb have?
Well, it's still got 300 whatever million views.
It's got
373 million views.
250 million hits.
Yeah,
this is popular.
There's too many words in the song I don't know, though. I hate that.
We like party, hey. Doing a wacky dance.
Yeah, it's not a craze.
No.
Like the other one was.
Let's hear the hit hook.
Okay, here it comes. Here comes the Gangnam Style part. That's the Gangnam Style part.
Same song.
It is the same song.
It got the build up. It goes quiet, and then
he's
he
sort of
says
doing the
something.
same dance. More,
Of course.
The beat is good, casual. When is he going to admit he doesn't like girls, though? That's what I want to know.
Is he the Liberace of? Is he the Riberace?
He's an entertainer.
Oh.
Is he popular in Korea?
Yeah.
Feeling good. Are there any copycats over there in Korea that
maybe over there?
Because you know what happens. Some guy gets popular, and then there's a bunch of people
They'll
biting
jump
their
on
shit.
board, right?
So I'm thinking in Korea now, there's got to be a few people that are trying to be a Psy.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
He's been doing well over there for a while, though.
Yeah.
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 Is he like everything in Korea? Like he's the Beatles. He's fucking.
I think at this point he must be.
No, my manager actually lives in the same building as some big Korean star. Like a big actor in Korea, and he said every day there's girls outside screaming for this guy.
Really?
Because when he bought the apartment, it was on the front page of the Korean newspapers where this guy bought his apartment. So now everybody knows where he lives.
Damn, that's probably not smart.
Yeah. There's probably a lot of girls outside yelling, like, yay.
Yeah.
Fuck us.
Fuck us, Psy.
Jimmy
or
wishes
Psy
that
guy.
was happening, right?
Another
Girls just
Korean.
outside your apartment.
I have to apologize to the door guys.
Gangnam Style.
It's no Sean F., right, Sam Roberts?
No, I'm a fan of Sean F.
Well, a lot of people are a fan of Sean F. Sean F. on the Twitter, where I think I don't know exactly. What? This one stinks.
Huh? Really, Sam?
This one stinks.
Look, I'm going to say this.
Has he jumped the shark?
Yeah.
This one is not.
Roland's saying yeah. No.
This song is not nearly as good as any of his other songs.
So if we don't play
Erock
it,
must be liking this.
if we don't play it, he's still a star. If we do play it, this is the end of Sean F. What do we do?
Well, not the end, but he would have to mount a huge comeback if this is terrible.
Of course, Sean F. Is known for the Erock songs.
Oh, Snacks. We love Snacks.
A lot of Erock songs.
Yes, come on.
He was the first nugget, after all.
Yes, he was.
You're fat as fuck. Pigging out.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say about this song that we're about to play. It's the last line of the song made me laugh.
Yeah.
Just took a little bit of time to get there.
Oh, boy, they always push it a little
and
too
I'm a
far.
fan.
All right, we got to try it.
Oh,
this is Sean F.'s latest creation, his latest Erock song.
And he set the bar very high.
Hey, he's had a lot of hits.
Yeah.
You know. They can't all be Gangnam Style.
This song is called Nagel O'Reilly, parentheses, Teenage Boy Man.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
All right.
Oh, I like it so far.
Up here in my room, I watch my cartoons. I play with Legos and all my kid toys. I love my Xbox.
Little shoehorn.
Pro wrestling rocks.
A little more shoehorn.
I have the Twitter of a young boy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Coming from Connecticut. This stinks. Oh, boy.
It just
No,
started.
it just started, Kevin. Come on now.
And people want to see him fail.
Yes.
Other listeners, they don't want to.
Erock wants to see him fail, yes.
All right, here it comes.
Yeah, let's check out the second verse here.
Loves pie, eats all the time. He's portly, teenage boy man. Teenage boy man. Portly teenage boy man. Teenage boy man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Teenage boy man. No food's wasted.
That's it.
I would say not as good as the others, but it was not a,
It was not bad.
It's not
It was
terrible.
all right.
No,
the
it's
the
all right.
pie line made me laugh pretty good.
It's okay, yeah.
No
Erock?
Food's Wasted is very funny to me.
Erock, you feeling good today? Erock, you can't be mad. The song.
Yeah, this is the part where you get to bash him for not
Yeah, you
doing
get to
well.
bash him. That it might be over finally. He fell flat on that one. Let's be honest here.
He was never good.
Well, now you can't say that.
I can't say that.
What did you think of that song, Shuby?
I don't know. I just heard like a cat dying, and I turned off my headphones.
That's not true.
What do you mean he was never good though? I thought
You can't say that. You
thought
got
he had a few hits.
a
in there.
bunch of people laughing, enjoying it. Maybe not you,
right?
But everybody else enjoyed it.
That might be his Mr. Roboto.
I like
Yes,
that one. You don't like Mr. Roboto?
Oh,
It was
Tomo.
has nothing to do with the other
Domo.
songs in the catalog.
Well, the way I sang it in like 6th grade, nobody liked.
No.
I am.
Yeah, I would always say, Domi Origato, Mr. Robato.
No.
Yeah, people didn't like that. Boo.
You were the weirdo.
Domi Origato, Mr. Robato.
Mr. Robato.
I like this song.
I am the modern man.
But it's good, though. It's got a nice tempo.
Does it?
You're right. It doesn't have anything to do with the other songs, but this is a good one.
I'm not feeling it.
Why?
It's grandiose. Dun, dun. What are they trying for here?
Just to
a
do
rock opera.
Nah, just doing a little about Mr. Roboto. He's a robot.
It's terrible.
He's a man. He's a robot. He's a bunch of shit.
He's a bunch of shit.
The $6 million fella. He says, Domi Origato's like, thinks thank you or some shit.
What?
I gotta take a leak.
And he's he's singing.
I know the audience loves this song.
They hate it.
You think so? You don't like saying it the way I said it when I was a kid?
No.
Try it once.
No.
Domi Origato, Mr. Robato.
Mr. Robato. I am.
Machine or mannequin.
Machine or mannequin?
Oh.
What? A mannequin.
Made in Japan.
Japan.
I've got a secret.
I drink the cum of Stan.
I take it in the can.
Of cock, I am a fan.
Under my skin.
Dun, dun.
My heart is you. My blood
Take
is
your prick
boiling.
and stick it right in. You don't like this?
Nah.
So if you see me
It's not really.
acting strangely,
terrible. Oh, da, da, da.
I'm just a man who needed someone and someone to hide to keep me alive.
Dun, 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 dun. What year was this?
I'm going to
Like
guess,
80
hold on.
fucking.
81, I'm going to guess.
Wow.
No. Yeah. That's my guess.
81, you're saying.
82.
82.
I'm not what you see.
Dun, dun. Sounds very 80s.
Yeah.
Keyboard. What do they think this is going to be? Like this big epic?
don't
Like
know.
Paradise by the Dashboard Light?
It's a good song, though.
I don't know.
I'll do some treadmill to some Mr. Roboto. Hey, don't bother me. I'm working out to some Mr. Roboto. I'll elliptical my ass off to this song.
You'll be like a Mr. Roboto.
Yeah, exactly.
Dun. Oh, 6 seconds. They ought to make a movie about this guy. I bet there's some secrets in his closet.
Yeah.
Is this the guy that had like the brain aneurysm or something? No, Sticks? I get all these guys mixed up. Who sang this?
Dennis DeYoung.
Oh, Dennis DeYoung, right? Yeah, something happened to him. Oh, did you blast a good fart,
No.
Jimmy? Domo.
He's alive.
Domo.
He's alive. So is Tommy Shaw. We had Tommy Shaw in.
Yeah, Tommy Shaw was pretty cool. He sang Too Much Time on My Hands. Put on some Tommy Shaw, Too Much Time on My Hands.
You're not enjoying this?
Oh, I hate the thank you
I like
very
this part.
much, oh, Mr. Roboto. What does that mean?
What, are you trying to hurt my feelings?
This is terrible.
I love this.
And this was like the rock station would play this.
Yeah.
And
See,
people
I
would
think
listen and
should.
go like, oh, Sticks, that's rock. Oh, this freak show. What's that? Nobody's made that sound before. Oh, it's a fat kid with no arms. Or little crab arms.
Oh, he's fat then. There's a beard. He can't shave it. Ugh, rotten arms.
All right.
Yeah.
No, I've had it with this.
Who is this lobster-handed goose?
Yeah, there's some fat kid. I guess he's a Boy Scout? And he's got like the lobster claw hands. Oh, he's trying to play piano.
Oh, Liberace, you
Stop.
ain't.
Oh, he can play chopstick. One side.
You still want Tommy Shaw?
Nah, fuck him.
All right.
Love to.
I don't care. The only reason I said that was to get Mr. Roboto off. Finally did. We're just watching a lobster-clawed fat kid try to play the piano. How does he sound? Is he good?
He's already won over local audiences, playing at assemblies around his hometown of Ogden, Utah. He's even gotten fan mail.
Dear
From
Landon,
some flounder?
you were awesome, and you are better than anyone in the world.
Week says that his short arms are a gift, not a disability, and he shares his wisdom with the children he performs for.
Keep going and never give up, and just if it's hard, just keep trying, and
He's
it
a
will come to you
motivational
eventually.
hack.
Dr. Sanjay.
High fives.
Why would you put your
Don't
hand
give
up there?
high fives.
They're making the kids high five him, and they're petrified of his lobster
I'm glad
claw.
you played the piano well, but it's enough with the high fives.
Jesus.
Exactly. You know what else he does well? He murders crustaceans. His arm is sticking out and his hand's just dangling there like a fucking, I want to put butter on it and eat it.
That was a high 2. It turned out to be a high 7.
That delicious hand.
We got a break.
Secret. I got a secret.
Did you enjoy the Roboto?
No.
I did.
I would have went with One Night in Bangkok.
One Night in Bangkok.
Can we play that into break?
I have a plug before.
Oh, Jimmy's got a big
All
plug.
right, you're fast. I apologize.
No, sorry. I have one gig this summer. It's with Artie, Amy Schumer, and David Tell. Saturday, July 20th in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, the Sands Casino. We're doing the Antisocial Tour. One show goes on sale this Friday morning at 10 a.m. I'm so happy that Amy is on fire.
Yes.
Just signed for a second season, by the way.
Oh, of course.
It's
I
Amy
didn't hear
Schumer.
that. I didn't hear that. But
Renewed
they
for a
have
second
to.
season by Comedy Central. Congratulations to our pal, Amy
Yes.
Schumer.
Amy.
The show is terrific so far.
Amy.
When we get back, Snookie talking to Governor Christie.
Oh.
She just decided she had to be a little cunty in
She
front
is
of the
a
governor.
cunt, man. She just is. She really has this image of herself, and she needs to be knocked down a peg or two.
Yes, we'll explain next. But first, one night in Bangkok.
Bangkok, oriental setting, and the city don't know what the city is getting. The creme de la creme of the chess world in a show with everything but Yul Brynner. Time flies, doesn't seem a minute since the Tyrolean Spa had the chess bars in it. All change, don't you know that when you play at this level, there's no ordinary venue? It's Iceland, or the Philippines, or Hastings, or this place. One night in Bangkok in the world's your oyster. The bars are temples, but the pulse ain't free. You'll find a god in every golden oyster. And if you're lucky, then the god's a she. I can feel an angel sliding up to me. One town's very like another when your head's down over your pieces, brother. It's a drag, it's a bore. It's really such a pity to be looking at the ball, not looking at the city. What do you mean? You've seen one crowded, polluted, thinking town. Get tired, you're talking to a tourist whose every move's among the purists. I get my kicks above the waistline, sunshine. One night in Bangkok makes a hard man humble. Not much between despair and ecstasy. One night in Bangkok in the tough gas tumble. Can't be too careful with your company. I can feel the devil walking next to me. Siam's going to be the witness to the ultimate test of cerebral fitness. This grips me more than would a muddy old river or reclining Buddha. But thank God I'm only watching the game, controlling it. I don't see you guys rating the kind of mate I'm contemplating. I'd let you watch, I would invite you, but the queens we use would not excite you. So you better go back to your bars, your temples, your massage parlors. One night in Bangkok in the world's your oyster. The bars are temples, but the pulse ain't free. You'll find a god in every golden oyster. A little special little history. I can feel an angel sliding up to me. One night in Bangkok makes a hard man humble. Not much between despair and ecstasy. One night in Bangkok in the tough gas tumble. Can't be too careful with your company. I can feel the devil walking next to me.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM. Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Why are we playing this?
You were playing weird 80s music, so.
It was just one. It was a
You
goof.
like this song, Erock? I think it's sort of
One night in Bangkok was just a goof.
Mr. Roboto.
Oh, yeah. All right. Mr. Roboto, too. You're right.
My book smells good.
Ben Mezrich.
Cool. It's
coming in with another book.
Straight Flush. Story of how 6 college friends who dealt their way to $1 billion online poker empire and how it all came crashing down.
Oh, good for him.
Cool.
Snookie was down on the Jersey Shore there. I like Ben. I hope he knows that. I like him a lot, actually. He is very, very good on our radio show. Well, Governor Christie's down there trying to check out the damage from the hurricane and where they're at this point. Oh, there it is right there. They're showing it on the thing.
A little more love with Obama, which, by the way, is I don't know what he's trying to do here politically.
What is Obama taking a look today?
Yeah.
At the progress?
Yeah.
That has been made since all the promises went out?
Yeah, he'll make a big speech, everything. But Christie is definitely trying to, get his support going, I think, for his presidential run, which I'm positive he'll make. And he's kind of being wishy-washy, middle of the road there. I don't know. I don't think it's going to help him being a pal with Obama. Let's put it that way.
He wants to squeeze some of those Obama people.
Yeah.
Squeeze them over to the other side when it's time to vote.
Well, I don't know how that's going to work for him.
He's going for a little squeeze there. How's his weight look?
He still looks like a fat motherfucker.
And his pants are still too high.
Way too high.
The fuck? No one wears their pants that high anymore.
No.
Nobody. Anyway, Snookie was down there. I don't know. Why was Snookie so close to Governor Christie? I don't know this story, really.
The Jersey Shore girls, Snookie, JWoww, and Dina. Were doing a Today Show segment, as was, what's-his-face, Governor Christie.
Two separate
segments. Today Show segments.
So they bumped into each other, kind of, with the cameras rolling.
Filming. Yeah, and Governor Christie was outspoken about not liking the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, of course.
The image they portray about Jersey.
Yeah, of course.
And,
of course.
That's
exactly what he should have done.
It was promoted with a girl being punched in the face.
Yeah.
What, is he supposed to like that? He's
Punched
a governor.
in the face, the drunk whore thing.
Snookie basically has shown her cunt a few times.
Right.
Sorry that the governor is not supporting you and your show.
Yeah.
So Snookie had to be a little cunty to the governor.
She approached him.
We all know she could be a little cunty.
Yeah, she was in here that one day, and I just got a cunt vibe from her.
Did you?
Not as bad as Paris Hilton, but
No.
there was a cunt vibe.
Oh, yeah. I'm
There
with
was a
Anthony on
cunt
this
vibe.
one.
No, I'm saying not as bad as Paris Hilton.
No.
No, I'll tell you why, because she gotten bashed by the show, so she probably was very defensive and surprised that we were nice as we were.
I had fun with her twice.
Yeah, I think she was.
Good for you.
I think she was nice
She
enough.
lied
I
to
thought
us
she-
about her pregnancy.
I bet she was saying shit. She was being all like, man, but it was fun, right? Is
I
that
don't know.
what
She
the
told
interview
me
was
how many
like?
stitches she got in her vagina after pregnancy.
3,210,000.
They're still stitching her up.
She's still a cunt. I don't care.
Yeah, she's cunty, Sam.
Fuck
Good for
her.
you that you got along with that.
Yeah, that's great. Sam Roberts.
She also lied to us. We could have had all the headlines.
Because she was just gotten pregnant. She
So?
wasn't 3 months pregnant yet.
She announced it soon after our
Pretty much
show.
the next day.
Right. So what are you
It
talking
wasn't-
about?
It wasn't that soon.
We were. Yeah, it was. It was an hour later.
Never go against the family again.
You're right. I just
It was an hour later, Sam.
making things up.
In O&A time, it was an hour later. It was right after our show.
Exactly.
You're right. It was
All
actually on OutQ in this building.
So we got a clip. It's hard to hear, but here's Snookie being cunty to Governor Christie.
Yes.
Someone asked me my opinion.
I'm from
Why-
Jersey.
I know you are.
And guess what?
I was talking
thought
about
you
her.
did a good job with the hurricane.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's good for you.
That's Dina.
That was Dina?
I think
Yeah,
No,
the
that was
beginning.
Snookie at first.
The very beginning when she goes, "Why are you talking so close to me?" That's Snookie.
Right.
And then Dina is the one that says, "I think you did a good job."
What do you mean, why are you talking so close to me?
Because Governor Christie kind of bent down.
Oh, see?
And Snookie's like,
that,
"Why are you
that
talking
was
so
her being
close to me?"
cunty.
Yeah, that's her being cunty. Why are you getting so close to me?
Well, because you're only 2 feet from the ground, so you got to bend over.
Like, I'm not going to take, I don't care who you are. I'm not going to let you.
Right.
You're
the only guy I won't show my pussy to.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what she is? She's a little shorty.
She is a little shorty.
Hey, what are you doing over there? Short stuff.
Oh my God, I hate it.
You know
No,
what?
I kind of like it, actually. I kind of like it.
You know why he was bending down to talk to stupid Snookie?
Why?
Because she's a little shorty.
Wanted to meet you and just.
Thanks for tweeting at me. I appreciate it. We'll do our best. All right? Good to meet you. Good to meet you, too.
She's like, thanks, and just turns and walks away.
He just doesn't like us. That's it.
I
I am ready.
Why should he like you?
Yeah. Why
you
should
get
the
completely
governor-
hammered and fall down on dance floors and everyone sees your cunt.
Right.
Yes, and it's not even just that. There's no way he could like her. 'Cause she's such a little short.
He's supposed to like her?
Yeah.
No.
She's amazed. She's amazed that
Yeah.
Governor Christie doesn't like.
Yeah,
Like her.
and walk right up to her and go, "Hey, how you doing, shorty?"
Governor Christie talks
don't
some
like
shit
that?
about me,
No.
though. I'd be like, you don't like me.
Yeah, I'd be all about it. I'd be like, that's kind of cool that he even knows who the fuck I am.
Like, oh, come on.
But Snookie just
Gov.
amazed. Has she seen her own show?
I don't know.
They get wasted, they fight, they fuck, and they show their private parts.
She comes off as a drunk, obnoxious whore bag. So fuck her.
The hell? Do you understand what your show is about?
Yeah.
You weren't really getting much done there.
She's a mother now.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, what's going on with this cruise ship? Who the fuck
there
would
was a
go on a
little
cruise
fire.
ship at this point?
Fire.
There wasn't a big fire though. It was just they said it was short-lived.
No.
We thought boat could have been sinking. Wow.
The grandeur of the seas caught fire.
That's an impressive fire, actually.
The ass end there.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty big.
Right.
But apparently they were able to, their emergency system they have in place was pretty good. And no one got hurt or anything, and they weren't adrift at sea for a long time like the Carnival cruise ship.
Right.
So, yeah, I think I've been on that ship.
That actual ship?
Yeah.
No kidding.
The grandeur of the seas. I've been on a lot of those Royal Caribbean ones.
Erock, have you been on that one?
No, I haven't been on that one.
You went on the grandeur?
For a cruise guy, you haven't been on a cruise in a while, you know.
I know.
You know what he's been doing?
Been a few years.
Writing a movie?
Can I tell him? What you do to find your safe place?
Clear wood in the
I
bag?
caught him.
No, what does he do?
He goes.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
he
I
didn't
did. Yes,
catch
I
me.
did.
You made a whole story about
No,
this.
no. Right after the show, it's 11 a.m. on the dot. He goes back to the office, and he gets in front of his computer. And it's probably been a tough day for him. He probably got made fun of a bit.
Oh.
And he gets in front of his computer, and he watches YouTube videos of cruise ships.
Oh my God!
And like
Why?
Roland will try to make fun of him.
I don't believe you.
I swear to God, Roland will try to make fun of him and go, "Hey, Eric, blah blah blah," and Eric ignores everybody in the room and just stares right at that cruise ship.
What scenes are you looking at?
It's the Smithsonian Channel does specials on the building of the ship.
I have seen that.
Yeah.
I have watched that on TV at home.
All right, that's not
They
that
show
bad.
you how they build it to the launch to going
Yes.
across the Atlantic.
But he wasn't watching. He was watching the launch. He was not watching.
It was all
building.
part of the same half hour.
What was it about?
The building of the ship.
What's that?
Why would you fall for
Oh
that?
my God!
Jesus!
Did you roll into that one? Wow!
I would watch that though. If it's a show about
It was
the
very
construction.
interesting. Tell you the truth.
It was not construction that he was watching.
No.
He was. I watched him turn on the YouTube video to the part where the ship is sailing.
What's that?
Yeah. Sea trials. Come on.
I don't know anything about sea trials.
I would like to bash Erock about this, but
you kind of like
It's
this
very
stuff,
interesting
right?
to watch.
this a guy that spent probably hours this weekend with the TV on with how is it made? How it's made. I know how everything in the world is
You should
made.
watch being made this weekend.
Oh, it's
Except
amazing.
happiness. You know how to make everything except a smile. Whenever you try to smile, your lips stay straight, but your toes lift.
Jesus. Tough road.
I love that show. It's great. Things you don't even give a flying fuck about.
What was the coolest one?
Oh man.
Coolest one you saw over the weekend?
Oh fuck.
Over the weekend.
Let me see something with. I don't know. Them
I saw
fucking-
how blueberry pie popcorn was made this
those,
weekend. That was kind of cool.
How a bow is made for violin, and then how cast iron bathtubs. That was pretty good.
How it's made frozen pancakes.
Frozen pancakes.
What do you mean? How's it made? Frozen pancakes.
That's a real show.
What are you talking about? That's an easy one. You make the
Flesh
fucking
on.
pancakes, you throw them in the freezer.
Fleshlight.
Yeah, what the hell you need to know about pancakes? You make them, you eat them, you get back to work. The hell do I know?
Do you ever do anything but work?
Yeah, go home, have a nice barbecue for Memorial Day. Go watch the parade, wave a flag, go home, get up for work.
Where do you take the family? Where do you take the family on vacation?
No, we get down to shore, go down to Avalon.
Avalon.
Go down to Avalon. Have a few dogs, a few burgers, we relax. Build a sandcastle, get back to work.
Yeah, back to work.
Yeah, get back for the next day.
It's always getting to work.
You bring a nice egg salad sandwich to the beach.
Ugh. Egg salad on the beach.
You have a nice Tab soda.
Tab and egg salad on the beach.
That's got to be horrendous.
You hear that fucking horrible smash sound when one grain of sand gets between your teeth.
Oh,
echoes
God
in your ears.
damn.
Feels like you ate a boulder.
Yeah, you let the kids run around with the pails, the buckets. What the hell do I know?
Year is this?
Yeah. My wife smokes a Benson Hedges. We go back.
A pail and a bucket, no shovel.
Yeah, a pail and a bucket. Yeah, we don't need shovels.
They're running out of things to make.
Oh, look at that, though. They flipped those pancakes over.
They're just making pancakes. How hard is this, Sam?
I know.
Why is this a thing?
Somersault off the cooking grill.
How to make frozen pancakes. We know how to make this shit.
You just get a machine that makes a lot of pancakes at once.
See how filthy that is?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Look, it's rolling off an old dirty roller.
They clean that shit.
Yeah, it's all pancakes. Nothing else happens here but pancakes.
Look at how they fucking come off of that thing in angles.
And they stick nice.
It's amazing.
They stick the landing.
Yeah, they do.
Without getting all smushy.
I bet everyone there is sick of fucking pancakes.
You think?
Like, just sick
You
of
think their
pancakes.
Christmas bonus is a nice heaping pile of pancakes?
All the
for
pancakes
the
you can eat, fellas.
Here's my impression of an employee of that place talking to a friend. Now I want you to say, "Hey, you want to go to IHAP?" Yeah, you get it wrong. Yeah, you want to say, "Hey, you want to go to IHAP, grab some pancakes?"
Hey, you want to go to IHAP, grab some pancakes?
No, I don't.
See, because he'd be very angry.
Very tired of them.
He hates pancakes at this point in his life.
Despises the thought of them.
Well, look at that thing.
What's that?
I don't know. It's like heat sealing the
But why'd you have
bag
to
and
do
cutting
frozen
it.
pancakes? Couldn't you have done this with potato chips? Or
Yes, they've done that before. It's amazing. Oh, Aunt your mom.
Eggos.
Yeah, but that's
a dumb how is it
And
made.
that's when they
Horrible,
put
how
the
is it
picture of the old on the box. I have a beep.
Yeah, you don't have a beep?
I don't think so. I used to have a beep. I'd like a beep. It's because we can curse, but there are certain things, you know.
How do they make the violin bow? I need to know. What is that shit made of?
It's horsehair.
That's what I thought.
It's horsehair.
It really is horsehair, though.
From the horse's tail, and they fucking brush it. It's all nice.
Did they get it off live horses?
I
Did they
guess
explain
so.
that?
They didn't explain that, but...
And does the horsehair grow back?
Well, yeah, if you cut a horse's tail hair, it grows
back. So
yeah.
Where are they harvesting the hair from?
Horses.
But which
horse's ass?
No, I know, but which horses?
You get pulled right by
They're
your
not
face.
just good. I bet you they have special breeds of
That
horses
are better for bows.
Yeah, you would think.
It seemed so like detailed and the work seemed so tenuous. Just
How many hairs
frustrating.
make one? It's got to be more than
And
one.
how do they get the dingleberries off the
I
horsehair
know, right?
before
You
they
gotta
make it
wash
to the
that
violin
shit.
bow?
You
Smells
gotta
like
wash
horse
that.
asshole right by your face.
Is that how a violin sounds?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't realize.
Yeah. Oh, that one down. That's why you hold it away from your face. To fucking
You smell the horse ass still?
Yeah, he says, you smell all that, old son.
I think they washed it. Yeah.
I want to know how many hairs make one fucking bow, though. It can't be
Wait,
one.
you don't remember how they make it?
It's a bunch. It's a whole
It's
shitload.
wound together, right?
No, it's laid out straight, flat, not wound together at all. They melt some rosin together on each end so they stay together, but then they shove them in some fucking hole that's got chiseled out and put a little plug in that he chiseled out. Everything's totally made by hand.
Oh my god!
Crazy.
What is that?
How many can they make a day?
Not that many.
Two?
I'm thinking
One.
One.
Oh, what is that? Oh,
What is
Sam,
that?
what is
they're
this?
making fleshlights.
Yes, looks like Liberace making a duty.
It's white and in a tube.
How it's
they're
made?
making ravioli.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Whoa! So the cheese gets injected in the middle of the tube, And then they cut out the pierogies.
I told you this already.
No.
I don't like
I worked at a
pierogies.
pierogi factory.
No, you didn't.
I did so.
You worked at the paint place.
Yes, Pergament.
Pergament.
You like pierogies?
No, I don't even know what they are.
That fucking potatoes with a fucking thing in it or some shit.
Yeah, it's
like
ravioli
potato
without
ravioli?
the goodness.
Yeah.
They throw the potato
Yeah.
shit in the middle instead of a
Exactly.
nice cheese.
It's a
or-
ravioli
or
with
meat.
hat felt in it.
Right.
Food factories just got to be a bitch to fucking work in.
They're probably
I worked at a
really
bread
cool for the
place.
first week. And then you're like
I worked
sick
at
of
a
it.
place that made Kaiser rolls.
Really?
Dan's Bakery, it was called, in Central Islip.
Was it cool?
No.
It wasn't cool at all to check out how it was made?
Yeah, the machines were cool, like for the first minute.
Right.
And then it was cool when it was like a Saturday night and I had to work and all my friends would come by and we'd just throw dough at each other.
Nice.
It was fun.
That's what you do now when you play poker.
Throw some dough at each other. And yeah, that's when my Uncle Tony worked and that's when he fired me. Because I wasn't working.
This how it's made on the internet is much better. The shows are a lot quicker, huh?
Commercials.
No commercials. They get right to it.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It's also amazing is the machines that make the fucking shit.
How it's made frozen shrimp.
Frozen shrimp.
What? It's
You take some
shrimp and you freeze
they're
it.
running out of things. I'm telling you, they finally ran out of things.
It's amazing what they can get a machine to do to organize this stuff. Fuck! 400 shrimp in a row.
It is amazing.
400 shrimp in a circle. Like with a guy, it would take you fucking 6 hours and all be uneven.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd like a bunch of shrimp in a row. Fuck! 400.
You're in a perfect circle. too.
Perfect circle.
Perfect.
Whoa. Are they still alive?
In the conveyor
No.
to keep the shrimp.
No, they fucking execute them one by one. They shoot them in the back.
It's not very cost effective.
Yeah.
They execute them.
Conveyor into plastic baskets.
All right.
It's now time for the inevitable,
What?
the deheading.
Oh.
Using a metal tool that's like an open thimble, workers
Oh.
pull the heads off the shrimp with a few quick tugs.
Oh my God, they got to do this
Each
with
one.
each
They just
one.
decapitate shrimp
Yeah.
The
heads.
headless shrimp now travel to sizing rollers.
Right. Allahu Akbar.
The space
Allahu Akbar.
between the rollers is narrow at first and wider further down. As the rollers spin, smaller shrimp fall through first, and the larger
Oh,
ones
they're
continue
sizing
to fall
them.
through further down.
Wow.
They accumulate in different piles on conveyors below. This separates the
They gotta
shrimp
get the
into
small
5
ones for
size
Red
categories.
Lobster, obviously.
Yeah, those popcorn shrimp.
The all you can eat
Peel and
shrimp
peel and
shit.
eat shrimp.
Right.
What they cut? They
What are they
On
injecting
the
them
shelling
with?
line, some workers cut the tails off, and others leave them on because there's a market for both.
I hate
After
the
they peel
tails.
away the shell, they cut out the digestive tract that runs
Dude,
along the
I
back.
hate,
Shit.
I hate
It's
doing
often
this with
referred to
4
as the
lousy
cake.
shrimps they
Four,
give me at a
right?
restaurant.
All
This is
day.
what they're doing all day long.
Then goes
These
to
guys
different
hate
prep
shrimp.
zones.
They have to build a vein it.
An employee
Build a
builds
vein.
nylon
Gold.
shrimp into an egg mixture, and then dredges them in rice flour.
What's this for?
What are they doing? Making a
Sends them down the
breaded
line
shrimp.
to the next
What?
worker.
Breaded shrimp.
Oh, it's
Oh, those little
He
guys.
rolls the floured shrimp in rice paper.
what? This looks like a big pain in the ass.
God, I hate this job.
It's one at a time.
Holy fuck, one lousy shrimp.
Jesus, they're really. It's like a coffin.
Edges of the rice paper to
It's like they're
seal the
burying
wrap.
Bin Laden at sea. They fucking.
The result is a spring roll appetizer that can be frozen until it's ready to
Oh,
be
boy.
cooked.
Oh.
Look at those illegals.
Look at how many they still got to do.
6 down, 2,400,000 to go.
Rather than
I just had anxiety.
I know this show gives me anxiety.
So how many shrimp they still have to
I'll be
individually.
like, no, I can't do this. I gotta quit.
Oh,
Jesus.
fuck.
stations.
No way.
Oh, this one sings lullabies to each shrimp to put it to sleep before they kill it.
From freezer burn.
Fuck
These
that.
frozen shrimp products are ready to leave the factory. From the freezer to the oven to your taste buds.
Oh, really? They made it
Go.
sound so easy and quick.
Yeah,
Why don't they
sure.
finish it through your colon, out your asshole, into the toilet?
See, when I watch this show and there's a machine from the beginning to the end, and there's just some guy at the end, like some guy at the beginning is putting in raw materials, a guy at the end is taking a completed box and putting it on the
Sure.
truck, then I'm all right.
Right.
When I watch a lot of this intricate shit where there's a bunch of things coming at people and they gotta like,
Right.
they gotta use a file and shave the shape of something.
Oh, my God.
It's like, no, that's gonna take forever. And I know me, I would get like 3 pieces done a day. I'm terrible.
Well, then fucking Amon Gert would come in, and you'd have to show him how you work in the munitions factory, and he'd try to shoot you twice.
Essential to the effort.
What's this?
We got a guy that works in the food industry trying to tell us it's all automated. No, we just saw the people individually taking a shrimp at a time.
Some of it is.
And
rolling it in rice paper.
Oh my God.
What is that making?
Bacon.
Oh, that looks
bacon.
good. I love bacon.
That doesn't look like bacon.
No, it's just a big bunch of pig fat.
How did someone figure out that that's the greatest food on earth?
Dude.
That shit. That
Pig
shit
bellies.
becomes your bacon.
Because pig belly. Fun to just go shooka.
Yeah, I get it, but
they put him in a smoker.
You know how good it must smell in that place?
Oh my God.
Everyone gets to work early.
They hate bacon. Everyone that works there.
No.
Gotta be.
Wait, they color it?
Maybe that's some kind of marinade.
The pork bellies are transferred
Anyone else?
to a big oven.
Did you know they colored the bacon?
For 5 hours at a low temperature.
Wow.
That allows the
I hate to be locked in there with the bacon cooking alive. I hope they have a button you can push. The guy was pushing this big thing of bacon in there. What did he close the door? Where's Harry? I think he went out to the car to get a ciggy.
Ciggy.
At his open casket funeral, everyone walks in and is like,
Yeah, exactly.
Smells delicious in
Everyone's
here.
eating eggs at the casket, smelling Harry's asshole.
Oh, chocolate. How do they make chocolate?
Since chocolate was discovered,
Oh,
people have had a craving for it.
Oh, you think?
Today's luxury chocolates take our addiction to a whole new
Yeah, I
level.
hate how he
Chocolate
says
diva.
chocolate.
They add marshmallow cream and lots of pure butter to a mix of sugar and corn syrup to whip up some buttercream chocolate.
Wow.
I didn't know this shit was bad for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, right? Look at
Water, vanilla, and a special yeast enzyme complete the recipe.
That looks
Oh,
so
man,
good.
that is just
Will enhance
deadly.
The creaminess.
Why is it okay to have yeast in chocolate but not
Exactly.
in a
Tuck the
vagina?
buttercream between ridged rollers.
Imagine if chocolate yeast infection made her pussy taste like chocolate.
That'd be great, right?
A wire slices them into bite-sized morsels.
Oh, they look lovely.
Morsel.
I love
Maybe
a
we
morsel.
should use that instead of nugget. What's the morsel for the podcast?
Well, it has to be the O&A nugget.
Nugget.
Has buttercreams to a uniform height.
Oh, butter.
Oh, see that? I
That
hate
guy
that
has to
job.
just pat him down all
Yeah,
day long.
patting
But they all
down.
did a good job. He's patting him with a spatula.
Bottoms of the creams.
Look at this.
Then
Chocolate
it's
coming
onto
up.
a cool surface to solidify.
Oh. Hey, the surface is cool.
Next, the creams travel through 2 curtains of chocolate.
I want to go through curtains of chocolate. Curtains. Look out the window.
See?
Isn't that much fun to be home if you had curtains of chocolate? Let's see how it is out. You ate through the curtains.
Every room.
Whoa, what does he got to do with everyone? He's got to give a little he tussles everyone.
Yeah.
To
He
make
gives
the
every
design?
chocolate a tussle to give it that little like whooshy woo thing on top.
The eyes.
Oh, I thought that happened naturally.
I did too.
I didn't know there was a guy that had to do that.
Cherries into a revolving pan.
Ooh, cherries.
Cherry.
They add sugar crystals, and as the
course they do.
cherries roll around, they get an even coating.
Ooh, how lovely.
I bet those are delicious.
You fucking A right they
People
are.
just grab handfuls. Come
Oh, look
by.
at this guy's got him.
Oh no, he's got to individually put him on the belt. No fucking way.
All day long.
But
Your
nobody
fingers
working.
must ache at night.
Nobody hates chocolate who works here.
No.
No, they probably eat so much
Don't
snacks.
like
It
it.
creates a solid shell that contains the sugary liquid.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, this guy's got to do a
He's gotta
spinny thing on
swirl.
each fucking cherry.
God damn, you know how annoying that must be to design the top of a chocolate?
Terrible.
Each box of chocolates contains
Chocolates.
16 to
Chocolates.
20 different varieties.
Oh my
Since they
God,
make
this
3 to
fucking
4
poor.
flavors
Doesn't
a
Sam
day,
say it that way?
it can
But
take
this
up
poor
to
guy
3
has to
weeks.
organize each individual box.
Would you eat one of them, Sam?
Oh, yeah, I would love one.
Of course, they'll be
I'm pointing at a
devoured
cock, by
in
the
no
way.
time at all. For the customer,
Darn
it's
it.
one sweet deal.
Ah,
he
get
always,
it?
he always has a little pun at the
Yeah, this
end.
guy's great.
Yeah, he always has a
Yeah.
little pun at the end.
For the customer, it's a foot loss to diabetes.
Ben Mezrich is running late.
Oh, yeah?
How late?
I don't know. He's stuck in traffic.
He's not a guy we go past 10 for. I'm going to fucking say it right now.
It's the after show, the after show, the Sam Roberts after show.
We probably should leave now, just in case he does arrive.
Yeah, because then it's awkward.
Yeah, then it's weird.
If he arrives late, you just have him for 10 minutes.
He's not a guy we stay late for.
So
we
what-
like him.
Poker, go.
What if he gets here at 9:50?
Oof.
Then you take him for 10.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I'll stay till 10.
Right.
I'll do that today. Because the people deserve it.
The people.
We're going to take a quick break and figure out what we do next.
Well, you think we have time to make love?
The Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony Show. on Sirius XM. Sirius XM. Sirius XM. Yeah. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Wow. We just did the intros for the new podcast, which will be available tomorrow in all the usual places. The Opie and Anthony podcast, episode 3.
I think that's 17 years, Bob Dole.
Really?
Yeah.
You just figured it out?
I think so.
There's clips of Bob Dole on TV today. He's not looking too good, but I mean, he's an older gentleman. And we were trying to figure out when he was last in the public eye.
Wasn't it for the 96 election? Wow. I think it was.
So he kind of went away for about 10. I know that was 96, but then he still was there for a little bit after
Maybe
the election.
a little. Not 7 years, though.
Wow. Crazy.
It is. Bob Dole.
So podcast number 2 is still there. Well, you'll be able to get all the podcasts if you subscribe. But podcast 2 was absolutely terrific, and I hope people check it out.
That's terrific.
And the new one will be up tomorrow, very early tomorrow morning, right?
Oh, yeah.
Where's the easiest place? Because I get tweets all the time. I don't know where to send them.
Just get a podcast app.
What's wrong with people?
And they're like, why aren't you on Stitcher? I'm like, I don't know.
Because Stitcher inserts advertisements.
So, but that doesn't mean they can't get the podcast. They just go somewhere else, right?
Of course.
I use Beyond Pod, I believe, is the app.
Yeah, I just got a tweet.
I use Beyond Pod, and I've had no problems with it. I got all our pals on here. Look at this. Bill Burr, I got Florentines, I got More Stories, I got Penn's Sunday School, I got the Joe Rogan Experience, I got Voss and Bonnie, I got Weird Medicine, and I got Mark Maron, and the list continues. I got Rob Kelly. They're all right there.
How much can you listen to?
Well, I'm a little behind.
Oh.
That's why I love when a podcast is an hour to maybe an hour 15 tops.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice because in that podcast world, I know the people out there are listening to a whole bunch of different ones.
Yes, they are.
So we just want to be in that world a little bit.
Got to be on the ball.
Episode 3 is going to be really good, and it'll be available tomorrow morning. Every Wednesday, the podcast goes up.
Every Wednesday morning.
Return to the Jedi?
Every Wednesday morning.
Phantom Menace?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Which one was episode 3?
I don't know.
I think that's Phantom Menace.
Yeah, Phantom Menace, right?
Phantom Menace.
I think so, right?
You know Gary Coleman?
Or was that 1?
Episode 1.
Episode 1 was the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Phantom.
I guess. Gary Coleman died 3 years ago today already. That's a quick 3 years.
3 years?
It seems like yesterday I
thought it was longer.
got down to his size to take a picture.
Yeah, I did too.
Revenge.
You did that, right?
Remember, he was such a little shorty.
He was a little shorty.
Episode 3 is Revenge of the Sith, by the way. Thank you.
Very good.
Wait for more J.J. Abrams Star Wars to come around one of these days. That'll be nice.
Not much
Action-packed.
buzz on the Star Trek movie.
Yeah, I know.
Not so much. Not as much as they were hoping for, right?
No.
And you sort of liked it.
I liked it.
You liked it.
I did like it. I said it wasn't without its issues, but I liked it.
You liked it.
Yes.
I want to remind people tomorrow on the show, Jim Florentine, Dan Marino.
Oh, right, Dan Marino.
Dan Marino.
Kevin Smith.
Whoa.
Jesus.
And Maria Menounos.
Tomorrow? All tomorrow?
I
Who
think
is she?
so.
I know who she is.
Maria Menounos, she's on Extra.
Oh, okay.
Extra.
I need some Neosporin because I have a little tear under my tailbone.
What?
What the fuck is that
How the
from?
fuck did you get that?
I'm doing something on the mat, ab exercise, where you're
boy.
just crunching on the mat.
Who's Matt?
There's an update on the guest bookings.
What?
Kevin Smith is Thursday,
Oh.
and Dan Marino looks like he's going to be Thursday now.
Oh, yeah, no, I had heard because of
boy.
the holiday. Are we getting blown off?
We're getting blown
No,
off.
he's not confirmed. Not confirmed yet, but it's definitely
Not
tomorrow.
confirmed that
We
we're
will
being
not
blown off.
have Dan Marino.
Definitely not tomorrow is the only definite.
We will not have Dan Marino.
Yeah, we will. We'll get him.
He's done some research on the show.
We'll get him.
His people have, yeah.
So we have Maria Menounos tomorrow.
We
get
love
Dan
Dan Marino. Figure this out because I got some guys in Philly that might be taking the day off. And,
Oh.
Tell them to go to work tomorrow.
Take the trip. Yeah, tell them, don't worry about tomorrow. They won't be missing anything.
there's a few big Dan Marino fans in the Philly area. I can tell you that much.
Fucking 359 Sirius is up to.
Good for you.
Fucking nice.
I don't even want to talk about the stock market.
Why?
Oh.
Took a fucking.
My fucking
You took a hit?
jinx. Yeah. Huge.
What'd you buy?
Hit. Believe it or not, the juggernaut that is Google has been fucking rocking forever. It's just been of recent, just fucking rocking. So I decided to buy some fucking, I guess June 17th.
You go puts?
No, I went calls. I wish I went puts.
Puts would have been good.
I went calls. The thing
You are a
took the
puts.
biggest drop I've ever seen it fucking take.
Really?
Yes,
big
it was
drop?
huge. It's
many?
fucking like $30.
Is that bad for you?
Yes. It's terrible. All that fucking Netflix money that
Done.
I made, it's fucking
Wiped
gone.
out?
Now I got to see if it fucking comes back at all.
You still have a few days before?
I got until June 17th.
What do you think?
Who the fuck knows? It's a gamble.
All right, so you're still in it.
I'm still in it, but, you know, it would have been nice if it just fucking went up like it had the fucking year before.
You're getting your ass kicked at halftime, but you got the second half still.
I know. I got confidence.
Keep your head in the game.
I think Dow futures are up this morning. What's it trading at right now? Let me see. 9:30. It opened already.
$4.20. I see. I see $4.20 on the
nice
stock.
guy. Oh my God, no.
$4.20.
Oh my God. Oh my Jesus.
Would that hurt you if it was $4.20?
Google. Up,
886.68.
$12.68.
Up 13.
Great. Now I just need another fucking 13.
All right, but you got till June.
It's going up.
Actually,
a couple weeks.
I have
down.
86. No, up.
I'm watching it.
That's because the Dow is up
down.
150. That's going to fucking level off and then go back down before the end of the day, and everyone's going to profit.
Oh, it went up.
Oh, just
You
went
can't
down.
go tick by tick.
Yes, you can.
No,
it went down.
It went down.
Oh, it went down.
That's
Ed.
what you
not
do
good.
if you were a deer. You go
This is
take.
not
Oh, it
good.
went up. It went up, Ed.
Nice
Oh,
little,
it went up.
nice little
Nice.
jump.
Nice.
Went up nice on that one. Oh, it went up
going
again.
Up, going up.
Come on.
It went up, Ant.
Another
Went
penny?
Oh, it went
Oh,
down.
went down. This is not good.
Imagine watching it all day like this.
Do you think some people do?
Hey!
Whoa,
Let me see.
up 14-12.
How often does it tick?
Every 10 seconds, 5 seconds.
Oh.
It went down.
887.13.
I'm sorry, it went down. It went down.
I need, I need it to double this before the 17th, at least.
I went down.
At least double.
Oh, it went up. It went up. All right. You're in the money.
Business.
Hey,
look
you're
at
still
that.
in the money.
That's another 14 cents.
Get up to fucking $25
Whoa,
ahead of the
another
day.
14 cents.
Not bad,
I
Ed.
need this
Doing
to
good.
I need this to go to 900.
Oh, you're doing good. Just under $14 up today.
This is great.
I need 900 a share.
Oh,
at
it's
least.
$14 now. $14.09. You're doing good.
We're going up. We're going up.
Come on,
we're going up.
$14.13, my friend.
Cocksucker
Yeah,
fucking
buddy.
Facebook.
$14.20.
Here we go. Come on, 15.
$14.25.
Come on. Up 15. Up 20. Up 25.
Would you freak out if one of those ticks was up $15?
That'd be so nice.
Goes from 14 to 29.
Oh,
How happy would
that'd
you
be great.
Anyway, to answer your question, yes, my brother does. He watches the ticks all day long.
Dude, that seems
That's
so
his
Well, that's
gig.
because you're betting on him, too.
That's his gig.
When you're playing every move it makes, then, you know.
Yeah, it's just too. But you know what?
Every
You make me feel
move
better.
she makes.
Because, like, you know the stock market, and
Oh,
you still
barely.
have your shit days. Like, it's like.
Oh, do I
there's
ever.
no way to fucking play it perfectly.
impossible.
No, believe me, if I knew how to make money every trade,
Right.
I wouldn't be getting up this early.
What happened with Mariah Carey? I see some audio in front of me. I don't know this one.
She was a very popular singer. Then she
went to Oliverfields High
She
School.
went shit crazy for a little bit.
She went to my high school.
The scope of your answer might be a little too broad.
Oh, okay. You mean recently?
Yeah.
Oh, I was.
I
gonna
could
get
add to
a whole
it.
bio. Yeah.
Went to my high school. Used to sing on the back of the bus, and used to work at the local supermarket as a checkout girl.
Where
in Greenlawn.
Key Food?
Greenlawn.
The Key Food right there
Was it Key Food back
on
then?
Broadway?
I think it's a big drugstore now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Key Food. I
Was
don't
it
remember
Key Food?
seeing Mariah Carey in there.
Because she wasn't Mariah Carey yet.
Oh.
I would have remembered that.
Right? I'm like, hey, Mariah Carey, you're fucking checking out my groceries.
Nah, you wouldn't know her. She was.
I wish I bought my
Oh,
iced tea from Key Food instead of Dairy Barn, which was close by. 'Cause
Yeah.
she might have been the one that checked me out.
You sure you didn't buy your ice cube?
Ice Cow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, Mariah Carey was performing.
Yeah.
And she
She's got a
fucked
new
it up on the
summer
East
song.
Coast, so they said, fuck it, let's fix it for the West Coast.
Oh, man.
That must be a nice little perk.
Yeah, huh?
She's singing live for GMA. It's the uhs of one of her songs.
Yeah,
but she's fucking it up pretty good.
But what happened there? She was like,
her voice was cracking the entire time.
Yeah, it was like. She used to be able to get those real high fucking crazy notes.
You can hear what it's supposed to sound like when they play the West Coast feed.
They fixed it up for her for the West Coast feed 3 hours later.
Sounds like noises.
It was that bad? They had to fix it? Great.
Sounds like the You Know What monks.
Fucking whale songs. It's terrible.
You know what, monks? You mean the chipmunks?
Fuck yeah. Sammy.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, good for Mariah Carey. She's got people watching out for her. That's terrific.
Bad, because everybody found out.
Oh, now this.
That's terrible. Now, was that the East Coast or West Coast feed? Because she sounds like shit.
We're going to keep that for the West Coast feed, certainly.
That was Troy's intestines.
Good job.
Oh, we told him to overproduce it. That's right. I forgot about that.
It was overproduced.
It certainly was.
He proudly went into that studio. He's been recording all of his shits and found the most melodic ones.
Yeah, he did a great job with that.
Yeah.
Great job with that.
He really did.
I'm being told that Ben Mezrich is here.
Cool.
I was told 7 minutes ago he's pulling up.
Cool.
But that was 7 minutes ago.
So now what? Where is he?
Yeah, we'll see him on the way out. Benny.
Yeah.
Benny, what's up, buddy?
Hope he enjoys the Sam Roberts after show line of questioning.
Where is he?
Well, he's not booked for the after show.
It's like, hey, so what happened with your book? But first, let's just bash Erock and his toys a little bit first.
Right, maybe that's what I'll
And
do.
Troy Kwan will come in with some questions.
Oh, yeah.
And then you could talk to him about the book a little, maybe.
And then somebody will call up and call him a faggot for wearing red leather pants.
Right. They'll call with a question for him, and instead of question, someone will go, Slavo!
Right.
Yeah.
Lil Jon was a good guest on the after show.
Yes, he was.
You did a good job with that.
Lil Jon.
Mick Foley was good on Friday
I didn't hear the Mick Foley.
on the after show with Who Kid.
Oh, yeah, I heard that was a good
Moisture.
Who Kid still hasn't had me on his show?
He doesn't have any of us on.
Yeah, I know. What is that?
Yeah, what's that about,
He's a racist.
Because you leave.
Nah, it's bullshit. He's never asked.
Oh.
He could ask. He could go, do you guys want to do the show?
He's asked you like
No,
that.
he hasn't. He's never asked.
I'd go on his show in a second.
He's never
There's
said
not many
that.
shows I would do around here. That one I would definitely do.
I would do the 50s channel.
You would, yeah, I would definitely do the 50s channel.
Denny's never asked you to do a show on the 50s channel?
Denny!
Dead doing the 50s channel.
Remember when Denny was a star on our show?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Sean F., who goes by Mondo270 on Twitter.
Uh-oh.
You know, he heard us saying his latest Erock song wasn't, that great.
Well, it wasn't up to his par.
So he gave me a little DM because I follow him on the Twitter. And he writes, damn, I like the concept and went with it. Maybe it was my delivery. I really wanted to make a song without saying titties. Big, and then he writes, big mistake.
Oh, man.
So I think he's going to come back strong with a song that has titties.
Titties.
I think the weakness of that song was not in the concept, but in the writing.
Mm-hmm.
I think there were not enough funny jokes in it.
Yeah,
there were a couple.
Yes.
But not a song worth.
Travis?
Your guest is on his way up.
Cool.
I'm not staying.
It's time for the Opie and Anthony 5-minute interview.
I cannot stay.
I can't stay.
Well, he's coming in because it's not 10 o'clock and he's welcome to come in.
He's a half hour late.
He's not a half
You're
hour
not allowed
late.
to do
He's
that on
21
TV.
minutes.
Yeah, 21 minutes.
Where was he coming from?
Yeah, do you think fucking, the morning show, you think fucking...
Morning Joe?
One guy I'm trying to remember. Matt Lauer.
All right,
do you
well,
think
we're gonna
Matt
stay late.
Lauer stays late when someone shows up late?
No.
No.
He bleeds into Kathy Lee and Hoda.
No, Hoda.
Then again, Matt Lauer's producer doesn't have a Mickey Mouse shirt on.
Well, that's true.
You don't think so?
Mickey Mouse is a twat.
They don't let their hair down over there at the Today
they
Show?
certainly
No.
don't.
It's funny. What's going on with the Cleveland Broads? So are they all right? They popped back on the TV because we're back to slow news. They went back to Cleveland.
The who?
The Cleveland Brutts. Oh, they're doing good. They're trying to move on with their lives.
A fun.
And why do they still have a black and white picture of the one girl?
I don't know.
The one girl, they still have that old grainy
Maybe
black
they
and
just
white
didn't take any
picture.
photos
And she still doesn't want to see her mommy.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
She didn't like her mommy before the kidnapping.
I kind of stopped paying attention to this story.
And she has continued to not like the mommy. Wow, they put a fucking huge fence around the house now. There's your update in Cleveland. A huge 8-foot fucking chain link fence around the whole house.
The House of Horrors?
The House of Horrors.
Wow.
They don't want anyone in that thing. When you give tours, Cleveland needs the money,
boost
too.
the economy. They get more visitors than that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Rock and roll.
More happier visitors when they're leaving, I guess.
Right.
Oh, stupid rock. You want to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? No. No.
All right. Ben, welcome.
He's got 7 minutes.
What's your book about? Little thing about gambling. Cool. And good luck with it.
Good.
God bless. Get home safe.
He's got 7 minutes.
No.
From now
Was he
until-
stopping on every floor? What is he doing? Maintenance work on the elevator?
We very frequently get he's on his way up messages.
I sure hope the judge allows this this Trayvon Martin evidence.
No, it will not. It's totally irrelevant.
I don't think it's
What is
totally
it, though?
irrelevant. I think it shows
What's the evidence?
his tweet, his texts, and
Ben,
pictures from his iPhone.
You got
or from his cell phone.
You got 6.5 minutes.
6.5 minutes to
I'm
sell.
not even kidding. I'm not even kidding.
We don't have the ability to stay any later today.
Oh no!
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah,
be
the
out
show after us
at
has to
exactly
start right at 10 o'clock.
So you've made
Really?
you have 6 minutes
And 7 seconds.
starting right now. There it is. 6-minute interview.
Okay, sounds good.
So, what's the book about?
Straight flush. It's about a group of frat brothers from University of Montana who were like poor kids. One of them was so poor he sold a cow to buy his first car. And they used to play poker in a bar, a local bar in the basement. And they decided to put it online, and it became one of the largest online poker companies in the world. They moved their frat to Costa Rica. You know, lots of girls, hookers, and drugs and stuff. And they were making $1 million a day. It became this huge business.
Can you say the name of it?
It was called AbsolutePoker.com.
Okay, yeah,
this is a real. This is
Absolute
okay.
Poker and Ultimate Bet. They bought Ultimate Bet.
I've heard of those.
And then the U.S. government decided to try and make poker illegal.
Yes.
And now they're all fugitives. One's in Antigua in hiding. One's in Panama.
That's
They're
disgusting.
all on the run. And now online poker is becoming legal again.
Yeah,
but these guys still face 80-year indictments.
Well,
and stuff
you know,
like that.
if
Wow.
Yeah.
if something becomes legal, legal.
Right, doesn't
but if you
matter.
did it and it was illegal and
Right.
you're a fugitive,
Sure.
then you're still
Then again,
a
if
fugitive.
it's legal when you start doing it, they can kind of grandfather you in. If
That's
they
right.
make it illegal,
Maybe.
too.
Wait, but they were offshore.
They were offshore.
So why are
but
they in trouble?
80% of their players were American.
I see. That's
so
how they got 'em.
in 2006, two moralizing senators tried to make online gambling illegal.
Who?
Yeah.
Bill Frist, remember he was running for president?
Yeah, I met him.
Tennessee.
Sure, 4 minutes and 30
Fucking
seconds ago.
conservative.
And so these guys, one of them turned himself in, is now doing 12 months, 14 months in a federal prison.
That's easy, though.
But what's crazy is
That's easy considering the money he made.
Well, who
Is he
knows?
keeping the money?
He had to pay $1 million fine.
That's easy. If
I
you're
don't-
making $1 million a day, you take the hit, you give the government $1 million, you do 14 months in jail, and
Standing
you're
on your head, right?
standing on your head. If you
good.
know you're
Standing
coming
on
out
your
and you
head.
got millions.
He might. We don't know what anybody has left because it was unregulated. There were no.
That's
taxes or
true. Let me tell you
regulations.
what some of the things that I realized happened. I was playing online poker on one of the sites and stuff, and I was using, I guess, one of my credit cards. I think it was from, the credit card.
Right.
And I got an email from them months later that said, well, your credit card company, and I had already played with the money, lost it, whatever. Your credit card company is denying payment on this, so if you could just send us the money. And I'm
Yeah,
just
you're
like,
right.
yeah, all right.
Yeah.
And all I'm thinking is that must have happened to a lot of people.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
When the law came down on everything, the credit card companies were like, pfft.
Well, hundreds of millions of people, players lost everything. I mean, in
Yeah,
one
the
day,
ones that were ahead
the
couldn't-
Department of Justice raided, and everybody's money just disappeared.
Fucking
$100
disgusting.
million
Wow,
went
3
away.
minutes and 20 seconds
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. So if
Wait, back to you though. How much was it that you were off the hook for?
probably
About. I
maybe
know you don't
12,
talk
1200.
numbers. Well,
It's about 1,200.
That's
It's not
nice.
that much, really, considering how much I was playing on some of those rooms. You know, I was doing $500 games.
a lot of money. You know, you make it sound like nothing because you're rich, but you know, for a working
is a
Shut
lot
it.
of
money for most of us.
So now what's happening with these guys?
So one of them, I said, turned himself in, went to jail. One is in Antigua. He can't set foot off the island of Antigua, or he'll be picked up.
Like even swimming?
He believes that if he goes offshore a certain amount, there'll be like
submarine's going to come.
FBI agents in a boat waiting for him.
When you make that sound like that's horrible, it's Antigua.
Well, it's not.
How cool is that?
That's funny because when I interview him, he's always like in an infinity pool and he's got like dune buggies and stuff. But the thing is, it sucks in that he's been there. He'll be there for the rest of his life.
Whoa.
I mean, when you look at that,
the bird in the gilded cage.
It's a gilded cage.
Is Antigua really nice? Or I mean,
it's nice.
It's beautiful, but it's small. I mean, it's the size of a tiny little
gotta
village.
Get the fuck out of there at some point.
And he can't get another job. I mean, he can't work.
Well, what would he get if he left Antigua?
Well, he would. Well, his family.
Would
I
he
mean,
get, no, I mean, would he get the same deal, a year or so in jail and $1 million fine? No,
because he didn't hand himself over. I have a feeling they'd make an example out of him. That's what he's afraid of, and he's afraid they'd put him in like a real prison.
Shit!
And
Bernie gets is. I mean, I'm sorry.
Where they
Bernie
fuck
Madoff is not even in that type of jail.
Right.
Bernie Madoff stole $1 billion, and that hunk of shit is in a minimum security jail.
I mean, talk about absurd. We were all lining up for Powerball tickets a few weeks ago, right? And these guys are in jail for a poker.
Yeah, I know. What's the difference?
What's the sense of that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's just because they're not getting their cut.
Because they're not getting their taste.
Government
needs their
well,
taste.
the state of New York went after Poker Stars, which was in the same indictment, and the Poker Stars guy paid a $750 million fine to the DOJ in the state of New York, and now he's off. And, it's like it's a money
that makes
thing.
it right.
That makes it
all
okay.
of a sudden the right and wrong aspect of it is only money.
It's big money.
It really is.
So why can't this guy fly somewhere else? Why does he have to?
Because
no extradition.
There's no anywhere he goes. If there's an extradition, he'll probably get grabbed. He's just afraid of getting picked up.
But can't he go somewhere where
you always worry if there's an emergency and the plane has to land somewhere,
in the US.
and it's not. A lot of people that are thinking about going to a place that doesn't have extradition, you got to consider the fact that maybe there might be a mechanical problem.
Right.
We're diverting the plane to fuck you, Vil.
Right. And the other thing is, it all depends on how badly they want him. I mean, if they feel like they could get $500 million off of him, they might work hard to get him.
But can't they just drag him in and make up a story?
We
found him on a raft a couple hundred yards offshore.
Antigua protects him.
They do?
Antigua believes that online poker should be legal.
They're right.
And I believe he's probably put some money into Antigua. And Antigua, so on that island, he feels safe. But he wouldn't feel safe in Costa Rica.
Right.
In Costa Rica, they raided his house and were dragging everything out of his house. And a couple of the other guys I would meet in Toronto because they were willing to go to Canada because Canada has pretty liberal laws.
How about France? Obviously, Roman Polanski's doing pretty well there.
Well, it's okay if you do that. It's not okay if you play poker.
Don't play poker, but a little statutory rape.
Right. That's a different rule, right? But it's crazy, man. It's nuts. It's all very strange laws.
And horse racing, you can bet the horses
racing.
online.
You can bet horse racing. You can bet all sorts of things. You can play casinos. There's a casino 10 minutes from every city in the country, basically.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But lottery, everything. But I'm not trying to make these guys out to be saints. I mean, there was a lot of cocaine and hookers pretty much continuously through the book. But in terms of what they did with online poker, they shouldn't be facing prison.
Yeah, no way.
Sounds like another great book by you, man.
Thank you. This is
how many movies you got?
Well, I mean, the two were made, and then we're working on this one. My last book, Sex on the Moon, is at Sony. And I just sold something to 20th Century Fox with Brett Ratner, the director, who's awesome. So
do you know what I
got
heard?
A few things going.
You know what I heard about Sony today? It just blew my fucking mind. They're actually thinking about getting rid of the electronics. The entertainment they were considering like spinning off and completely getting rid of their electronic sector. TVs, the games, everything electronic, because when they look at the books, it doesn't do anything for their bottom line, the electronics. Do you know what they make most of their fucking money? Like all their fucking money. Sony. Selling insurance in Japan. Sony sells insurance in Japan. That's where their whole fucking shit comes from. All that electronics, fucking PlayStation, fucking TVs with Sony on it, all your headphones, your this, that, nothing.
Good. You know why? Because they're so obsessed with their what is nothing they have works with anything else.
Oh yeah, proprietary
shit. Sony is terrible with.
Yeah, fucking insurance salesman. That kind of makes sense though. Pricks. Good for them.
This annoyed me. I actually want to read this because that story annoys me that the government got involved with that shit. That really
shut it all
Terrible.
down. And yeah,
creeps. Like, whose business is it?
Who cares? I mean, why? And now it's legal in Nevada and New Jersey now.
And
So now-
why have they decided to make it legal? Because they finally figure out how to make money off it?
Because as long as they're going to get tax money out of it, the states are always looking for money. So the first legal online poker company just opened in Nevada, but you have to be in Nevada. They triangulate your cell phone. So you have to have a computer open to play and a cell phone next to it, and then you can play, and they just ping your cell phone to make sure you're in Nevada.
Christ.
Someone will figure out a workaround on that.
You would think. I mean, someone would be anywhere. But slowly it'll go state by state, and then it'll eventually be back.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Instantly, I'm like, how can we get past that cell phone thing?
I'll tell you how. You give somebody a phone when they're in Nevada and tell them just to turn. How do they know if it's right by your computer?
Well, they know where your phone is. So the
How do they know where
location
your
of
computer
phone.
is? Oh,
I think
the
probably
IP address.
It's probably
IP address,
IP
yeah, the
that-
IP address.
I'm sure there's a way around it, but I mean, if you're really trying that hard, I mean,
yeah, then you
Just get a ticket and go to
fucking
Nevada.
the casino.
Yeah, really. Just go to Nevada.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's good that they can track you to play online poker, but we can't figure out a way to track missing children.
Right.
Priorities really stink.
Sounded very adult
Yeah.
of you. You know, we could put a man on the moon.
Yeah, but it's just the priorities are just for them to get their greedy dick beaters on more of your money.
Yes,
These
true.
fucking pigs.
It's a constant search
They
for
can't
your shit.
keep their fucking hands off your money.
I hate that. Oh, man. Well, you know what? What a great book. What a great interview this has
6
been.
minutes. The 6 minutes.
We
Oh,
actually
we
went
gave you a
little
couple
over.
extra.
We actually went a little over.
So we go
because
way
it
back
is
with you.
good.
So we gave you an extra three.
Thank you,
And
guys.
if you want to, hang out, I'm sure Sam Roberts would love to have you.
Of course, yeah.
No, he's good.
Really?
Yeah, he's really good.
Sam does the
he looks
After
funny, but
O&A
he
show.
does a good interview.
I don't look funny. I'm
Well,
handsome.
Stupid.
What? He looks stupid.
You all
He
of
looks
you look
stupid.
You look like fucking. You look like
all look
Bozo the Clown in the dressing room before fucking showtime.
All of you are stupid.
Creepy denim shirt.
Good one.
That is very nicely
Good one. Good
pressed.
comeback.
Exactly.
It's like Garanimals.
No, you're stupid.
You're all stupid.
No, you're
and Bozo
stupid.
never wore denim, so that makes you even double
I don't like your
stupid.
fucking two different denim pants and shirt.
I don't like your Black Sabbath T-shirt.
Doesn't like you either.
Black Sabbath is a T-shirt. Doesn't like or dislike anyone.
Told you.
Stupid.
Ben, doing a lot of TV, I see.
I'm doing Today Show tomorrow. I'm doing,
That's awesome.
What?
A lot
That's
of
weird.
big stuff.
I saw you on TV this morning.
I
Show
was
tomorrow.
Who were you doing? I missed.
Squawk Box. I guess.
Oh,
I
that's
guess
Squawk
hosted.
Box. Were you
That's what I
talking some
call
stocks?
every girl I've dated.
Squawk Box.
I gotta remember that one for next time I'm on the show.
Your book has a very long title.
Just say that, yeah.
Ben Mezrich, straight flush, obviously. The true story of 6 college friends who dealt their way to a $1 billion online poker empire and how it all came crashing down. Out today in all the places you get books these days. Cool, man.
Little of that collusion going online too. It's pretty easy to go in with 2 or 3 people.
Oh, there were some cheating scandals. There's cheating in the book too.
Yeah.
The companies themselves, there was some cheating.
Oh,
also.
I'm sure. Yeah. But it was kind of cool. You'd get like 3 guys at a table, and you're either playing from the same room,
Right.
or you got like you're texting each other or have a FaceTime opened up, and you're like, "What do you got?" So now you all know what each other has.
Yeah.
You know who should be the guy that goes for it. And the other guys just pump up and try to get the other guys out. It winds up you have much better chance of getting the whole pot.
Together.
Yeah, working together. But they frowned upon that, I guess.
Well, how do you know that the game isn't cheating you? It's a
That's
fucking
just it.
computer.
Well, there were a
It
couple,
was, yeah.
couple times when that did happen.
Hey,
but,
he's got
yeah.
2 kings. Should we give him a third? No, we shouldn't.
No, we shouldn't.
3 of clubs and tell him to eat ass and fucking beat it.
The thing is, the company was making the money off of the rake, so
Yeah, they don't really
didn't care
need to
what
cheat.
was.
It's like a casino doesn't need to cheat because
Yeah.
they're all going to make all your money anyway.
As long as you're betting against somebody else and the pot gets in there, they take a little percentage of the pot.
piece
It
every
doesn't
hand,
matter who's winning or losing at the table.
No.
You know,
Unless they got some of their players in there.
They
now
want-
winning hands
yeah.
on top of that.
They want the guy to get that 3rd king, and they want a guy to get the 3rd ace,
Right,
and they want them to bet against each other, get the pot really high, so they wind up making money. But yeah, I would assume that if they are playing in the games and they can control the fucking outcome.
There was a couple incidents, right?
Yeah, huh?
but they paid back the players once the players found out.
Ain't that nice?
Yeah.
Who found out? How'd they figure it out?
Players figured it out. They got a hold of, like, these guys are pretty serious, the players.
Mm.
They would get 10,000 hand histories and
Wow.
look at every hand and say, this guy was always betting at the right time. How did he know to bet? And then they analyzed it with mathematical models and figured out someone was cheating.
Oh, wow.
I would just go, I lost a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
I'm going to nap.
I'm going to nap.
Wow. All right, kids. It's
right
been
on.
fun.
Hey, really fun.
Love
Thank
having
you
you in.
guys.
Sorry about the traffic.
No,
and shit.
no, it's not my
Fucking,
fault. I
not
wish-
you, Jimmy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's New York, you know. As they say in New York. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
What are you gonna do?
That's right. Well,
Good luck with the book.
Thank you, guys. Thank
definitely
you.
sounds
Jimmy's
cool.
got a plug too.
Jimmy.
Yes. Antisocial Comedy Tour. We're doing one show
Not
for the
Uncle
summer.
Social.
Myself, David Tell, Amy Schumer, and Artie Lang. Saturday, July 20th, Sands Casino Resort Event Center in Bethlehem, PA. One show only. It goes on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. And I'm thinking it's going to sell out. Artie, me, and Dave are on what we call Amy Schumer's coattails, happily. And stick around for Sam and Ben Mezrich next.
Yes,
And,
hang out.
This book is
Sam will
called
take
Straight
care of you.
Flush, and I'm certainly going to fucking read this.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Ben.
my person.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
The Opie and Anthony Show is pretty much over. This show will be available later today with SiriusXM On Demand. After ONA Live is next. SiriusXM. And now, the Opie and Anthony Show continues. This is After ONA Live. Here's your host, Sam Roberts.
Yes. After Opie and Anthony Live, Ben Mezrich is hanging out. We were just talking about 50 Shades of Grey coming out as a movie.
Yeah.
You think that they'll be able to do that? Because I would think... Oh, Opie's coming back. He left his phone here.
Oh.
I would think... Opie, Mr. I'm in a rush to go home. Mr. I can't wait for Ben Mezrich. Oh, I left my phone here.
Oh.
That's embarrassing for you, isn't it?
Awkward.
Awkward.
I finished my Sudoku puzzle.
Okay, well, we got a lot of prizes. Call up if you want to talk to Ben Mezrich, because we have not only the Sudoku.
Well, I finished it during the Ben Mezrich interview.
It was 6 minutes long.
He knows I'm a big fan. Me and Jimmy were just talking about you in the bathroom, how you just whip out these books one after another. It's amazing. And you
Thank
find
you.
these unique stories that no one else found.
Well, people pitch them to me at just 20 a week. I get pitches. But
You find these
yeah.
guys that make a lot of money really fast.
But we've known each other a long time. I've been since Boston days. I've known
know.
you. Yeah. But
What's your next book, by the way? I meant to ask that to
after this one, I actually I'm not sure what the big next nonfiction book.
But you
will
got
be.
a couple ideas.
I have
don't
a couple big ideas.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
but-
just not saying that.
Well, I have to lock
You have
it
to
down.
sell this one
but-
first.
Yeah, no, I'm getting there. But I do have a movie project I'm working on as well.
Right.
And then yeah.
I left my book right here for safekeeping.
Somebody ripped it off.
No, it's for
it's
safekeeping.
still there. All
Yeah,
right.
this is my bookshelf.
Stay there.
Right
Yeah.
there. Because I'm bringing it home tomorrow.
There's only one book on it. What do you mean that's your bookshelf?
There's more below.
I don't see.
He's a one author man.
Oh, is that what it is? And he's gotten through your other works.
That's
so
right. That's right. I
He
gotta
just got
tell.
the one.
Yeah.
But we have 2
Straight flush.
signed copies of Straight Flush to give away. So call in if you want to. But yeah, it was a.
Dude, if it gives my
Yeah.
Sudoku puzzle a little juice, have them sign that too.
Nobody's talking about your Sudoku puzzle. We got signed books. Completed the Sudoku puzzle in 6 minutes. How do you end up getting all these stories? Because it seems like, your kind of thing now is you get to write about these amazing stories. You tell them in a compelling way, and they become great movies. That's kind of the business model,
That's
right?
the goal. Yeah, I get ever since Bringing Down the House and the movie 21.
Yeah.
I get pitches, and it's usually college kids who've done something crazy or wild, and they'll just email me or tweet me or whatever, and I go through them all and try and find a story that has all the elements, like the sex and the fun locales that I want to go to and all that craziness. And this story just caught my eye because it's online poker, and it just seemed really cool. A bunch of frat brothers who kind of went in that direction, and almost became billionaires. But yeah, I just get pitched everything, continuous pitching.
And that's what changed everything, Bringing Down the House?
I think that was the first one. The Social Network kind of brought a whole new audience to me.
Right.
But, 21, Bringing Down the House, because it was like a caper, it was young kids pulling off a scheme.
Yeah.
And so that's been what everybody
Yeah, it was like Ocean's 11, except with kids.
College
and,
kids.
Yeah.
So that really launched it.
And it really happened. Like Ocean's 11 is a fantasy world.
Right.
And you're looking at this thing like, oh my God, is that what you like? Do you only like writing nonfiction or?
I really enjoy it if there's like a story like that where it's kind of something you never really heard about and it's kind of a secret. That really I like. I love the big true stories that can be written as a thriller.
Yeah.
I used to write fiction, and I will write fiction in the future. But these nonfiction stories, as long as the stories keep coming, I like doing them.
And do you think it's easier to grab people when it's nonfiction? Just the idea of you have to find the right nonfiction story.
Right.
But when you can find stories like you find,
you want it to be true. I think when you read something, when it's true, it just adds that extra factor, makes you like it more, especially when it's real crazy.
Right. Well, yeah, that's why I think half the reason why people liked Fargo,
right,
is because in the beginning it says it's a true story,
right, and then it's not,
and then everybody just believes it. And then you watch like the bonus features on the DVD, and William H. Macy says that he was like, "Is there any research on this? Could I find like the real people?" And they were like, "It's
not true.
It's not true. We just say that.
It's not true.
It's not actually a true story."
That's funny. Yeah. No.
Do you? How close? I guess they're not really. Do you feel like they become your stories when you write them?
I try. I do. When I write them, I kind of insert myself in. I try and become a part of it.
Yeah.
Like bringing down the house, I was strapping money to my body and going to and from Vegas. For this one, I was
That's ridiculous.
In Antigua with the main character. I do try and get inside it, and I insert myself a little bit. I mean, when I write the story, I try and tell it from their point of view. I get attacked a lot because sometimes my characters become like heroes in the story, even when they're doing pretty horrible things sometimes.
Yeah.
And so because I really begin to identify with them, I think. But yeah, I get inside. I want to be inside it.
And you have to kind of become an expert in whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I was card counting with the blackjack team. I was going to Vegas every weekend. I was, carrying $250,000 under my clothes.
How do you get people to trust you?
Well,
to kind of enter that world.
That's part of the game. I don't go in as like a journalist with a notepad and a tape recorder. I go in as part of the story. I go in as I'm going to go at 2 a.m. to some club with these guys. It's not, I'm not trying to out anybody and ruin anybody's lives.
Right, your idea is to kind of be able to tell the story from a first-person perspective.
Right, exactly. So, the hard thing is the trust. I mean, sometimes it takes a while to get in. Sometimes they hate you after the project's done. Afterwards they're like, I didn't want you to write that. It's different with every project.
So, the Facebook book that was called Accidental Billionaires,
right,
that turned into The Social Network, you didn't get to do anything with. I mean, that was totally.
That was Eduardo. Mark was very unhappy with me.
Yeah.
So I was.
Did you meet him?
I spoke to and from their people. Mark refused to talk to me in the end. I was close with Sean Parker, who was the Justin Timberlake character, the Winklevi twins. I mean, you couldn't invent these guys if you wanted to. Right? I love those guys.
What's great, because you watch them and then now you see them on 2020 and all these 60 Minutes and stuff like that, and you're like,
that's them.
I can't believe they exist.
6'5" identical twin Olympic rowers. They dress in suits. They're great. They own it. And then I knew Eduardo well. So Eduardo's the one who came to me and wanted to tell the Andrew Garfield character, who was just, Mark Zuckerberg screwed me. That's how he opened this. He emailed me. I started hanging out with him, and he wanted to tell that story. So Mark was very unhappy I was writing it. So Zuckerberg never.
And how difficult is that for you? Because you have to know that this Zuckerberg has an army of lawyers waiting for you to do one thing that he can sue you for.
And many billions of dollars. I knew that as long as we were telling the truth, and as long as I feel like the book and the movie are very accurate. He says they're bull. He says,
But if they were actually bull.
They have reasons not to sue, obviously. But, in the end, this was what Eduardo felt happened. This is what the Winklevi felt happened. This is what Sean felt happened. Mark, I'm very clear in the beginning of the book that Mark would not talk to me. So if you want Mark's story, you have to wait for Mark to tell it. But he would never tell the story that Eduardo wanted to tell. And I felt pretty sure that as long as I walked, in the truth, I would be okay.
Do you know how to tell when people are lying at this point?
Well, I mean, that's part of the game, too. And sometimes you do catch them in lies.
Yeah.
Yes. I not necessarily right away, but I have a lot of court documents. So a book like The Social Network, you have 10,000 pages of court documents with everybody's interviews in it to go cross-check everything with. So when someone says something and then I read a court document and I know they're not telling the truth, then I could call them on it. But yeah, you could sort of tell. I mean, you gotta read people.
And have you ever gotten started on a book and realized a lot of this is bullshit?
I get pitch stories all the time, and I'm like, this can't possibly be true. And then I get inside and like, oh yeah, it wasn't true.
Like Tucker Max or something.
Tucker Max has built his own industry, right? So
around bullshit.
He doesn't need someone else to write it for him. Yeah, I've had a few instances where I've gotten into a story and then realized I can't write it for various reasons. But maybe it's too dangerous sometimes. Sometimes I get into a story and I'm like, you know what? If I go this route, I'm probably going to get killed, so I'm not going to write this story.
Some people just don't want to be exposed.
I don't want to. I remember I was getting pitched during the whole Egyptian revolution back. The guys in the square were trying to get me to go there and tell their story, and I was like, oh man,
I don't think
I'm gonna get my head cut off. I'm not gonna go there.
I kind of like writing about American college kids.
Right.
So what's the worst that could possibly happen?
Send me to Vegas. Yeah.
So what is the most dangerous thing you've done? Is it?
When I wrote a book called Ugly Americans, which is about a guy who gets caught up in the Japanese mob, and he falls in love with someone he met in a sex club. It's all in the sex underground in Japan. And there was a chapter in that book about this Chinese Hong Kong billionaire. And when I wrote it, the main character called me and said, "Oh, you can't turn it in like this." And I was like, "Why?" And he goes, "That guy's notorious for killing journalists." I was like, "All right, I'm done with this book." No, I wrote the book, but I cut that chapter. There's been a few instances when I was in Vegas.
You're willing to sacrifice your integrity if it means nobody will murder you.
I wrote a story when I wrote Bringing Down the House. I was interviewing people in Vegas, and some private eyes were like, "Oh, we want to meet you," and so they picked me up, and then they drove me into like the middle of the desert and like dropped me off. And it was just to show me that they could do stuff like that.
But they did that.
But yeah, they did. And then someone came and picked me up like an hour later. But it was like,
what did you do for the hour?
I thought I was going to die.
Did you just stand there? Did you walk around?
I didn't have any way of doing anything. No cell phone reception, nothing.
So you just kind of sat.
I was waiting by the side of the road. And I had a feeling they would come back because they wanted to do the interview. But it was like one of those moments.
You hoped.
Well, it was one of those moments like, well, who am I dealing with here? And I try and be careful, and you don't want to go meet with mobsters unless, you know them. Unless you're friends.
You have to really get to know your mobsters.
Right, exactly.
Wow. So when you did the Ugly Americans, did you have to spend a lot of time in sex clubs?
I did. I mean, I went, I say it like that. I went to Tokyo for about a month or, a few weeks, and it takes place in this world. He was an American kid. He basically packed a bag and moved to Japan and worked for a hedge fund. Made a single deal that made $500 million in 5 minutes. He became very wealthy. But it all takes place in these places called sexual harassment clubs, which would be like a club that looks like a subway car, and it even vibrates like a subway car. And there are women who are standing there pretending they're riding the subway.
They're hired to be there.
You pay a fee to go in and molest them. Or there's places called No Underwear Coffee Shops, No Pants Coffee Shops. And it's a coffee shop where all the girls are in skirts with no underwears, and the floor is glass. And you go underneath, and it's just like a coffee shop underneath. Japan is crazy. I mean, it's... that when I wrote that book, I spent a lot of time investing because that's where all of these scenes business takes place in these places called soaplands. Soaplands are the famous ones, where every level is a different level of woman, and at the top are actual porn stars and actresses.
I thought you meant like at the bottom they're just men.
No,
and then women with penises.
Maybe there's a basement. No, but it's and you go in and you pay a fee depending on what floor you want to go to, and it's just Japan has a very lively sex industry. So the book Ugly Americans, I know the book I'm talking about now is Straight Flush, but Ugly Americans was a book I wrote that took place in that world.
Does that have, when you go and you do these press tours for new books?
Yeah.
Obviously, you're going to end up talking about your experiences writing all the other books. Do all your books get kind of a boost in sales?
I do. Bringing Down the House is the perennial kind of. Every college kid reads that 21 or sees 21.
Well, because they all think they're going to be card captors.
They're all going to go to Vegas and bleed blackjack. I feel bad because I always see people reading that book on the flight to Vegas. That's the worst time to read that book. But that one is always big.
You should be reading a book on how to card count, not how that guy card counted.
Exactly. And then the Facebook book obviously does. It always gets a pickup when I go out. And Ugly Americans was one of the ones that kind of never took off. But
why wouldn't they turn that into a movie?
We've sold it 3 times. It's almost been made a movie by everybody. Oliver Stone almost made it at one point. It was at DreamWorks for a while. It came close and close and close, and I would love to see it made. But really cool story. But it just not quite. So.
I mean, just because of the environment it takes place in, just to introduce to people.
Well, it was all about that expat American kids living large in Asia, and it's like a crazy world. You'd go out there. And at 22, you'd be given these $10,000 a month apartments. You'd have 5 girlfriends who all knew each other but didn't care. You'd have you'd live like a rock star, and you would work at a bank. And it was just this. The Western banking community in Hong Kong and Tokyo is just crazy.
So when you go into the Subway Club, do you end up sort of being like, I don't know?
Personally, well, I know I'm the writer. I just watch. I'm like the fly on the wall. My whole career is the fly on the wall.
And no part of you wants to be like, I don't know, do you really think we should be molesting these girls? I mean, do they like this?
That's the thing, and that's part of what the story is about. Is that, Americans are not brought up the way Japanese are brought up. In Japan, sex is something, it's like a bodily function. It's not considered bad. When men go on business trips, their wives will pack condoms along with them in case they feel a need. It's not considered wrong. sex.
Like toothpaste,
well,
shampoo,
exactly. So American
condoms.
guys, college-age guys who go to Asia, it's like a bizarre world. I mean, it's a different. They don't, and a lot of these places they won't let Westerns in. They actually have no gaijin or no Westerners allowed. And so you go to these sex clubs, unless you have a guide who is Japanese, you can't get into these places.
And that's how you got into a bunch
they
of
make
them.
a big X sign and you're not allowed in. So you have to have people there to take
Wow.
you around. Yeah. And it's incredibly expensive also. I mean, everything is ridiculous there.
I would imagine. Do they actually have vending machines that sell dirty underwear?
They sell girls' panties, yeah.
They do?
Yeah. And the famous porn stars will sign panties and wear them and then put them in these vending machines.
Oh.
I know.
Let's take a phone call.
I think
Chip.
my publisher probably just had a heart attack.
yeah. Cut it. Chip is on the phone.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
Hi, Chip.
They really do sell those underpants in the vending machines out there. That must be one stinking machine, right?
I would imagine if it's urine stained or whatever, yeah, it stink.
Yeah, you gotta put a bunch of nickels in or something. What the heck, right?
Do you have a question or?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that the book seems very interesting. But you ought to do a book about those armed car robberies, like with the Brinks truck or something. You should write a book about that.
That's like The Town. The Town was good. Remember
Right.
that one?
Yeah, they did that.
Chuck Hogan wrote a book about that. It was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, this one it sounds good though about the online poker.
Oh,
I
thank
went
you.
on one time. What's that?
Thanks, man. It's straight flush.
Yeah. I went on there and I didn't do too good. My mother was like, Chipper, you're losing your money. I was like, Ma, I know what I'm doing.
You didn't though, did you?
Nah, I lost a lot of money. I thought you got your money back or something when you were done.
That's ridiculous. All right, thank you very much, Chip.
Hold on a second. I ain't done. I wanted to say that I think that the book's going to be really good. And what stores can I buy it in?
Oh, you can buy it in Amazon and all bookstores. Is it out now? Today, right?
Yeah, it's out today. It's out today.
It's out
I
today.
don't know.
It's out this morning. Yeah.
Nobody seems to know what the heck.
It's out,
Like,
Chip.
guys,
It's out now.
It's out today.
It's called Straight Flush by Ben Mezrich.
That's right.
It seems like a very good book.
All right,
though. I think
all
that I
right.
want to go out and get it. It seems like it will be a very good read, Ben.
Okay, I'll talk to you later, Chip.
Thank you.
Fuck you, cocksucker.
Okay, goodbye. That's Chip. You never know who's going to... Quinn in California has a question. What's up, Quinn?
Hey, I was just thinking about the difference between screenplays and books, and what's your opinion on that?
I mean, it's yeah. Go on. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's a very different, industry. A lot of people go out to L.A. to try and become screenwriters, and it's a very different form of writing. I've written a couple screenplays. I haven't ever gotten anything made or anything, but I think it's different. I love the book business, and I think the screenplay business is a lot more. You have to meet with people and talk to people, and it's not always on.
You don't just get to sit in your room and
yeah, you're not as much of a loner like I like to be. But I think I don't know. It's great. I love movies, and it's just such a process to get a movie made. And there's so many people get involved in a screenplay that by the end, how much of it is yours, I don't. It all depends. I don't know. Yeah.
All right.
All right, Quinn. Thanks.
Any more? What?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, unless I can get a mixtape.
Yeah, I'll send you a mixtape, and I'll send you a copy of the book, too.
Oh, awesome.
All right, stay on hold, Quinn. That's Straight Flush by Ben Mezrich. I'm going to send him a signed copy.
Oh, nice.
So, do you feel like you have to give up your books when they become movies?
You do in a large way. When you sell the movie, you kind of lose control. You don't really have any control.
Right.
So once you have to hope you sell it to the people who will make a good movie out of it, and that's where you have your control is picking who you sell it to. But once you accept that check, it's their project, and they can do whatever they want with it.
So you didn't, you hung on a little bit though.
I stay on the set. I consult on the screenplay. I was fortunate. Kevin Spacey and Dana Brunetti, who made 21 and The Social Network, I was very close with them, so I could go to Hollywood and be involved, which was
But that's
great.
kind of their prerogative.
But that's very unique. I know a lot of authors who sell their project and then just have to wait and see. I'm usually pretty involved, but in the end, they don't really want you that involved. They want to make the movie, and you have to just trust that they'll do a good job. I've been very lucky, but sooner or later, I'm sure a bad movie will be made from one of my books, and it'll be a harder experience, I think.
How many possible stories are there of people like Straight Flush that become billionaires in college?
I wasn't going to return to gambling. I had, Bringing Down the House was a long time ago, and 10 years ago, I guess. But this story, because it's online poker, and I feel like there's hundreds of thousands of people who played poker, and suddenly it all went away.
Yeah.
And I felt like there was a cool story there. I think there's a lot of true stories. I mean, there's you read the news every day, there's another big story that would make a great book. For me, it has to be something no one else has really heard about or knows about. So it's tricky, but every year or so I seem to get another one. But I think there's an infinite number of true stories that are good to write.
Yeah. Well, obviously you look
at Wall Street. Wall Street is such a mess, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a dozen stories a day there of all these people cheating other people and stealing, and big hedge funds that it turns out were built on insider trading. I mean, those are all great stories too.
So explain Straight Flush again, because there are a lot of people that are just kind of tuning in now.
Straight Flush is the true story of 6 frat brothers, essentially, at University of Montana. Grew up really poor. I mean, one of them was so poor he sold his cow to buy his first car. And they played poker in a basement bar in Montana. And they decided to try and put it online. It eventually became one of the largest online poker sites, called AbsolutePoker.com.
Which is ridiculous, because how does a guy who's selling a cow to get a car?
Yeah, I mean, they had no computer experience, didn't know anything about software. They hired people. They did whatever they could to raise enough money. They raised $25,000, and then they raised $750,000. They moved their frat to Costa Rica, essentially, and they built the whole company in Costa Rica, which is the Wild West. I mean, there was just, everything is legal there, or everything. There's no law, really.
How did they know to go to Costa Rica?
Well, that's where all a lot of the gaming sports betting sites were run out of. So, if you were to bet on sports online, it was all out of Costa Rica. So they figured there was already gaming industry there. And it wasn't illegal in the United States, but it wasn't legal. It was one of these things where you couldn't tell whether it was legal or not to have an online poker site. So they chose Costa Rica also because it's really cheap. You could get a big house and live there for nothing, a couple $1,000s or whatever. And they built the company to $1 million a day business. At that one point, they were bringing in $1 million a day, completely unregulated. It's just craziness. And then the U.S. government decided it was illegal. And one day in 2011, they shut down all online poker, seized all the money, all the players lost their money, and these guys became fugitives.
You had to know it was coming, though, because whether it's legal or not, like if you figured out a way to make $1 million a day without declaring it, somebody's going to figure out a way to make that illegal.
Yeah,
like somebody's going to come find you.
I mean,
at
somebody
some point.
wants taxes on that, and that's essentially what happened. Is that the U.S. government and the state of New York actually said this is not right. And in 2006, there was a bill passed which essentially made what they were doing illegal. So from 2006 to 2011, they knew the clock was ticking. They just got bigger and bigger and bigger.
But they kept going after it was declared illegal.
A lot of companies shut down in 2006. They stayed. So that's why they were making so much money, because no one else was around.
Right.
They were taking a lot of risks.
Right.
Yeah.
And then what finally shut them down?
The Department of Justice raided everybody.
They were like, no, listen.
All right, now we're done. Yeah.
But they can't, so they're not coming back to the U.S.
They can't set fit. One of them turned himself in, is doing 14 months in federal prison. One of them refuses to come back, and he's in Antigua, and the rest are in Panama, Costa Rica.
How did that guy only get 14 months?
Well, because first of all, he turned himself in. So, second of all, the prosecutor told him he wouldn't get any jail time, just big fines. And then the judge said, no, I'm going to make an example, and gave him 14 months.
And so these other guys are
like,
going,
no
Jesus,
way.
that's going light on him.
But, you have to ask, I mean, is it worth, let's say you could keep a lot of the money. Well, a lot of people, if you could keep $50 million, would you do a year in prison? Most people would probably make a decision there. I mean, I don't know. It depends on the prison,
And so this guy does 14 months, but he gets to keep his money or no?
No, he had to pay $1 million fine. Problem was he wasn't the head, so he didn't have that kind of money. So the truth is that he took the fall. He got screwed.
Yeah.
He's a very nice guy. They're all actually, I got along with all of them. They're really nice guys. He basically thought by turning himself in, he could get it done with, be off. He didn't think he would go to jail. And the other guys now seeing that are like, well, I'm not going to turn myself in, right?
Right, of course.
Yeah.
So does the Department of Justice now, are they...
Well, they're trying to negotiate, but they want these guys to do some jail time. The main guy. The main guy is really the one who's in Antigua who really can't come back. But at the same time, online poker is now becoming legal. In the state of Nevada and state of New Jersey and Delaware, online poker is back to being legal. So the question is, what happens when it's legal everywhere? Can these guys then make a deal and come back?
Right, because, I broke a law, but it's not a law anymore.
Right. And so, that's, I think, what the main character is hoping for, is that the government becomes reasonable. Because it's stupid. There's no reason why online poker should be illegal.
It's because they haven't figured out, because there's too many ways to do it without them getting their taste.
Right.
Probably.
We can all line up for the lottery, but we can't play online poker.
Because the lottery, they get
their
them.
money. That's all it is. It's money. So make a way for them to pay you their, regulate it, tax it, make an age limit maybe, and then you have online poker.
So is the government at all, when they find out that you're writing this book and you're going out there and you're going to talk to them, does anybody start talking to you?
Well, I always wondered, I always had a lawyer ready to go on my flights because I didn't know if I'd come back and get taken in customs and subpoenaed or whatever. I mean, listen, it's a true story. I'm a journalist. I'm absolutely allowed to interview people and write about them, but I certainly could get questioned about it, and that's fine. They know where this guy is. He's in Antigua. The government of Antigua is protecting him. It's legal there.
Why are they protecting him?
Well, it's legal in Antigua. Antigua loves online poker. Online gaming is one of their biggest industries.
And they don't want people to be scared off being like, well, they're letting the U.S. in here to...
Yeah. I mean, they make a lot of money. Again, it's money, but Antigua makes a ton of money off of online poker. So I don't know, what's going to happen to this guy? Nobody really knows.
Right. But you were never questioned or anything.
I was not yet questioned by anybody, no.
But I would assume that...
Look, if he goes to trial, maybe I'd be subpoenaed or something like that.
But it wouldn't be like...
It wouldn't be a big deal. I mean, I'm just writing the story.
Have you been subpoenaed before?
I have amazingly not. I have not. Everything's been great. The Facebook story went off and it was awesome, and everything's as long as you're writing it, the way I write, I'm very clear about it. I write a thriller that's based on true stuff. I create it like an action sort of story, but it is everything in it actually happens. So that's where kind of you protect yourself.
And are you thinking now, like, what type of movie does this make?
I think this would be an awesome movie. There's a lot of young stars that would be great, and then I think it'll be a cool movie.
Is that part of your writing style, though?
Yeah.
Like the intention is
absolutely. And when I sit down to write a book now, I'm thinking who's going to, and not specific actors, but I visualize it as a movie.
Right.
Because it's all one and the same for me. I just love movies. I love television, and when I write, I want my book to read like that.
Do you wish they wouldn't change your titles all the time?
My titles, I know I get screwed on the titles.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like,
I've been
you
screwed
probably
over and over again. The Social Network totally screwed me because Accidental Billionaires, nobody really realized it was the Social Network.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you could probably sell more books because
a lot more. Yeah. Well, you know what? It's a different industry. When you sell your project, they're like, "Oh, this title doesn't work. Let's change it." And you're like, "Oh God." So you put out a paperback with the new title or whatever, but yeah, it's always very difficult.
Because people would probably see Accidental Billionaires and be like, "What? They just rip off the Social Network?
Right.
Like they just wrote a book ripping it off."
Yeah, absolutely. And Bringing Down the House, the problem was there was that Queen Latifah movie, Bringing Down the House. So.
No, it's the. It's not duh.
It's Bringing Down the House.
It's the. It's different.
Right.
No.
Right.
Let's go to James in New York. What's up, James?
Hey, I want some free shit.
That's it?
I just want some free shit.
All right, well, I got to respect that. Then how about a copy of Straight Flush?
Yeah, that's cool.
Signed by
guess what my right hand is?
Where is it?
Steering wheel, you sick fuck.
All right. All right.
All right, have a good day.
Thank you, James. Thank you very much. Do you kind of assume that it's going to be a bestseller, or is there still jitters?
You never know whether a book's going to do really well or not.
Or do you care?
I do care.
You do.
care. I mean, you want people to like your book. You want people to read your book. And a book like this is kind of aimed at my audience. Straight Flush it's the people who like Bringing Down the House and are into poker and that kind of world of young people making lots of money. So I hope it will do as well as my other books. But you never know until it comes out. A lot of it just depends on how the word gets out there and whether nobody really knows what's going to make a bestseller or not.
Do you get bored when you don't have a book? Like when you're just living your life? Are you like, well, I'm not like smuggling money. I'm not going to weird sex clubs.
Yeah, there's a real high to the research stage of a book like this when you're getting inside of it. The writing itself is miserable. Nobody likes writing. Like sitting there and writing 10 pages in a day is just awful.
Yeah.
You want to just die the whole time. But when you're researching the book, it's very exciting. It's thrilling. And then when the book comes out, it's just all anxiety.
Can you just be like a research assistant?
I mean,
like,
I don't have any assistants. All these
take
people,
notes.
People always try and become my assistant, but I don't want to take responsibility for someone ending up in Costa Rica in some whorehouse at 2 a.m. It's one of those crazy worlds where I like to just go in and do it as part of the scene. And so the research is fun. It's harder as I get older because I'm not the college kid anymore.
Right.
Running around with these guys who are like, it's physically more demanding now. But it's pretty cool.
Are you married or single?
I have kids. I'm married. I'm an old man now.
So
2 little babies. Yeah.
That has to be even stranger though, because you go home and your wife is like,
Well, my wife makes sure that I don't do the stories that are really over the top. No,
you've already done them.
I know.
I don't understand what that
don't
means.
get to write about whorehouses anymore. No, my wife's great. She's awesome. And it's very different being at this stage of my life writing these stories than it was then. But at the same time, I feel like I have a little bit more of a objective view from outside now. Because when you're 25 writing these stories, it's like oh, this is cool, this is awesome, this is cool, let's go, drive Ferraris and race them down this road. Now you're like, man, I might crash. It's like a different feel.
So is there a part of you now that is like, okay, this is a lot of fun. I'm glad that I get to go home soon.
Right. Is there a big story about someone who like lives in a big house and doesn't do anything? No, I try and I take more care. I'm much more careful now. The travel is much less fun now. I mean, I don't want to hop on a plane every day anymore.
You don't?
No, I used to love travel. Now it's like I like travel, but 2 days I'm fine.
Because I'd be thinking, you go home and you're like, could you take out the trash?
Yeah, well, that's
no. I just was in Antigua.
It is weird when you go from like you're at somebody's $30 million mansion driving dune buggies, and then you get home and it's like, watching Mad Men, and you're like, it's such a different lifestyle,
right?
When you're on the road doing a show, doing a book like this, and when you're back home. But you know what? I love both aspects of my life. I'm lucky to have both.
And that's the other thing. Do you watch shows like Mad Men and stuff like that? But do you sit there watching them like this is not as compelling as the things I've seen?
No. Sometimes I'll watch a show like Vegas or something like that. Remember Vegas was on, and you watch it and be like, wow, I've seen stuff crazier than that. But overall, I'm a big fan of television. I love shows like, Walking Dead is amazing, Breaking Bad, and then what's the one? Game of Thrones I'm obsessed with. So it's like, no, I'm a big fan of television. So.
What was crazier, seeing the kind of underground inner workings of Vegas or the seedy underbelly of Japan?
The seedy underbelly of Japan is more disturbing than anything you'll ever see anywhere else.
You think so?
I mean, what goes on? There's one district, it's been a long time, the sex district, essentially, where there's something like 50,000 women employed in the sex industry in this one area. And it's like, I mean, the scale of it is unreal.
Yeah.
And then Vegas, how it works underground is pretty cool, too. But it's much more like Disney. Vegas is like Walt Disney for adults. Everything is very much under control. They know exactly what they're doing. I mean,
it's not like the movie Casino.
No, they study the scent in the casino, the olfactory, what the chemicals in the air is studied, what makes you gamble more. I mean, the carpeting, it's studied to what color the carpeting should be. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that's very cool, but it's like an industry. When you go to Japan or Costa Rica, for instance, it's like, whoa, I mean, it's like Wild West. It's like there's nobody in control here.
Yeah.
It's people riding around on motorcycles with guns and
So are these places in Japan, are they sort of like tucked away, you can't see them, or
no, you walk
people
down,
know what
you
they're
know where to
going
go. I mean, but as an American, no, you will not find your way in. Japanese men know.
Yeah.
But the American men don't find them. I mean, you can find the ones in Roppongi in Americans, but those cater to Americans, and it's not the same thing.
Right. Let me go to.
I like that we went in this. This is the interview went in the ugly Americans direction.
Well, that's I guess you never know where it's going to go.
Maybe
either,
that book will come back, right? You never know.
And that's your fault for writing all these crazy books.
I know it's true. It's true. I like it. I'm a fan.
Let's go to Michael. He's up in Calgary. What's up, Michael?
Hey, congratulations, Sam. You finally had a good show because Ben Mezrich's on. He's awesome. I was curious.
Thank you, Ben.
What happened to the Russian card counter from the early book from Breaking Vegas?
That's so funny. So I wrote a book called Busting Vegas, which was a sequel to Bringing Down the House that less people read, but it was about a Russian guy, Semyon Dukach was his name, who was known as the darling of Las Vegas. In the 90s, he was the biggest card counter in the world, and he had a system where you could cut to aces, so he could get aces to come out when he wanted them to. It's actually a real system. It's actually amazing.
Wow.
You use the cut card. They offer you the cut card.
Yeah.
You can actually cut and manipulate the deck. So he would do this. He made a ton of money. I actually was just last week at a poker game, at like a charity poker game, and he was sitting next to me. I hadn't seen Semyon in 6 years. Great guy. He's made a fortune.
But he's sitting next to you at a poker game, and you're
well, I didn't want to play poker against him. I was like, yeah, I'm going to lose here. But I made a fortune in the internet company. Sold 3 internet companies, and now he invests in internet companies. So he made a fortune.
It's amazing that somebody can make a reputation for manipulating card games and then still play card games.
Right. Poker,
that there's anybody left that would play poker with him.
Well, he couldn't play blackjack anywhere in the world. That guy, I was in the win with him. We got chased out by 3 very large men. I was playing, and he cut to an ace twice. He hit an ace twice on purpose, won $75,000 in maybe 10 minutes. And then we look back, and there were like 3 large men coming out, and he's like, we have to go. We got out of there.
Have you ever gotten pulled back where they break people's thumbs with hammers?
I've been in a back room before, but nobody broke they knew who I was. The back room is the place you don't want to go. And in Vegas, if you're caught card counting, they try and bring you to the back room. But really, they sit you down. They might, stand you up against the wall, photograph you, make you sign something that says you'll never come back. But they won't beat you up anymore.
But you're scared.
Well, you
don't
really
know if they're
I'll tell you, Atlantic City is way more frightening than Vegas.
It is.
Atlantic City is, first of all, can be terrifying in general. But you go down to the parking lot in Atlantic City, and some private eye who works for the casino, who knows what will happen to you. In Vegas, it's like Disney. Like I say, they don't want a lawsuit.
So, once you're out of the building.
Yeah, but Vegas, it's all one big playland.
Yeah.
But Atlantic City is not all one big playland. You know, once you walk outside of the casino in Atlantic City, you're in no man's
Still
land.
like Nucky Thompson walking around.
So
And
that's-
did you actually count cards yourself?
I know how. I would be like a guerrilla player. They would call me into decks. So they would signal me, and I would do what they signaled me.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not great at math. My math is not as good as theirs.
Yeah. That would probably be. Did you like that part? You say like writing the book.
Right.
Is the hard part because you're sitting there and you just have to write and you know the ending, you know where you want to go, and you just want to get there. But it's the exercise of writing. When you have to learn how to count cards, is that actually fun?
Well, that
or
was
is it
fun. It's a blast. The problem is to get good at it, you got to practice 3
Right.
hours a day for months, which I didn't have time to do. But the learning how to do it is really fun. And I can still play perfect blackjack. I can stay, I just don't count. But, blackjack, the thing about card counting is you have to play like 48 hours to make it worthwhile because the changes in the deck are so enormous that sitting down and playing for 10 minutes is not going to do you any good.
So you're just sitting there like little bet, little bet, little bet, little bet, little bet.
If you're sitting there for 10 minutes, like the deck may just be bad the whole 10 minutes. Or even if it gets good, your odds are still only 2% over the house.
Isn't it crazy with Straight Flush? And Straight Flush is a book that's out today.
Right.
But they didn't even do anything wrong. Well, I mean, I guess they probably should have stopped.
They knew, listen, these guys, online poker became illegal in 2006.
Yeah.
So by staying in the industry after that, but it was gray area still. It was wrongly illegal, essentially, because there were a lot of people who were saying, well, poker is a game of skill. It's not a game of luck. It's not pure gambling. There's no reason that this law should apply. And that a law harkened back to sports betting. So it wasn't really about poker. But they definitely were taking risks after 2006.
But they didn't screw anybody over or anything?
No, well, these guys, and a lot of people dislike these guys, or I like them, but there was a cheating scandal in the midst of their empire.
Yeah.
At one point, a bunch of players did get cheated by someone on the inside, and then they paid those guys back. But there was a cheating scandal, so a lot of people did feel like these guys were, doing stuff. But in the end, when people lost their money when the government shut it down, it wasn't because of these guys. It was because the government shut down the industry.
Right.
Some companies had enough cash to pay the players. These company did not have enough cash to pay the players. So the players got screwed, and they blamed the guys.
But it wasn't really up to. I mean, I'm assuming if they could keep their business open, they would choose to keep their business open.
There's very few companies in the world that you could shut down today, and they'd have enough money to pay all of their people who they owed money to.
I mean, half the time when concerts get canceled, sorry.
Right. I mean, who has the cash? The cash isn't sitting there anymore.
Right.
And I think players thought, well, the cash must be sitting in some bank. Well, no, that's not what happens when you put your money in an actual bank.
It's
that's
not
what
there.
happens.
I think we learned that in It's a Wonderful Life.
Right.
Well, your money's it's in Phil's house.
Right. It's like it's in a big pile. We put your money in a pile. So people were very upset, but I think they aimed their anger at the wrong people.
Right. I got you. Let me go to Sean in Alabama. What's up, Sean?
Hey, Sam. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, two things I was going to ask. One, Ben, what's he working on next for his projects? And two, I was wondering if I could get a copy of Straight Flush out in the bookstores now, Amazon.com.
We'll find a copy for you.
Yeah, you got to get a copy now after that good plug. I am working on a couple projects. One is a big fiction thriller project, which I'm doing, which I just sold a movie to, but I can't really go into it. And then another is another big nonfiction book. I don't really talk about what I'm writing before, because right now I'm in the stage of getting inside the story.
Right.
Sometimes it makes it harder to get inside the story when I'm talking about it. But this, I also this book, Straight Flush, will probably be a movie as well. So I think I'll get to work on that as well.
And is the last book going to be a movie? Sex on the Moon.
We sold that to Sony, and they're developing it with Kevin Spacey, Dana Bernardi, Scott Rudin attached, and Mike DeLuca. So same people who did The Social Network are developing it.
That's good news.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. With movies, you sell it and then you wait.
Right.
So hopefully it'll get
but at least the people attached to it are people you trust.
Solid people,
that you've worked. All right, Sean, I'm going to put you on hold. We'll find something for you.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Let's go to Mike in Boston.
Hey, Sam.
What's up, buddy?
Ben, I've read all your books, and the one thing that I do, and it might make me a total nerd, is I get them all on Audible because I drive a lot for work, and I listen to all your books, and I know you seem to write like kind of a movie sort of in mind, but the Audible books, and I'm really not into like a big like audio book guy, but holy shit, like I listen to them all like beginning to end. They're just amazing. Is there going to be an audio version of this
yeah, book? I think there's an audio book of this one. I don't know who's doing it. I remember my last book, Sex on the Moon, I think it was the Affleck brother did it. Colin, what's his name?
Casey
Affleck actually did the audiobook of it. This one, I don't know who's going to do it. I assume it's an audiobook already, but I don't know who did it or whatever. I used to do them. I did a couple of mine. That was hard work. So now I like it. Actors do it.
I like reading this less than I liked writing.
No, I mean you have to read every line like 10 times in the studio. It's like awful, but I'm glad someone's listening to them. That's cool. And in Boston too. I live in Boston, so.
How do you end up getting Casey Affleck to do your? Book?
They just the publisher. Offered it to him, and he read it and liked it, and then he gets paid. I don't know what he gets paid.
Yeah, sure, but still, it's good news.
It was cool. Yeah, it was really cool to listen to a Boston accent.
Did you listen back to it?
I listened to a part of it because I thought he has a great voice.
Do you ever read your books?
Well, the problem is when you're writing it, you read it so many times. But when it comes out. I reread this one before it came out simply because I was going to do a lot of press, so I wanted to make sure I knew what was in the book. But I mean, I'm pretty. 10 years later, I'll sit down and read a book again. I just start bringing down the house again.
And you're just sitting there like, I am a damn good author. No, I am awesome.
It's more like I don't remember ever writing this. When did this happen? That's crazy. But,
so are you? Because you said you're working on the other thing now, and you're kind of in it.
Well. Yeah, for these 2 weeks, I'll be here in New York just running around doing press. But when I, pretty much I'm on airplanes going to bizarre places.
And that's why you got to start reading this again because your mind's in the other thing, like, whatever the other thing is.
I want to talk about something that'll get us all killed.
And I'm sure you'll be back here for it. Let me go to Bob in Connecticut. Bob.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
I want to know if he knows about Phil Ivey and what his situation was with his poker site.
Phil Ivey.
There was something going on. I was just reading about it. You might know more details than I do. I think I don't even know if I'm good enough to speak about that. What do you know?
I don't know. I just know that they shut down his site and they're going after him for I guess not paying people back.
Yeah, they're going after. I think they called it like a Ponzi scheme, right? They said that it was a pyramid scheme or something. I don't know the details of it. I should look into it, but I don't know what happened there. But a couple of the big name poker players were involved with Absolute Poker and some of these other sites, and they did get in trouble when the thing went down. It was tricky. Like with bringing down the house, I was getting calls from these poker sites offering you tons of money to be a face of whatever poker company it was. And I remember talking to my agent at the time going, I can make like $1 million hawking an online poker site.
Yeah.
And they're like, stay away, stay away.
They knew it was going to come down.
But they didn't know, but nobody knew. But now it's coming back and now it's becoming legal again. There's a $10 billion industry just waiting for people to open a company. I mean, everyone wants to play.
Back then, with your agents, was it just one of those things saying this can't be legal? It's legal, but it can't.
It's unclear whether it's legal or not. Do you want to take a risk? And I always ask people, what would you risk to go to jail? I mean, if someone said, I'll give you $10 million, but you're going to spend the next year in prison, would you do it?
Plus, you're in this scenario where you're like, actually, I'll probably just write about them instead.
Right. Well,
and make my money that way.
Yeah. I mean,
I sell a movie,
It's a tricky question. Yeah.
You also got to be an expert now. Like this guy calls up, asks you about something in the world that you're writing about.
That was something that I should know about. I know that I know he said denied it was a Ponzi scheme, and that they said it was a Ponzi scheme, but I don't know what the answer is.
Are you doing any signings?
I'm doing something in New Jersey tomorrow night. I'm doing something at Bryant Park tomorrow day at 12:30 in the Bryant Park Reading Room, and then tomorrow night at a big bookstore in New Jersey. And
you have a website where the dates are?
It would be on. I will tweet it at Ben Mezrich.
Okay, it's at Ben Mezrich.
At benmezrich.com. benmezrich.com.
Yeah, we got benmezrich.com.
Yeah.
Twitter.com/Ben Mezrich. Thank you for hanging out.
Thank you. This was really fun. I love the show, man. I love it.
Awesome. Thank you. Straight Flush by Ben Mezrich. It's out now. Goodbye, everybody.
Opie and Anthony show is now over. For real this time. Check out the O&A show on Facebook and Facebook.com/Opie and Anthony. And catch Opie and Anthony live Monday through Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern.